If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Really stretched out for that.
Big bopper Richard Allen.
Hi. Tessa was really into that song. Welcome to ShadowCon episode 14, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us afterwards. I'm here with a bunch of players and a GM. My name is Gina, and to my left we have...
I'm Turo.
I'm Kimmy.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Morgan. I'll be your GM for Tachyon Squadron.
Woot!
The awesome, fate-based dogfighters and dogfighting spaceship combat. So yeah. Woo, we're going to be
Yes.
Shooting things in space.
shooting things in space. And maybe there will be a homoerotic volleyball montage. Who knows? Things get weird.
Top Gun.
My dreams are coming true.
I am so in.
Totally got that reference.
My
All
chest
right.
glistening in the sun.
I'm here for this.
Alrighty. So, I had things, I was ready, and now I'm not. Okay,
No,
here we go.
you're totally ready.
All right, so little brief history of Tachyon Squadron and the galaxy as it is in Tachyon Squadron.
Okay.
So, hundreds of years ago, a hyperdrive was invented called the Chandrasekhar drive, because it's based off of...
Chandra Sekhar. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how to say
Gotcha.
it. Please tell us.
I looked it up, actually, and was trying to do it, but, you know, it's based on a real physicist. So, hundreds of years ago, a hyperdrive was invented, and mankind had a diaspora into the stars and into other planets. And, you know, as humans do, we create other governments. And so, two big powers sort of rose up, and that was the Stellar Republic, who was all about good guys and democracy and freedom and capitalism. And, yeah, isn't that good? Yeah, it's all great. Yay. But... compared to the other guys, who are the Dominion of Unity, and you know they're bad because their names are the Dominion of Unity.
Bad.
Yeah.
These are the fascist, surveillance state assholes who went to war against the Stellar Republic, who are the good guys, and that's where Earth is, and that's, easy enough to figure out.
So we're the Dominion?
No.
We're the Stellar Republic, I'm guessing.
They're both they want to be Dominion.
There's the Republic and there's the Dominion. Then there's the about 11 years ago was the Great Galactic War, where billions died as these two massive forces went against each other. Big space battles, all sorts of stuff. And then about 10 years ago, an armistice was signed. So it's a very uneasy peace. It's very much like, okay, we don't want to keep fighting, but we're ready to go again. And this will be all sort of fine and dandy, or at least be okay, except that a few border systems have decided to say, no, we'd like to be out of the Dominion, and we'd like to go on our own. And one of these systems is the Draconis System, formerly Draconis 26. And Draconis basically declared independence from the Dominion, the bad guys, and said, yeah, we're free, we want to join the Republic. And the Republic said, hold on, we will recognize your independence, and we think that's great that you're on your own. However, if we actually, if we bring you into our Republic, we're going to have to fight the war all over again, and it'll fuck up our armistice. So we're not going to do that. But we can't let you guys just get killed. That'd be wrong. So what we're going to do is surplus a bunch of fighters and missiles and stuff and send it to you. And we're going to also surplus some pilots who really feel like they'd like to join your volunteer group.
I would like to know more.
Yeah,
A volunteer group.
And they saw word and they said, hey, would you like to join and enlist in the Draconis volunteer group? So if anybody's following their history, this is very much the Flying Tigers, the American pilots who got sent over to fight the Japanese during World War II for China, and totally not for the U.S.
Okay.
And that's where they're the big tiger mouths on the front of the planes, right? That was those guys. So, that's where we find ourselves. You guys are part of one of the squadrons of Tachyon Squadron. The others are Axion and Graviton. And you guys are Tachyon Squadron.
Now, just for clarification, is it really a volunteer thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It is 100% a volunteer. But if you would like to take off those badges on your uniform and sign up, that'd be great. We'll give you a leave of absence. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, would you like to sign up from somewhere else? That'd be great, too.
Okay.
You know,
Oh.
it's, some people are strongly encouraged, but it's not a force because that would be something the Dominion would do, not the Republic. As we said, they're the good guys.
Because we're the Republic. We're the stellar
Well, you're fighting for the Draconis volunteer group now.
Recon.
I'm doing this for school credit.
All right, so this is a fate game. So characters are defined by aspects, right? Short descriptive phrases. So we
Yeah.
have our high concepts. So these are high concepts with 4
Awesome.
pilots. Everything else we're going to fill in during the play.
Cool.
And this is just your high concept. So we have a hotshot Academy ace, top of the class at the Academy, ready to go and fight the Dominion. And then the war got stopped. And they're out of a job, and they can't do it. So, next best thing, join the Draconis volunteer group and shoot down Dominion guys that way.
All right.
So that's that one character. Up next, we have our battle-scarred veteran ace. Probably has been there since the beginning of the Great Galactic War. Seen friends die, gotten battle-hardened, gotten grizzled. Grr. Exactly. Then on the other side, we have our mysterious enemy ace. Used to fly for the Dominion. What are they doing here? Are they trying to atone? Are they a spy? Who knows? But they're mysterious, and they're enemy ace. And then we have our best bush pilot from the Outer Rim, because it wasn't just Navy guys. Nope. I've been flying, and why not? I can shoot down some folks.
Yeah.
But I was going to go get some parts at Tashi Station.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But you've been flying on the, So those are the characters. What's calling out to people? What are
Can
people
I see the bush one?
I'm
Bush
not
pilot.
feeling that if you're not feeling it.
All right.
But that's okay, because they all sounded, you made them sound
They're all
all
awesome.
equally amazing. So there's, let's see, I'll toss them out here.
Yep. So there's the Hotshot Academy ace, the battle-scarred veteran, and the mysterious enemy ace.
I'm up for playing whatever, so.
Yeah.
Well,
This is going to take longer than I thought.
yep, we're going to be here a while, folks.
We're all just so. Is this the enemy ace? Which one's the enemy ace? That one.
Enemy ace.
I think I'm taking the bush guy.
I'm kind
Okay.
of feeling that one.
I think I'm going to go with the Haymaker. I'm sorry, the High Concept Hotshot Academy Ace.
Nice.
Okay.
Does that make me, I'm looking at,
You're the grizzled, experienced one if you want.
I can totally do that.
All right, battle-hardened veteran.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's another thing. So, you are all pilots, which means you will have call signs. Yay! Now, in the
I need to
green...
grab a pencil.
Yes.
There you
Pencils? Do we need pencils?
There's lots
Let's
of
get some
pencils.
pencils. Pencils are going to be needed.
Pencil.
Alrighty. So, you're going to have your call sign, right? So that's going to be your name. You also have a name, and this is in the future, hundreds of years. People got really into each other on the ships that were out there. Different people came from all different places, and so names are very interesting, right? It's a lot of
Johns and Toms.
yes, exactly.
Smiths all over.
Smiths all over, so guys can see those sheets, and
I
I
mean,
also
like
have
culturally, like there's
culturally,
lots
it's
of,
mash
got
up
it.
whatever you'd like.
Goes for miles.
Yep, and it's the far future, so choose your pronouns. You are free to be what you want to be.
Excellent.
There was even talk of maybe having an ace in the game, but that was as a sample character, but that got
I think I'm going to go as maple syrup.
no.
No.
My call sign will be Chupacabra.
Well, hold on. So, in the actual game, you do choose your call sign, but because this is the military, nobody chooses their own call sign. Nobody gets Maverick or Razor or something cool.
That's not how that works.
No, you get the most embarrassing thing about you that your squad mates make fun of you about.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
you would pick, now normally in the game you would pick your call sign. And then the person to your left would tell the funny, interesting story about how you got that name, Lunchbox, or, Flapjack, or what have you.
And yet maple syrup is in denial.
Not for a real name. Now,
Touche.
so the way it will work here, though,
Okay.
is I like to let the person to your right pick your call sign.
Okay.
And then the person to your left will tell the interesting story about how you got that.
Okay.
So did
So
everybody...
I pick the call sign. He tells the story for her.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so this is the way we kind of generate some backstory. So
I like
we can figure out, does everybody have names and sort of an idea of a look for your character and a all that fun stuff.
Oh, let's see.
So that's what we're going to be doing now.
All right, and I think I'm probably going to go for something a little pop culture for our time,
Sure.
which I totally get would not be something that probably would survive in the future, but it's funny to us now, so I'm going to...
You go for it.
Okay.
Like,
Then I have a list of call signs
Okay.
for
Do
inspiration.
we have to pick? Oh, okay.
You can choose a different one if you'd like, but inspiration, there are a lot of good ones.
oh, cool. Oh, these are names? Okay.
Well, those are
That's
names,
what-
and those are
cool.
call signs.
That's names, call signs.
Yep. As examples, right? It's really just, again, mix whatever you want to be. Or if you want to be, Jane Doe or John Smith, perfectly fine. I come from a colony of clones where everyone was Jane Doe and John Smith. It was crazy.
It made writing checks horrible.
Is it the call sign one?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the call sign one. I think I'm going to go with Jeremiah Coolidge.
Here's some names, too.
Yeah, same list.
Oh, okay. I thought they were...
Yeah, I think we have one of each.
Okay.
on
I
each
know what I
side.
want to do.
Okay, it was Jeremiah what?
Coolidge,
Coolidge.
because I had to have cool in it somehow.
Keep cool with Coolidge.
Indeed.
Aw, Dizzy is a name. I love Diz.
Okay.
I went with Theodore Roosevelt.
Did you?
No, I went with Laszlo McQueen.
Oh, Laszlo is a great one.
Nice.
Awesome.
This ain't my first rodeo, children.
Laszlo McQueen. Of the Antares McQueens?
Why, yes.
I
We're
went
bush
with,
people. Of course.
I went with Thess Eisen.
Thess Eisen.
Oh, cool. These are the...
Have you gone down to the Pelt
Oh, that's a
Farm?
good name.
Okay. So, I assume Jeremiah is he, him?
Yeah.
I'm still deciding.
Okay. And how about Laszlo McQueen?
What was his question?
What are your pronouns for Laszlo McQueen? How do you present?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Sure.
Boost Sokolov.
Boost is your first name?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. I saw somebody in Twitter said Boost. on the
Sokolov?
thing, So, Sokolov.
I always
Yeah.
forget. I usually ask the audience to name my character.
Oh,
Not
there
this
you
time.
go.
Sorry, folks.
Too late. All right.
Oh.
Okay, so now we have a list of call signs. So, and is Boost, what are your pronouns? How do you present?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Well,
I-
it helps a little bit if you are then giving call signs, but this is perfectly fine, so let's give some call signs.
Okay. I think I'm going to end up going with she, her.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Do you lean in one?
I have a call sign for him.
Okay, what's a call sign? What is Jeremiah Coolidge's call sign?
Moonshine.
Moonshine.
That's awesome.
Nice.
All right, and
wonder
Jeremiah
why.
Jeremiah Moonshine Coolidge, and you are the hot shot Academy Ace.
Oh, I thought you were the farm boy.
Nope.
Oh,
I am.
no. Oh, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Too late.
I still like it.
I was
What did we
saying.
called it?
Somebody in the chat room said
Okay.
bullfrog.
All right.
Always
Well,
good.
it's still a good.
I still like it, yeah.
I mean,
Because
yes.
Okay, and you are the battle-hearted.
Because
Yeah.
of. Oh, okay. Do I get to make up the story too, or no?
No, so
Oh,
Gina
she
is going to
gets
make up the
the
story.
Okay.
I think there was a survival mission, and you knew how to make wee drinkable, like pee, wee. So we called it moonshine. And
Just-
that's why
just
you're
to get it
moonshine.
down. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So you knew how to like filter it or
Oh, this
yeah.
went water rolled real quick.
Yeah.
Yummy yum. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Because it's sterile, and I like the
And
taste.
you are the mysterious enemy ace?
Yes.
Okay.
So I come up with
You come up.
Turo.
What was your last name?
So,
Coolidge.
Coolidge. So, yes. So Kimmy came up with your character's call sign. You will come up with Gina's call sign. Gina will come up with Turo's. Turo will come up with Kimmy's.
All right. Call sign is goat.
Okay.
Goat.
All right. Goat. Okay.
You told us you have a pet goat.
Okay. I'm a goat.
Goats, man.
Right? I'm
They
pointing
follow
at,
me in all games.
Yeah, with me it's
pointing at
llamas.
Kimmy because Kimmy's game
And I
is
hate
always,
llamas. They're sketchy as fuck.
And what's it with goats in space?
I know.
It's like, okay, it's goats.
It's a goat.
Well, look,
The goats die, though,
look.
usually.
You know, you have a goat on your farm, right? You're on a different planet. You need a goat
You need a goat.
because you got a farm.
Engineer in a
Goats
giant
are very
spaceship,
useful.
A goat is
Yeah.
a very good pet for that.
You're saying we have a goat mascot. It's like a goat, one of those old-timey space helmets, you know?
Oh, that
Instead
would
of
be
the
awesome.
tiger thing, we have like an angry-looking goat.
Fleet.
Totally.
Painted horns on the helmet.
Yeah.
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 Well, we're going to be describing our blackfish, which are our space fighters, and we're also going to be describing our helmets. So that can come up later.
Perfect.
So, Turo, Gina, what is Turo's nickname?
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. That's a good one.
Your name was
Rapper
Laszlo
name.
McQueen. So pretty spicy name there. That's a good name.
Whoa, come on.
No, it's a Laszlo
I just
McQueen.
got here.
Man, I'm trying to think of a
You have a whole list.
No, I know.
You have a list?
That's true.
You
I'll
have
just
an
look at the list.
imagination, And you have 2
See?
spots.
Lab rat.
There we go.
Because I'm like, we're not giving each other pretty cute names, which
Doesn't
is
work
totally
that way.
awesome. No, I love it. Lab rat.
Rats.
Lab rat. In case you need it.
Alrighty, so how did Laszlo McQueen get the nickname of Lab Rat for his call sign?
I don't have a pet goat.
No, you don't have a pet goat. I'm gonna say
Does somebody have a thing going and playing?
no. I think that's outside.
Okay.
That there, like when you first, like when we were going through the academy and stuff like that, like he just like kept getting sick. Like especially because you're a farm boy, right? You're far away from like big metropolis, so you had like the crappiest immune system.
Oh,
So you just kept getting colds.
That's awesome.
You kept getting sick. They'd like put more vitamins in you. Like you just got all the medication ever.
It had nothing to do with that cute nurse, right?
nothing to do with that.
No.
Okay.
Also, I weigh 89 pounds.
Okay. So they just kept, you were in the infirmary like all the time, so we started making a joke.
All right. Cool. And finally, how did this ice and the mysterious enemy ace?
Mystery. What was your real name again?
Fess.
Fess
And then
and something else.
Ison.
Ison.
As a mysterious character, yours is Brightside.
Okay.
Oh.
Brightside?
I don't want to. You know what? I don't want to tell a story.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brightside.
I'm feeling it might be an ironic call sign.
That could be one of them ironical nicknames.
What? No, I'm not that easy.
Okay.
I'm totally that easy.
I've known you for 5 minutes and I know that.
Is it on my shirt?
Right.
Right, yeah, right next
Right
to the
there.
Krusty Burger is totally that easy.
So
That easy.
That easy.
when you were basically attempting to defect, your ship got shot down. And when you got shot down, you basically ejected, and in the place that you were, you sort of like crash landed and went unconscious. But half of your helmet got buried under the ground, half of it was exposed. So you got this really bright sunburn just on the one half of your face
Nice.
that would not go away for like the first 6 months of your indoctrination into this. So basically you were nicknamed Brightside because you had one shiny red side and one that was fairly pale.
Nice. Excellent.
Awesome. Okay.
Turo, were you the hot shot?
No.
No, I'm the bush.
You're the
I'm the hot
hot
shot. He's the bush.
Okay.
Rural.
Okay.
Rural.
Okay.
Rural juror.
Hot shot.
Hot Shot and Bush. That sounds like a good show in and of itself.
It is.
Sounds like a smear.
I think you guys are being hit up
All right.
for like your life
So,
story.
Brightside
Thank you.
and Moonshine, you can put your ships on those little cards, and then we'll put those on the maneuver chart.
I think that way is up on the screen, right, Gina?
Which way is up?
I think it's that one. Sorry, I had it on the chat. Let's see. That's up.
Okay.
Towards
Oh,
you.
yeah, so you can
Yeah.
read the cards. They're correct.
Yeah.
It's actually off the edge. That's what I was saying about the end. So then
got it.
I think we leave off at, that's still Yep, more.
I'm just not going to
There.
put mine on.
Now
there.
we're on
It's gonna
there.
be this
Yep.
thing.
All right.
Yeah, I couldn't read the
Lab
numbers,
rat?
sorry.
Ah, lab rat.
And goat.
Goat.
Okay. Alrighty, so we've got that out of the way. We've got our names. We've got our. Pass those up.
Cool.
Thank you.
We don't need these anymore.
I think everybody
I
got a
think we're
pencil.
out of pencils.
All right, everybody's got a pencil. Cool. All right, so you guys are hotshot starfighter pilots. You live in space. You die in flames. This is a cocky. You got to attack and do your thing. So, as a result, space combat is also incredibly stressful. So, one of the things you have is two ways to de-stress. You have a positive and a negative way that you de-stress. So, positive, maybe you go out and you you counsel people, or you work out a lot, or you sing in the choir. Who knows, right? Maybe you go to confession or therapy. Who knew that you could deal with trauma by going to therapy? It's craziness, I know, but you can, and maybe that's the way you do it positively. The other thing you can do is you can do it negatively. So you will have this is all the stuff that we know about fighter pilots, right? It's the drinking, it's the having sex with everybody, it's getting into bar
Yep.
fights, it's all that stuff. So that's your negative one.
I got into a long
Okay.
career.
All right. So here are some examples of decompression.
Okay.
So as I was saying, you can get your negative decompression is getting into fistfights, having love affairs, drinking it up, gambling, all that sort of stuff.
All bad vices.
All bad vices, right? So,
I'm sorry, those are not all bad vices.
well,
I'm just saying, chemically speaking, alcohol is a solution.
yes.
Did you decide how you present to
Accurate.
last one?
He,
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna do they them.
All right.
Okay, and you're a he.
Okay, cool. So, if you'll see on your character sheet, you're going to have a couple of
Those are
examples
example
of your positive and negative. So write those down so we can find out what they are.
Decompression.
I feel, can we just say it out when we decide?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like mine is athletics and working out.
Okay, so that's positive.
Yeah, because I feel like I have something to prove. Like since so it's like I'm always working to be at the top of my game, so I can prove that.
Okay. And what's your negative?
I don't know yet.
Should have changed you to gym rat.
There you go.
But you're lab rat.
CrossFit.
But I'm lab rat. And that's gym rat. And we're best friends.
Or not.
I think my positive is
Don't
going to
shake
be
your head no to me.
We'll see.
Hashtag swole.
I think you.
Dost thou even hoist?
Yes.
Space swole.
Yeah.
I so instantly thought of you the second I saw it.
Yeah.
But I think positive, I'm going to go with writes bad poetry.
Okay.
Nice. Good.
Oh,
My positive is doing karaoke in the whatever the
Nice.
bar is on.
Yes, there is a bar.
Yeah.
There is a character who is
A
the bartender.
canteen or a, yeah.
You guys all have your bar. Tachyon Squadron has their bar, and Graviton Squadron has their bar.
Well, that's
Okay.
a way. That's a way to keep down on bar
Oh,
fights.
it's what were the other two?
Axion and Graviton.
Axion and Graviton.
This is all in my brain now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be asking for names. I'm just like I'm
I
sort of taking
know.
notes. but-
Yeah.
If you really want names, I got them.
Yeah.
Because what is ours? We're the Stellar Squadron, but we're
You're Tachyon Squadron.
Oh, it's Tachyon in the. Okay, cool.
Yes, you are literally part of Tachyon Squadron.
We are Tachyon.
And as my negative, I'm going to go somewhat heavy-handed practical jokes.
Okay.
Oh.
So, okay. Impractical jokes.
Yeah.
Dangerous. All right. And Bushrat, Lab Rat, what is your...
my positive is going to be the interesting hobby. I'm going to be constantly modding my ship.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh.
Of course, the ground crew has no problem with that and is perfectly happy to let you work on your ship all the time. The one they let you paint your name on and tell you it's your ship, even though it's their ship, but okay, sure. They've got no problem with that. And what's your negative? Or do you have a negative?
I didn't have a negative yet. Somebody else go.
Okay, well, we got
No,
dangerous
that's my
practical
negative.
jokes.
I passed the buck.
No. This is something that has to really get you in trouble.
I avoid
Oh.
responsibility at all costs.
Can you maybe make something up, or do we have to pick?
And yeah, you can totally make something up.
Okay,
Those are just examples.
I think I start to get really terrible headaches.
Okay.
Which has caused me to start having an addiction to like
Painkillers.
painkillers.
Yeah, cool. I mean, not cool, but
Yes.
it's
That's
your
an
that's your
interesting character.
it's your
choice.
struggle.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to get into bar fights or fist fights. Sorry,
Sure.
fist fights.
I mean, bar fights are
Yeah,
fist fights,
they are.
usually.
Yeah, but not
Well,
exclusively.
you
in
know
bars.
that bar fights, you don't really hit people with bars. They're just in
Yeah.
a bar.
I
Okay.
mean,
are.
if there's a bar
Unless
in the
there's
bar.
a bar available.
Yeah, and then you can just
You
use
make
it.
it sound like those two are exclusive. You
Yeah.
could add them together.
That's true. They're not mutually exclusive.
And what is your negative?
They are
Jeremy?
not.
I think I'm also going to do. I'm going to do bar fights.
Okay. Do you want to do bar fights, or would you like to do something else? Because Gina's already got bar fights.
I know.
and that,
I think I should do something else.
I mean, do you sleep around? Do you drink? Do you?
That nurse in the infirmary.
Have an unnatural relationship with the
I'm
goat.
honestly, I have a really bad immune system.
Okay.
Down the cranium. Sleep around it is.
All right. I mean,
That's a good one.
it's just it's a classic. So
Yeah, the real story is you kept going in for VD.
Your negative is when you
That, I don't learn my lesson.
Your call sign is the
They
clap.
say to wrap the gift. They say to wrap the gift up, so I just keep getting them the birthday
man,
parties.
that's the problem with space herpes. It's just they're not that big.
Burpees.
Space herpes. I missed that movie. Ice Pirates is one of my favorite movies
great
when I
one.
was a little kid.
right.
Yeah. Why is he black? Because I want him to be perfect.
Yep.
So great.
Lots of fun. Ice Pirates. Go check it out. Good flick. Cool. All right. So, all right. Everybody has got their positive and negatives. Now, we're going to have a fun little thing where you're going to take the person across from you. So, sort of, go across you.
Okay.
And then pick the person to your left. Let's go left.
Okay.
I like left. And write a relationship. And this is how you feel about
Okay.
that person, right?
Okay.
So repeat that one more time. Person or left and the person diagonal?
Yeah,
Across.
person diagonal.
Okay.
Person diagonal.
Straight
Yeah.
across or diagonal?
Diagonal. So that way they have nothing to do with your name,
Cool.
right? So it's,
So diagonal and to our left.
yep.
Okay.
Straight ahead.
Awesome.
Why don't you just say straight ahead?
Because
do
normally
we
it's
take the long way
because
around?
normally it's a circle. Normally the tables are.
And it can be anything. We don't have to have a positive and a negative.
What is
No,
this,
no,
King
the-
Arthur? What are we doing now?
This is a. Anyway, so this is your relationship, right? So this is how you feel about how you feel about them, how they feel about you,
Okay.
or how you think they feel about you. Really, it's about how you view that person.
Okay.
What's
So-
your name again?
Vests. No, wait. I
Vests.
thought we're doing across or diagonal?
Both,
Both.
because you have two
Oh, to
relationships.
the left.
Two
Right.
relationship.
Got it. Okay. Got
Okay.
it. I got it.
And yours is-
I understand.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
All right. Jeremiah.
So and Jeremiah is a hotshot Academy ace and bush pilot from the best bush pilot on the Outer Rim.
That's not
Mysterious
the same.
enemy ace and battle-hardened veteran, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it often works out this way, but the battle-hardened veteran and the mysterious enemy ace, you may have flown against each other during the war. How do you feel about that? Or maybe they shot down a friend of yours. Who knows, right? It's that sort of interesting backstory stuff.
Yeah.
What sort of thing were we doing? Now?
Laszlo.
Like, are we trying to?
So this is a relationship. So how does Laszlo feel about the mysterious enemy ace?
Okay.
How do you feel about?
And is there like a specific?
Sorry, Gina, what was your character's name again?
Boost Sokolov.
Boost.
Yeah.
for
Sokolov.
for the mysterious enemy ace? Is there like a specific amount of time that I've been part of?
We're gonna need a couple more pencils.
It
Mine
just
just
shattered.
broke in my hand. Just
Where
like
did they? I think that
Is this
You
correct,
put
Morgan?
them back. I think they're over by Churro.
Turo took them.
Yep.
MC,
What's up?
correct? Correct.
They're super high quality pencils.
I guess so. For what?
They're the leftover junk from my classroom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
At the end of the year, the
You know
things
what?
that are survived.
Leftover junk from my classroom is my Death Cab for Cutie cover band.
Oh, nice. It's a good one.
It's it,
Yeah.
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 We play the Troubadour.
Troubadour.
All right. So yeah. So basically, these are just relationships. These are just aspects. So like, if you're in a dogfight and you want to invoke that aspect about that other character, or you're in a, you're on the ground fighting around somewhere, because the Draconis volunteer group does not have a squad of Marines. It has you guys
Okay.
who have pistols, or space pistols and, slightly armored spacesuits.
I'm sorry, what were the bad guys again?
The Dominion.
Dominion, that's what it was. I should probably know that,
No worries.
And I'm sorry, is there any, so we've been out of the war for 10 years.
For a year.
For a year. Oh, okay. A year. Okay.
The war lasted 10 years.
The war lasted 10 years. Okay, I knew there was a 10-year thing. Okay, so we're lasted 10 years. We've been out of the war a year. Okay, so I definitely flew in the war against the Draconis, the Republic.
Yep, against the Republic. No worries. There's a lot of names.
What was the Stellar? It was Stellar
Republic.
We've been at it 20 minutes. I should have it all down pat by now.
I know, right?
Morgan, I mean, this is...
You should have been playing this thing since playtesting and
No.
Okay.
been living and breathing.
Remembering details.
Yeah.
Blech.
Hey, I had to write them all down ahead of time before I came in just to keep them clear. That was actually the most by the book. This is how long it's been. This is how it is. This is where these are.
Jeremiah, your character, did you were in the academy? You never
Didn't fly in the war.
Did not fly in the war.
Got it.
Or didn't fly combat in the war. Maybe you
Right.
flew a couple of sorties in the war and were trying to get that last kill before armistice got signed, but you didn't get it.
Yeah. So I got all these skills and nothing to show for it, really.
Yep.
Oh, you're ready to pop the cork.
I'm a cork popping fool.
That should have been your...
Champagne.
Only if it comes from the Champagne region of the planet Champagne.
Other than that, it's just sparkling white wine.
I want to knock
Sparkling space
everything over the
wine.
table right now.
I have one with
Because
Fess.
of the two of you.
Okay. What is
Okay,
one?
my one with Fess is that we were in a dogfight together in the war,
Okay.
but I'm totally sweet on her.
Okay.
I am just like,
All right.
she's got amazing prowess in the show.
So you're impressed.
So you're
I
like,
am impressed.
it's Max and Miria all over again.
Yeah, I'm crushing.
Crushing hard.
Yep.
That was my nickname in high school.
You had a lot of nicknames.
Yeah, you did.
I went to a lot of high schools.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Traveled around, saw a lot of army
And then I
bases.
have a Laszlo.
Oh, your father was in the army? No.
No.
Saw a lot of
Who-
army.
Actually, he
Who
was a
was
janitor.
the practical joker?
Me.
Okay. Okay.
So that's so the person to your left is the other person you have a relationship with. So that's going to be Bush
Yeah.
Pilot.
The bush pilot who sleeps around.
Yep. Did you have a fling?
I don't know. Maybe, except for since I picked.
Or do you feel this innocent civilian is going to get himself killed and maybe some of the rest of the squad mates? I don't know.
Oh.
Sorry, I've been
No, I like it.
playing this a lot, so I've got a
No,
lot of
it's-
suggestions.
yeah.
But
Those are always good
these
because
are your characters.
No, but I don't mind that because it's like if it inspires, that's a great one, or if it inspires more thought. But
Yep.
I kind of do think.
Again, also throwing out aspects and ideas to the table is a lot
Yeah.
easier because we got 5
Yes.
minds instead of 1.
Agree.
I
So
just realized I left the oven on in my house. So.
okay,
I do think. I think he's gonna get us killed because he's not. Did you just laugh as you walked away?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you switch to he, him, or are you still going by
No,
they?
so-
Okay.
I'm they them.
Okay.
But he
Oh,
he
you're
meaning
talking about
Laszlo. Yeah.
Laszlo, got it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I was
Laszlo's
confused.
no, thank you though. Because I want to keep that for real.
Yeah.
I think Laszlo's gonna get us killed.
we have little tents in front are good, but or
Yeah.
little cards if we want to.
I'm going to say Laszlo stole my girl.
I will,
The nurse. This is how all this starts.
Okay, so Laszlo stole your girl.
That's amazing. It doesn't have to be in there, so that's funny.
You want to?
cool.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious,
let's do it.
listeners. I'm
I'll
all
just
for it.
pass it.
Okay.
You can do the rest. Mine is boost. Oh, I can't write.
So you've got Laszlo stole your girl, and
Yeah.
then so to your left. So what did
Boost.
How do you feel about Boost? You're a hotshot Academy ace. You never got those kills in the war. You never fought in the war. Boost has probably been was there in the beginning.
I'm going to go with starry-eyed admiration.
Nice, not
The
competition.
boost? Aw.
Thank you, Gina.
Sure. Here you go.
We can start them on this side as well, yeah.
You're gonna help me more than anything. Okay. And you got yours. Kimmy, did you get one?
Nope.
Sorry.
There we go.
Thank you. I can't.
Yeah,
You
you
can't use dry erase markers and paper.
I know.
I
you go.
yell at kids all week for that. I don't want to be that big of a hypocrite.
Okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Everyone is the expo
You're
markers.
okay.
It's my look.
It
Don't
does.
give no.
It does. It does. It hurts.
Sorry.
Look at
It
this.
screams in pain.
Do you like? Do you? Oh wait. You know
Are you
what?
talking
Hold
to
on.
an expo marker?
You know what it's saying?
It's
I don't
saying
get to go on
that
paper.
it can't say anything because it's an expo marker. That's
Ooh,
your.
that's not a nice thing to say to her.
Okay. Write your stuff.
Whoa!
Do you have your
are
do
rude.
you have your aspects? How do you feel about the other folk?
So for Thess, I'm gonna say mysterious mentor,
Okay.
and for Jeremiah, I'm gonna say friendly competitor.
Okay. Now again, this could be how
is how I
Laszlo
see it.
views Thess, right? Thess
Doesn't
could
mean
Thess
that
could
I feel
basically
that
like
way.
not give him any, like say one or two words to him, and he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Deep stuff.
Yeah. Some good
up?
suggestions in the chat room, unless everybody's got theirs filled in.
What is the people at home say?
Somebody could have an X in another squadron, and rival ace in another squadron related to another PC.
I have mine for Booster.
Okay.
I don't think I ever flew directly against Booster, but Booster killed my mentor.
Okay.
So in a dogfight, I've
Ooh.
never said anything
That's
about
awesome.
And I also,
Okay.
you know what I like about that? I like
Yeah.
I like the idea that he may have been flying against your mentor,
that. Yeah.
or they may have been flying
They're
against
gonna
your
fly-
mentor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, and then I expect their
But similar flying
experience.
style.
Yeah, I respect their experience. I know it was just a
Okay.
job, but there's still that little bit of like, oh, that was my mentor,
Okay.
Who are you?
and maybe the loss of that mentor. I'm getting way too deep into
No,
this.
no, that's
No,
fine.
it's awesome.
The loss
good.
of that mentor is like what eventually led me
As
to
long
like.
as it's like a short,
abandon.
punchy phrase on the sheet,
Okay.
we can have a
Yeah.
whole bunch of backstory. to
Yep.
it. That's
Okay,
fine.
cool. It just is, yeah.
Punch.
I like it.
And then I don't know about Jeremiah yet. How does Jeremiah feel? Like, I think a lot of my relationship with him would be like, how would they treat the mysterious ace?
Oh, okay.
Because I think that would then sort of change.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that okay to ask questions?
Totally.
Well, I feel that he probably wouldn't bear a lot of resentment since he didn't see a lot of action, didn't really lose any friends, and doesn't have that much.
Maybe,
of
but you may have older siblings or older
Yeah.
friends. I mean, you know,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
10 years, it's a long time.
Yeah, it is a
Billions
long time.
died.
Do I need one for her?
To your left, yeah.
Left and diagonal. Yeah. So
Okay.
left would be Kimmy.
That
Bess.
one.
Yeah.
Him. You, I don't know personally.
Right.
I think we ate a Hot Pocket once.
Well, see, but here's the
I
thing.
already wrote it down.
When you write Hot
Eight
Pocket,
Hot Pocket
that's
ones.
not what Hot Pocket means. on
Right?
your sheet. Like, I'm just going to warn you now.
I gave that nurse a Hot Pocket.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially with your character.
I know.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. I gave that nurse a Hot Pocket.
How did I know you were going to pick that character?
Oh my god, I know.
Because
I-
you know me so well.
I do. I do. All right.
We love each other.
Wait, so I still need to
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that his whole thing would be very competitive. I don't think it would be very hateful, but it'd be very competitive. It's kind of like, I don't care if anybody else is better than me as long as I'm better than you.
Ah,
Okay.
Because keep in mind, you will be scoring victories in this game. Victories get scored.
yeah. All right. Well, again,
And
because that's
count
sort of
it.
what I wrote down is like competition.
Yeah.
I feel like we're constantly like this rivalry.
Yeah.
When you work out with someone, it's called rubber banding, and you basically like one pulls ahead and they pull you.
Oh,
and you
cool.
So
All right. Let's keep the pilot lingo to a minimum here. I don't know a lot of
That was
phrases.
working out.
yeah, this
Yeah.
workout lingo.
Yeah.
All right.
If that was way over
Once
your
again,
head.
do
Yeah.
I look like I have a workout body?
Jim Rat is a very appropriate nickname for me.
Yeah.
The best I can tell you is kegs will be tapped, men will be used.
All right.
Up top.
Not even.
Over here.
Elbow.
Yeah, you don't want to get those
Yeah.
germs on your hand.
Yeah.
Boost. Come on.
Lab rat.
Yes, syphilitic shankroid.
That's what I call my downstairs.
Syphilitic shank
Oh my god.
No, I'm holding out.
I call it Royd for short.
I'm holding out for
Roy
my heart.
Rogers.
My heart. belongs to this. I'll outdo you on that accent if I have to, but I don't want to do that one.
Oh my God, because
You know,
No.
can I tell you?
I know.
Can I be real with you for
All
a
right.
second? Can't figure out my Sparks Nevada voice. It's like I had it and now it's
I have
gone.
no idea.
Oh,
what you're
I got
talking about.
mine.
It's alright.
Is it a different
One
game?
day,
Oh.
when we were
It
little
was a
older-
game.
Potentially
Okay.
it might have been, but probably not anymore.
Yeah,
okay.
which is a crying shame.
Darn crying shame. He should actually just transfer some of those things to another.
Yeah.
Well, he just
Because-
has the system. He just, you know.
This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
super interesting for all
I
of
know,
us who have
right?
no idea what you're
Exactly.
talking about.
For those of you at home who know what I'm
Listen
talking
to the Thrilling Adventure Hour podcast,
Got it.
and in
First.
particular, the Sparks Nevada
Marshall on
episode.
Mars.
Yeah,
Got
they're
it.
fantastic. And Michael
Old time radio, and
Yeah.
there was a potentially to have an RPG about it.
Can
but-
I?
Yeah, it was
How,
fantastic.
how did I do the voice? Like not
Why
like
don't we-
specifically.
let's talk about
play
that
this
off
game.
Oh
camera.
no, this is a good time for it.
No, it's
No.
not.
We can
It's
wait,
not a good
right?
No.
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 Oh, it's like your chair is wobbling.
Okay. All right, guys. So everybody's got all that. Now
Yes.
you have one last aspect, but that one I am going to let you fill that in whenever the hell you want. So if you're like, wait a sec, you know what? I'm a rodeo champion. Yeah, that's my character. That's what I'm going to do. I really need that now. I'm going to write that in. Fair enough. Fine. You write it in. You've got a new aspect on your sheet. You can use aspects to invoke aspects by spending a fate point if they're on your sheet. If they're out on the table and they have a little box to be checked, you get to check it for free, and then if it's still out on the table, you can spend a point to invoke it. Invoking gets you +2 or a reroll of the dice. Okay?
Okay.
Have you played Fate before?
Kind of.
Okay.
Just
You played Fate a
I have.
while.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
it's been a,
Yeah. Okay.
As we
been a
roll,
while.
I
No
know
wor-
you want positives.
No worries. No, it's fine. I'm just. Believe me, I am very good at
But you
teaching
gotta-
Fate. I
yeah.
just want to let people know what you can do. So that is how you're going to roll all 4 dice. You're going to add your skill, and that is going to be the outcome.
Got it.
And then if you'd like to add +2, you say, I'm going to invoke, I'm a mysterious enemy ace. Your high concept is almost always valid as a invoke.
Okay.
I just noticed, so let's, because maybe I'm not the only one, that because I had a lot of pieces of paper in front of me, that there's actually 2 pages to the character sheet.
There is indeed.
So that's where I kept going, like, who am I? Because it was on the other page. So there are skills on 1 page, on 2 pages.
So
no, skills on 1 page.
There are skills on both of your pages.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Oh, yeah, I
second
see.
page is going to be very important because that is your ship. That is your blackfish.
Okay.
That is your blackfish.
Blackfish.
All right, that is your spaceship. It also has your starfighting skills
Got it.
on there. So those are pilot, gunnery, tactics, and tech.
I see ya.
Nice.
Okay.
Why are they called
Wait.
blackfish?
They are. That's
Yeah.
the name of the ship, right?
Okay,
Similar
the
to
type.
how
The Tomcat.
the
Oh,
Tomcat
it's the
or the
design.
Eagle, or
Okay,
the,
got it,
right?
got
It's
it.
like a DH-47 or 49 Blackfish.
Yada, yada, yada.
SF-46D
Cool.
Blackfish Starfighter.
Exactly.
Got it. That's cool.
So
Got it.
it is the slightly older model. This is kind of the model that was
Surplus
flying 5 years ago, and not the top of the line, not the new ones that they've been working on the last year.
This is super annoyed by that.
Fair enough.
Fine.
Can you tell? I know you were probably going to do this anyway, but I'd love to know the stuff on the bottom of the second.
So the
page.
stuff on the bottom is your damage track.
Okay.
You're going to get shot to hell, and you're going to shoot to hell
Got
other
it.
ships.
Okay.
Basically, that is your check. You will check off little boxes when you take damage.
These stress ones.
That's your personal stress.
Okay.
This is
and
your
this
ship
is
stress.
The other one is the ship. The one that has the blackfish.
Yeah.
Starfighter.
Now remember
on
how
it.
I
Okay.
said Starfighter combat is stressful?
Yes.
You're actually going to take, every time you take a hit, no matter how bad it is,
Okay.
your character is going to take a stress. If your
Okay.
ship gets damaged and rattled, you're
Okay.
going to take a stress.
Okay.
So you can basically stress out of fights if you fight too long and your
Okay.
ship gets blown up and rattled and, all sorts of stuff. So,
And you said our aspects was worth point. And is it +2?
is it +2 to the roll or a reroll?
Okay,
And
I
you're
just-
going to do that by invoking. You're going to say, because I'm a mysterious enemy ace, I'm going to give you a fate point, GM, and I'm going to then, hey, I'm a mysterious enemy ace. I can totally, barrel roll into a Pukachev's Cobra and do sort of cool,
It's really similar to when we chose
Yeah.
dice to roll on
Yeah.
Cortex. It's
Yeah.
pretty much the same.
We have.
idea.
Got it.
So we have 6 aspects.
you have, well,
These
yes,
are all?
you do.
Okay. Cool.
If you can find a way to bring
Yep.
your negative
Yep.
aspect negative
yeah.
decompression aspect into a positive light, bar fights or fist fights, yeah, great.
Okay.
If you're punching a person, you totally have
Yeah.
a,
Got it.
How am I going to use modding my ship into
I don't know how you would do that. It's almost also like you chose the techie character who's really good at tech.
Okay, cool. So
All
an
right.
additional aspect to round out my character.
All right.
You don't have to fill that out right now, though.
So, does everybody...
We could do it during game, right?
Yep,
Cool.
that's the whole idea.
Excellent. I'm going to do that later.
Character growth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or suddenly we find something new about that character. Because this
yeah,
is very much...
I kind of want to feel out who
All right.
Boost is.
So we've got all our characters.
Excellent.
Everybody's good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, everybody ready?
Can I ask one more question?
That's why I was asking if everybody's ready. So yes.
Exactly. So you, I'm going to lay this. I don't know that they can see it. This is you were talking about earlier. The actions in the action phase.
Yes.
Okay. So those are options only in the action phase.
Well, in the dogfighting space combat,
Okay.
those are going to come up.
Okay, cool. But otherwise, in like Fate cheat sheet stuff.
In Fate cheat sheet stuff, I don't have Fate
That's
cheat
okay.
sheets, so
Cool.
it's
I think we
just
probably can.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Attack,
You are
overcome.
a fate cheat.
Yeah.
Also,
basically.
I was drunk and I
defend.
played last, not dead.
no worries. Also,
Attack,
Yeah.
overcome, defend, and
Create an aspect.
Create advantage.
Create advantage.
Yeah.
which is one of the things you can do on your maneuver phase. Basically, this is different from normal Fate because it has this whole space combat thing, and that's really what the game is highlighting. And it does it very well, and it adds a tactical
Yeah.
element, and there's a really couple of neat things about, you're going to feel like you're flying a ship. That is not a map that is going to be... it's not a map that represents territory. It is a map that represents momentum and advantage in a dogfight, right? Do you have the
Cool.
advantage on people? Do you have the momentum? Do you have the, or are you you're down, everybody's on your tail, you're screwed? Or are you up high, coming in and out of the sun and just taking people to pieces?
Okay.
All right. So,
Thank you.
Yes.
It's an abstraction.
yes, indeed. All right.
I gotta get rid of this.
So, everybody ready? Everybody got their characters, all that
Yeah.
stuff? No other questions? We good?
No,
Where'd
thank
you get
you.
that shirt?
At a little store that was like a co-op in Brooklyn, I think.
Nice.
Brag.
Yeah.
All right.
You deserved that for that question.
Right? Totally.
Space!
Oh,
I hear music.
Tachyon Squadron comes up on the stop. We see ships flying through space, Blackfish in particular, flying through the Kripke asteroid belt. Big Star Wars style asteroids fall that we can actually see from each other, right?
Nice.
Crashing into each other occasionally. This is where it's getting mined and all that sort of fun stuff. To fund the Draconis volunteer group. As we see the Blackfish, and we close in on the lead Blackfish. So who's flying that lead Blackfish, and what do you look like? And do you have any nose art or cool helmet art? Tell me about your character.
I think the veteran would probably be taking.
Okay.
That's what I say.
I'm taking point. I'm in front.
All right?
I have my ship is super well maintained,
Okay.
super shiny, chromy silver.
Okay.
So almost like a retro chromy.
Retro chromy silver. Awesome.
Yeah, retro chromy silver, and it has a painted person on the side.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of in like an updated pinup style. Yeah.
Cool.
But they on the ship are totally like buff and empowered and
All right.
badass.
And what do we look like on your... We zoom into your cockpit.
Cockpit.
What do you look like?
Oh, good question. I didn't even think about this. Well,
that's why I asked.
am a totally redhead.
Okay.
I have shoulder-length red hair.
Sticking out of the helmet.
Yeah, sticking out of the helmet. Really fair, like eyelashes and eyebrows, sort of, and like, I think like the crazy blue Meg Foster eyes, because I want to have Meg Foster eyes. I
Who
almost
doesn't?
wanted to go anime, because I wanted to have white hair, like white anime hair.
Well, again,
I can.
it's the future.
I'm gonna have white anime hair.
People have done all sorts of weirdness.
Okay, so underneath my helmet, you see the white anime hair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, fair, kind of bright blue eyes.
And you've got Meg Foster eyes. I feel like
Yeah.
that's a punk song, but no.
It should be,
All right.
except it's Betty Davis eyes, right?
And you've got goat on the top of
I
your
have
helmet.
goat.
Meh.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't fuck with goat.
So who's next? As
me
we
or the
flying through these asteroids, who's your
I'll be your
wingman?
wingman.
Your wingman
Yeah,
is.
I'll be the wingman.
Awesome.
And what do you look like? And what does your blackfish look like? Any
Well,
special?
my Blackfish looks pretty standard as far as the paint job, except for it has sort of like a red circle with sort of like this Asian-looking type of dragon.
Cool.
Nice.
in black on it. Kind of looks like the Kurita symbol from BattleTech, if anybody knows that.
Look it up.
But the thing that stands out about Jeremiah as you go into the cockpit is that he has been genetically altered to live in an aquatic planet.
Okay.
So he has slightly bluish green skin with yellow eyes and a second set of
Dictating membranes.
and
Nice.
and his nose is a little flat and has like basically more like slits in the front than the actual protruding nose. So he looks a little bit alien, but he's still very human. He's just been modified to live in another
Because
environment.
that is one of the things about this setting is that it is humans. Because really all aliens are basically just analogs for humans, and this
just
is
humans with bone ridges on their
right. This is a lot more interesting to have humans fighting humans.
May I add something?
Sure.
I just, if you want to accept it, after a well done prank done to me, I retaliated by putting a picture of Hooch next to the dragon and a couple X's on the eyes, so it looks like it's drunk.
Okay.
Because moonshine, and that's what it says on the top
Yeah,
of
it's
your.
like
And I
moonshine.
feel like he does this regularly, and you fix it, and then he does it again,
Oh, yeah.
and sometimes it takes a little while for you to notice.
And you swear you've done it where you've gotten it off. You're looking at him.
And
it
then
goes
you put him
back.
And I just
All right.
happen to have a bucket of Acme paint.
So who's next?
Where are you?
I'd probably be next.
Okay.
So
what is this?
I have a question. Does the
Yeah.
Dominion have like a logo or something?
Yeah, they do. What does it look like?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, like taking kind of from there's a little bit of like futuristic, like cyborgy looking, but like the sort of the Japanese sun.
Sure.
So, but
Nice.
it's like turned sideways. So her call sign's bright side. So she's got like this. It almost looks like an eclipse, and it sort of looks like the Dominion. It's like just enough that people who know her history are like, oh, that's it. And then the other side is like the kind of like this dark shadow thing that's more the Republic symbol,
Okay.
which is also round in some way. And
Well, rondelles, right on a fighter plane.
Yeah.
there you go. Perfect. So it's sort of like a something covering this thing, like this new. So it's symbolic on lots of levels.
Cool.
Um,
And what do you look like as we zoom into the cockpit and see you?
zoom into the comic. I feel like she. I really like the modified idea. I feel like her skin color kind of changes.
Okay.
To like skin tone. She has darker skin tone, but it also like modifies to maximize her efficiency in different environments.
Okay.
Chameleon-like, sort of.
Not like changing color, but like when she's in space and she's trying to make the most of like the heat, like if she's in like a sun, like her skin will turn brighter, so she
So
reflects a bit more
less
of the sun.
camouflage and more melanin.
Yeah, melanin to maximize
cool.
her efficiency and her
Or from a planet that's either really super hot or really super cold at any time.
Exactly.
Got to get that vitamin D.
Yeah. So all those things. So
Yeah, you do.
It's always on the kind of a little bit like the darker side. Like it ranges from like olive to like very dark.
Catch it.
Nice.
So since we're kind of in the future and it's a little bit past,
Yeah. No, transhumanism.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
cool. And then I think on my helmet I've got probably the same logo that's on my.
All right, but Bright Side is up there as well, so we
Yeah.
know who you are.
Exactly.
At least the people watching at home can go, it's Bright Side. Yeah, exactly.
I will give you $1 if you keep that on your head the entire
And finally,
I mean,
$1.
you can tell Taro doesn't know me super well.
No, in our group of friends, $1 is the ultimate bet. We've done horrible things for the sake of $1. It's
all right, and
I just
finally,
hope I have $1 in my
See
pocket.
what you've done.
what is Laszlo?
Well, I'm next to you.
Right,
since you're
wingman.
my mysterious mentor.
Yep.
But my ship looks kind of janky at the best of time. So there's a lot of
Awesome.
odds and ends pieces, and mine looks like everybody else's Blackfish, except there's a lot of added things to it. Not just inside the cockpit, but on the outside.
got the dingleberries on the cockpit.
Oh, yeah.
The Virgin Mary.
Hawaiian girl. Come on.
There you go.
Respect the shirt.
Respect to the shirt.
Respect the shirt.
I acquiesce.
But, like, there's a lot of added things. And then there's, like, on the side, on either side where I sit is a painted wedge of cheese. That's right there. Oh, I thought there was somebody behind me.
Painted wedge of cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a wedge of cheese just painted right on the side, so they know it's lab rat. and they cut inside. It's like,
Yeah.
like the
Fantastic.
Hawaiian girl and the tassels. There's
Excellent.
something hanging from the mirror.
Super
Wait,
washy.
Why there's a mirror in the cockpit? Who knows?
So you can see behind you.
So you
duh.
can see yourself.
Right.
I added
Oh
that in
my
there.
God, that's totally
Once again,
true.
modifying.
So when you say modern code, like you like just go for tchotchkes. I thought you meant like modding, like
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to do the booster and all that stuff. No,
why
okay.
can't I do both?
I don't know. You
So-
totally can.
My person is, because I feel like I have to be introducing the audience to this world. I'm all human, but I'm like really tan because I'm a bush guy. I'm like farm boy kind of
You
thing.
come from
Okay.
the land of two sons
Exactly.
down under.
So I got really thick mustache, really nice tan, and my helmet is basically just painted
You look
ears,
like Tom
mouse
Selleck.
ears. I do look like Tom Selleck, and even the chest.
Yeah.
Like it's not really good for space to have your jumpsuit open, but it is.
Sure. You can zip it up.
Especially if your chest hair
Thank you.
shows.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's over?
Can I add something if that's okay? Okay, I feel like my relationship with both of them is like good, but like a little strained. So I feel like you're the one I'm like kind of not like buddies with.
What's your wingman?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think at some point I probably gave you like you've got your little hula girl. You probably also have a little nurse girl who's got like a syringe in both hands, but like also kind
But
of does
she
a little
doesn't
thing.
sway. It's just the head. It's
Yeah.
the head bob.
Or, yeah.
Or it's what? No, I
She's
need
got
sun,
her little syringes
and
that
it
go like
gets
this.
to the
Yeah,
syringe.
that's exactly. And it's right next to the hulu.
I always see you as a mysterious mentor. So it's like if I can get 3 words from you,
Yeah.
it's a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was probably like a big thing.
Yeah.
Like that was a huge
Oh.
like, yeah.
It wasn't even my birthday.
Okay.
Oh
So,
my God.
as I said, you guys are in the Kripke Belt, which is in the far outside of the Draconis System. The Draconis System is a trinary star system. There are like 3 suns.
Okay.
There are 5 big major planets. 2 of them are habitable. Draconis is the main one. But you guys are way out in the hell and gone into the Kripke Belt, or the Kripke Cluster, which is where the asteroids are, which are getting mined by the various mining companies that then pay for your guys' blackfish and your missiles.
Okay.
Some of you guys, so all of you had little gear.
Yeah.
They're in little cards. Those are things that were added to your blackfish. So, for instance, you have a Haymaker particle accelerator. Your guns are extra gunny.
Ooh.
That's a very easy one for you.
Yeah.
I think you have a shield booster, which means your shields come back faster.
Okay.
Turo, you have all sorts of. You have a big rocket pod, which is great for ships that are big and stationary, and it does the Robotech, unguided rockets all over the place. And then you have a vortex bomb, which is the thing that you can basically, if there are a bunch of guys right next to you, you fire that missile into them, and they go boom, and it goes wah, and it hits all of them. So it's an area effect missile.
It's like your birdshot.
This is the greatest ship in the world.
And you.
Now we can get it off.
You have a. I think you have a
Thrust vectoring system type. 19.
Right. You have a special thrust vectoring system thing,
And a G16.
and you have a precision missile that lets you home in on a singular target.
And it's called Vulcan's Hammer. That's so cool.
Yep. Thank Clark for all these awesome names. Clark,
Yeah.
Clark Valentine wrote this, so it's awesome, Clark.
Thank you, Clark. Thanks, Clark.
So the Kripke Belt is also dangerous navigation.
Ooh.
And radio interference in the Kripke Belt. And the Draconis Volunteer Group is always short on supplies. So just so you know that. So these missiles that you have, those are the missiles you have.
Okay.
Can we throw those a little
Sure.
further so I can see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for those of you listening, Morgan's throwing down some scene aspects.
Yep, some scene aspects for the scene.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
so
for people that
cool.
are unfamiliar with Fate, each one of them has a little check mark box in it. And when you, I'm assuming that when the first time that we
The
use one of
first
these
is free.
aspects
The
is free,
first
but we
taste
check
is
that off,
free.
and then later on, as those remain, we have to spend Fate
We can
points.
spend
Right,
points.
and so those act like a
Right.
+2 or a reroll.
Cool.
So that's if you and you can also create those. You can put those onto the scene, do stuff like that,
Okay.
and therefore those are free. You don't have to spend your fate points on them. So this is
Cool.
why we're building fiction and we're building stuff out there.
Excellent.
Okay.
It sounds good.
All right. So as I said, space. You guys are flying through the Kripke cluster, doing the patrols to keep sure that the mining ships are there. And all of a sudden, over the radio comes. Attention! Attention! Mayday! Mayday! This is the Chenikov Ventures mining ship Tupolev. Anyone? We're under attack. So, what do you guys do?
Did anybody pick that up? Because I picked up
I
mining
tried-
I'm
stuff.
immediately going to go to my sensors and see if I can try to find what
The source of it.
the source
Okay.
of that.
So you're
Cool.
gonna make a roll to try your technology.
By the way, my crustiness means I'm like, I think I look like 32.
Okay, so you were
You know, it was a hard war then.
you were a fresh-faced
Ow.
22-year-old back when the
No,
war
yeah,
started.
exactly.
Nice.
But that's parole in the war.
Well, yes, and surviving all 10
Yeah.
years of the war
Yeah.
is a big fucking
Yeah.
deal.
Look,
Yeah. I am crusty grizzled.
Pappy Boington, who was a World War II ace who actually was in the Flying Tigers to begin with, was something like 27 or something when he
Yep.
went with his crew, and that was why we got the nickname Pappy, because he was so old.
Ooh. Can I have a scar across an eye and I have
Sure.
one totally chromed out
Yeah.
eyeball?
Absolutely.
Robotic. Okay, cool.
That is awesome.
Absolutely.
Scar
I'm gonna
across my
steal that eye.
face.
Okay.
Don't touch. Stop touching me.
All right, Rocket.
All right. So
your
you're,
thing.
so you're going to try to find
Yeah.
out what's going on. So you're going to make a technology roll.
My
roll your
technology
dice.
detection is +1.
Right.
So that's a net +2.
So it's a net +2. So I'm looking for a 3. But would you like to succeed at a cost?
Sure.
Okay. So you're going to succeed at a cost. So you find the ship, you find the distress call, distress beacon, and it is basically, the problem is, it is on the other side of some very dangerous rock clusters that are heavily, there's a lot of asteroids in that area. So there is a clear lane, but that's going to take you a long time to go around the clear lane. Or you can fly through the dangerous asteroid cluster and get there real quick. That's the cost.
All right.
There's no easy path to them that is just where where they are.
All right. Well, I'm going to get on the horn and go, I found the source of the transmission.
That's an awesome voice.
But we can't get there quick. We have to go through a lot of asteroids. Up to you. I'm willing to fly.
Take the
Thank you,
lead.
Stitch.
Moonshine.
All right, Moonshine, you're going to take the lead?
Sure, why not?
All right.
He's such a show.
Okay. So to get through this asteroid, it's going to be a 4 piloting roll is what I'm looking for.
Dang. Okay.
So this is also just to get people
Yeah.
figure out how rolling the dice works.
So
and
there's a 5.
Nice.
this is a con
Nice.
scenario, so it is very much teaching the rules
Are
as
we
we
all
go.
rolling this?
You are all going to be rolling this, depending on
Oh.
how you want to go. If you'd like
sorry,
to take
what?
the long way to go
Yes.
around,
No.
No.
okay. So you got a
9.
5.
5. So you're
Wait.
fine. You make it through, no problem.
Which were we rolling?
Pilot. Your pilot skill, which is on your second sheet.
Second sheet. Okay, because I'm like,
I got a
shit, I'm
3.
bad.
Okay, so you got a 3. So you needed a 4.
got
In
a
this
4.
case, I will let you succeed at a cost, which is take a bump off your shields.
Okay.
So you have taken a hit to your shield. Of course, you're the one with the shield, fancy shield booster, so you'll be getting that back in a round or two, so it doesn't matter. But
And these
you know,
little
you never know.
frosties.
I
Yeah.
know.
And so I just cross it off on the
Just
line.
cross it
Okay.
off, and then you can erase.
Cool.
Just so I have an understanding.
Yes.
Mine pilot is 4.
Right,
Okay, but I got blanks except for 1 negative. That takes away from.
right. So you have
okay,
a 3.
So I have a 3.
Yep.
Just trying to make sure.
No,
that I
that's
got,
awesome.
Yep.
Good question.
Oh, wait,
So-
the blanks take away?
No,
Yes.
the blanks are
The
nothing.
blanks are
No,
the
the
blanks are
negative,
0.
Blanks are
Nothing.
blanks.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
got 1 negative,
Okay.
no positive, so it couldn't
Okay.
equal itself.
That makes sense. Got it.
Nice.
So I got a 3, so I'll succeed with the cost.
So you will take a shield ding off your shield as well as you
Okay.
bounce off an asteroid or two, just like your wingman.
Boy, I told you not to follow me exactly.
Yeah. Not supposed to follow exactly where I go.
Exactly.
There must be some
Thank you,
holes
Natasha.
in your training. There may be some holes in the
Oswald,
training.
you're going to get us killed.
I haven't done that in an accent in a long time.
I know.
I'm rusty.
I'm going to try to do it too, so we can try it. We can help each other.
Yeah, it'll be
That's why I picked
So
Circle
were you
off,
gonna-
'cause
oh,
I'm
were
like,
you- okay.
no, let's do it.
Yep.
That's the other thing. Like maybe we have same home country. I don't know.
You never
Well,
know.
no, because I would have come from
Because
the
the Dominion is a different planetary system.
It is different star systems.
Okay.
It is a collection of planets and star systems.
No, if you're gonna do, I'll do something else. Then, 'cause
Are
I
you
feel
sure?
like they should be different. Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's great. Go for
Cool.
it. It's cool.
No worries. We can all do accents all day.
Yeah.
Cool. So, and how did you do?
I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Yeah,
So you're
I
fine.
had a neg and 3 and.
So you're fine, and you two hit. So you two, the Academy Ace and the Battle Scarred Veteran, make it through no problem. You're wingman, but you two have a little bit of trouble, and you kind of bounce off an asteroid
Yeah.
or two, take points from the shields. Right, they're sparking. Okay, now
There's like a little, like handy little, like one of those little notebooks, little hand notebooks, taped to my cockpit.
Okay.
And it basically has times you're better than her, and I check off another check.
Better than
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that accent because I think
Okay.
I got grizzly, like
Okay.
in me.
Grizzly guy. Okay, so. Oh.
I can also just be super
Yeah.
California sarcastic.
All right.
So it's appropriate.
Okay.
Deal with that every day.
So,
It's me always.
you guys make it through the asteroid. You make it through the asteroids. You suddenly come across a big sort of empty space in the asteroid in the Kripke cluster, and you see a ship listing in space because that's the way ships list in space, right?
Oh
They
my
kind
God.
of they're not on the same plane as you, so it's listing in space and is slowly rotating. And we see the sun from one of the Draconis stars is shining on it, and it's slowly rotating. And you see the on it. It says the Chernikov Ventures mining ship Tupolev. It's got a number underneath it. It's a big yellow ship. It's a hard used mining ship, all sorts of battered and dents and repairs. And then it starts rotating in the sun, and we see suddenly laser blasts and actual holes in the ship, and it's leaking atmosphere and all sorts of bad things. So, something attacked this ship. What are you guys gonna do?
Look on radar to see if we can see, and with our eyes and our heads, if we can see a thing that would attack a ship.
Totally. Cool. So this is the beginning of the action of the maneuver of the whole
last
engagement.
stage thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome blossom chart.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So the first thing we're going to do is detection phase, which is oddly enough what detection. So everybody's going to roll your technology.
Okay. Ooh. Technology.
Haha, 3.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, damn you,
That
dice.
is 4 minuses.
So
Yeah.
that is a place where if you roll 4 minuses or 3 minuses, you're better off re-rolling if you want to re-roll, or if you just want to keep it there. I'm cool with that.
Do we get one invoke for free on our aspects?
No,
No.
Okay. That's old school.
that's very old. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Can
how
I spend a fate point to make him take that so that he looks like a fool? And
well, he could. This, I mean, you could succeed at a cost, but really, this is just an engagement roll. So
I'm not gonna. I'm completely oblivious. I think is what's going on.
okay.
Do you have the same book in your cockpit?
you're so busy making that mark
Yeah, I'm like
about doing better than me that you're not even paying attention.
All right.
Oh, we're
So,
fighting.
No, basically what's going on. I got through that. I'm like, dude, that was so freaking slick. I am awesome. I'm just too busy
Not even looking.
wallowing in my own self-love to really be able to detect any enemies.
Basking in your self-love.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So the bad guys, the Dominion forces, rolled a -2.
Whoa.
So I have a -2 on my roll.
Okay.
You also add your tech to that, so that
Yeah,
does
I'm a
change.
-3.
So you're -3. So you're below them. What did you get?
I got a flat.
You got a flat. So
Yeah.
what does a flat mean? 0?
0.
Total 0.
Yeah, total 0.
Okay.
This is my biggest tip for fate for anybody is don't pick your dice up because we're all so used to picking our dice up when we have our number because
Yep.
things change.
Yep. This is the beginning of the conversation.
But yeah, I have a
You can change it.
+1 and a -1,
I have
so
a
I'm
4.
0.
You have 4. So you're
Whoa.
kicking ass. You would like succeed with style and all sorts
yeah.
of cool stuff. And you would succeed with style and all sorts of cool stuff. But these two guys are holding you back.
Okay.
Or this guy in particular is holding you back. So the way this
Boy.
works is, if I beat the highest player, I get to attack from out of the sun. I get to attack from undetected and basically come in and go and totally eat your lunch. You guys, if you beat me and succeed with style, right? If you beat me, you beat everybody. One of you could have the advantage. One of you could come in from out of the sun, be undetected, and if you all succeed with style, right? If you all are like, yeah, we totally got these guys, then you would all attack from out of the sun. But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
There's a mixed range, so I'm in between your highest and lowest. So we're all going to see it as suddenly a bunch of Dominion ships show up on your radar, and there are Gators.
What are the Gators?
The Gators are the old school TIE fighters of the Dominion bad system, and also they're Gators. We hate Gators. Let's blow up some goddamn Gators.
Goddamn
Ooh,
Gators.
Gator
Call me
football
Burt
rules.
Reynolds because I'm about
Gators
to
on
fuck
the
up some
scene.
gators.
Okay. Oh.
I'm a Gator fan.
All right. So now we do the maneuver phase. This is where we figure out where you are in the dogfight, right? Do you have advantage? Do you not? This is going to be a tactics roll.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to roll your tactics. I'm going to roll my tactics for my guys.
Nerds. -1.
Okay.
Oh,
Dang.
damn.
Now are you
know.
adding that to your tactics?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We're like
like subtracting it from
Damn,
attack.
kid, you're gonna get us killed.
Fair enough. Okay, so why don't you put your character, your plane, onto the line that is equal to your number?
Okay.
You got a -1?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can also put your call sign so we know that that is your dude, because
Yeah.
otherwise it might get confusing.
Got it.
Don't worry.
All right?
So you're on -1. Okay.
Yep. All right, what do the people get? And place your ships. And if you could be...
Can I get that dry erase pen again? Thank you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna write on the paper.
I am.
Yeah, I was looking
I
for
know,
a dry
I was
erase
like,
pen
he's
here.
just doing that
do
just-
exactly the same
All
thing.
right. Plus,
That's
get,
brilliant. Actually,
get your,
I love that.
Get your
Yeah,
dollar
it's
ready,
all right.
buddy.
That's all right.
Why don't you guys keep that pen
Yeah,
out
would you
there?
mind mark mine too, Kimmy?
Grab this real quick.
Yep.
And if you need to move my dudes, feel free.
Yep. All right.
Yep, yep.
So, if somebody could place Gator 1 and Gator 2
Okay.
out
What?
on, let's see, they have a tactics of 2. I have on these guys on 4.
Put that.
Yeah.
So,
Or slide
Right
me
there,
in
right?
or out.
I feel like we
4.
need to move it in just a little bit like there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, that's cool. I like the big maneuver chart.
yep, this is where it gets cool. All right, so,
I'm sorry.
these guys on +4.
And 4. God.
They got lucky.
I don't know what cool means.
These guys are going to be on +1.
Shit buckets.
Kill
There's a
a
lot of
monster.
them. We don't like. There's too many.
Well, there's a
right?
squadron.
Okay.
These two are going to be on +1.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Good, because we can't fit any more on 4.
Nope.
Yeah. Nobody else can have.
It gets
that.
crowded, and I have used a bigger map in the past, but this is going to
It
be...
works.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Dude, I have so many painted aircraft miniatures.
I know.
One of the nice things about Tachyon Squadron is it also works very well for, because it is modeling Spitfires and Messerschmitts rather than like how would actual space work. I don't know. So it is very much dogfighting. So if you have if you want to, I've run Crimson Skies with this. Works great. If you want to run any sort of dogfighting in Fate, this is the way to do it.
Nice.
Okay, so we have a big tangle of people, as it should be, right? It's a dogfight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gators, as I said, are kind of the TIE fighters. They are only dangerous in swarms. This is also Bloodrazor Squadron, because the Dominion are all Sturm and Drang about their squadron names. So, cut to a bunch of gray-painted Dominion Gator fighters. Inside, we see their helmets, and they're black, and they've got visors, because we wouldn't want to personalize them in any way.
No.
Let's dehumanize the enemy as much as we can.
Exactly, because they're evil. We know that, and it's okay to blow them up.
Except for Thess, because she's not an enemy anymore.
Exactly. So,
Visor's still black.
Yeah,
bum,
so
bum,
totally.
bum. All right, so now we
Absolutely.
are going to start the game. We are going to start the engagement. I mean, we still have started the engagement, but now we're ready to pick and choose what we're going to do. So, who is top? I believe that is going to be
Gina.
that is
Yeah,
Goat.
Goat.
Oh, it is me. I'm like, not me.
Goat.
Oh, that is my ship. I know
Goat.
my ship.
You are on +6.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do? I will tell you right off the bat, getting on somebody's tail is awesome.
Okay, I would love to do
fresh.
that.
And this is what you want to kind of look at for your maneuvers, too.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
That's the
Instead
maneuver
of,
sheet.
I'm looking at lots of sheets of paper.
Yep. Really, from now on, only your aspects on your first page are gonna be.
Yep. Okay,
are-
perfect.
Are gonna do
And then
that.
occasionally some skills.
Your ship is really
Okay.
your ship sheet is going to be it's going to have all your space combat skills and going to
Okay.
have all your info that you need.
and
so,
then actions in.
right. So you're going to get on somebody's tail.
I'm gonna get on somebody's tail.
Okay. So whose tail are you going to get on?
I'm gonna get on.
So you got 2 Gators at 4.
I am not the kind of they them that needs to rescue anybody.
Fair enough.
So I am gonna get on the tail of the one oh that's a Gators too. Yeah, just how about the Silver Gators guy?
Gator
Gators
1.
one.
Gator 1.
Yeah, Gators 1.
All right. So place your ship and turn him up on top. You're
My
on
ship?
Your ship. Mm-hmm. Take the card. Angle it
Here, I'll let
towards
you
that
throw.
guy
Okay.
and put him down on
That one. Not my
Towards
P.
the gator, yeah.
Yeah.
Skater?
Okay.
that Gator.
Cool.
So you are now on his tail, which allows
Okay.
you to make a gunnery roll to attack, and you get a +2 because you're on his tail. If you stay on his tail, you're going to get a +3. Stay on his tail for 3 rounds, you're
Okay.
going to get a +4.
Okay.
Now, The other thing is you have all sorts of crazy stunts that allow you to blow up
I was
people.
wondering about that pilot. Okay.
Yeah. So you are all about killing people and doing this in a bad way. So what does your stunt do?
My pilot stunt
Yes, your pilot stunts.
is a cold shot on a successful attack.
And then what is your other one?
Is that this one?
Let me see.
Equipment bay? The
So
only one that said stunt was.
Kyle stunt. So okay, yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
I'm trying to orient myself.
hold on.
Yes, you could have rolled a different thing.
Yeah, I just realized that.
We're learning.
We're learning.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Do you raise yourself up because you're using a different skill?
No, I'll stick with what I did.
No, you won't because you
Oh,
can.
Jesus Christ!
This is advantage. You want to
Take
take the advantage, Turo.
advantage.
So you're on 3 with me?
Yes, I'm on 3.
Okay.
On 3.
I'm on 3.
All right. So, yes,
Was that
your
my other one?
That is your called shot. That is your pilot stunt.
Okay.
Your other stuff is that's your equipment bay. That is on your.
Yeah.
Those are your little cards.
Right, but that was my only stunt.
Yes, your only stunt is the called
Okay.
shot. Sorry.
Cool. No, that's okay.
I think it is actually maybe Jim who has the on his tail. It's a stunt that.
But it's right under our spacefaring
Yes.
skills. We have
Yep.
stunts.
Okay, so but
Cool.
you get a +2 and you get a gunnery. So what are you going to do? You're going to roll to hit.
I'm gonna roll to hit. I'm gonna use what are they? Attacky dice. These ones. Wait, is it piloting or I'm just my plus
You're rolling
2?
gunnery.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And
Gunner-
I have another +2?
You have gunnery +2.
Oh, I thought you were saying another +2. Okay, cool.
No, okay. Gina, I
Yeah.
am saying another +2.
Oh, okay.
For being on his tail, you get
That's
+2.
what I thought. So +2.
Yes.
And
I don't know what
+1.
your gunnery is specifically, though. Because
That's
I
what I thought you were
memorized your
saying.
character
Because you
sheet.
let gunnery, and then we were doing a who's on first. So I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay.
Very nice.
I have a 0
Okay.
because I rolled a -1, and my guys are not very good at defending. They're really good at attacking. That's what they do.
Okay.
But these guys suck, and they're TIE fighters. So
Okay.
I've got a 0. You have a 5.
Yeah.
You also have a weapon 1 on your starship, on your Blackfish. You have a weapon 1.
Okay.
So that's going to give you 6.
Jim.
Oh, nice.
So you've got a 6 stress to this guy.
Okay.
He has 2 shields.
Okay.
All right. So his shields go boom, boom. He does not have any shields anymore. He also now has some stress boxes. So he's going to take damage to his ship,
Okay.
which means that he has. You've done 6.
6.
All right. So you're going to divide that by 2, and you're going to round up. So, but in this
3.
case, you don't have to. But it's
Yep.
3. So you're going to take 3 dice and tell me what they are. Roll 3 dice and tell me what they are.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 3 dice, and they're 3 pluses, unless you want me to roll
Nope.
the cock die.
Nope,
Okay.
that is fine. So
Cool.
you're going to do.
Heavy duty.
So you do 2 hits to his systems,
2 hits to his systems.
and then you do a third hit to his systems, and he goes kablooey. So
I
why
said
don't you?
5.
So why don't you mark yourself a victory?
Reason. Where do I mark victory?
Because there's victory
Right up here.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. At the top of my
Round
ship.
1.
Yep.
Yep. This is how you
All
survive.
right. So take
people.
Gator 1 off the
Boom.
off the board.
Kablooey.
Kabam! Victory roll.
Yeah.
Still on
I
6.
got his exhaust.
Nope.
Five.
Drop down to 5. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Oh, nice. So when you went after the other one, I dropped down his level.
Yeah, you
Cool.
you drop down to the level above him
Yeah,
because you're on his
okay.
tail.
Cool.
I get it.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like initiative order, but it's
No, it's going to be
Position and
it's
initiative.
positions
kind
on
of.
the Y
Yeah,
axis.
it's
Yeah.
positions on the
Position.
how much advantage do you have in the fight.
A smart
Position.
person
Trademark.
designed this game.
Yep, he did.
I'm
Something
sorry, I
He
don't
is
know what
smart.
you're saying. What's going on?
Okay, so that was on your 6.
Yeah.
Now, do we have 4s?
On my 6.
Who
They
were 4s?
do. We've
That
got
was a four.
Gators 2
Gators 2
and Moonshine.
and Moonshine. Okay, so here's the deal. This all happens at once, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get onto Lab Rat's
Right
tail
that way.
with my gator. That's my plan.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I would like
We were both
to.
gone.
Hey, what's going on?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom past the guy that's attacking him and try to use my exhaust to blind him.
Okay.
So basically, I want to create advantage for him to
All right,
dodge.
so you want to create an advantage. Cool. Now, here's the other cool thing about Tachyon Squadron. You get to do 2 actions, right? So you actually you can create an advantage, and would you also like to take a shot at him, or a shot at somebody else, or do something?
Yeah.
Some actions, if you look on your action sheets, costs are phase 1, phase 2. Some are the entire phase. So, like getting on someone's tail takes the both actions.
Yep.
If you would like to create an advantage, which is what you'd like to, smoke screen him, or, and then what else would you like to do?
Well, I will create an advantage for him to defend, and I will just make a pop-off attack at Gator 3.
Okay, at Gator 3. Sounds great. Okay. So snapshots, I believe, are on the first phase. Create advantage around either phase.
Okay.
So for a snapshot, let's do step 1.
All right.
Let's roll your snapshot.
It's gunnery attack, right?
Yep.
Oh, there's a 0.
Okay.
Monday. That's who.
Monday.
Whatever happened to me? If you have Netflix, you get that.
Okay. So I have a dodge of 1. You have a 0.
Net 0, yeah.
And net 0. Okay, so you miss him with that hit, unless you would like to invoke something to add your damage. What are these?
Fudgy.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
That was a mistake.
I love you, Monday.
Wow. Oh, I thought it was like strawberry cheesecake.
There's
No,
compels
it's
in this, right?
fudge.
Too, right?
I meant you goob.
Like I'm supposed to know.
That's for 2.
Good job. Okay.
Score. All right.
Okay, no, I'm just going to miss. I'm cool with
Yeah.
just missing.
I mean, also compel is something that you choose to do rather than after you roll, right? You could.
Well, no, but actually, for the create advantage, there's I can really compel stole my girl
You could.
type of thing, but
That would be
it's too early in the
to
game.
that would be to go against him, right? I mean,
Right.
That would be,
What's your negative?
I practical
Jeremiah?
joker.
Okay.
all right, cool. So we have
Is that what we would have to try to compel if we wanted somebody to? The negative.
no. Any of your aspects can be compelled
Okay.
negatively.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any of your aspects can be invoked
Come
positively.
up behind this pilot and
Awesome.
give him a wedgie.
Okay.
Right. No, if I was trying to like get this girl to like me, I could compel bad poetry
Yeah.
to give me a negative to do
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I didn't know if that one negative was a,
No, that-
trouble.
that is not your trouble. That is not. I mean,
Okay.
your trouble. It is your trouble, but it is
Gotcha.
it's the closest analog to trouble in this game. But all aspects can be invoked both
Cool.
positively and negatively.
Cool,
right?
cool.
You're battle hardened. Maybe you can't express your feelings very well.
But would the create advantage
That
in this
might
be
be
a
true.
tactics roll or a piloting roll?
That depends. Indeed, it could be a technology roll because if you're trying to like mess with his vapor or your vapor.
Well, basically, what I'm trying to do is create a maneuver around him that is distracting, will cause him to.
All right,
to
that
not
sounds like a
be able
pilot.
to block. Okay.
Really, it's what how we describe it and what we do.
My luck in this game sucks. There's
Would you
a
like
0.
would you like a different set of dice? I mean,
Yes, I would love a different set of dice.
Okay.
I'm
Do
going
Do you want
badly.
to share with me?
Yeah, there we go.
We got some Frosties.
There's also here if you need. Cool.
All right.
All right. Now, if you'd like to, if you would like to invoke dangerous navigation or radio silence, if you can bring those into it.
You know, yeah, I think dangerous navigation will apply because I'm trying to use the asteroids.
Okay.
I'm basically trying to use my momentum and the minor gravity well to try to draw some shit over.
Okay. So
And
you're
yeah,
gonna.
I'll invoke that.
All right.
And yeah, I'll check that.
Yep. And keep that pen out there so we can.
Okay.
I already got one. Yeah, I'm good.
I did
Perfect.
too.
So
Well,
I
maybe
will re-roll that,
Okay.
which is much better.
That is much better.
So that's a 4.
So that's a 4.
Yeah.
What you need. I'm going to roll defensively against you. I roll
not.
really
Ooh.
well,
Yeah,
but I'm not a very good pilot. These guys are not very good at piloting. They're very good
Okay.
at gunnery.
Okay.
So I've got a 3. But
All
what
right.
do you have?
A 4.
A 4. So you beat me.
Yes.
So you've created an aspect. Mm-hmm. Create that aspect. Put a box on it.
Let's say riddled with debris.
There we go. So you zoom by an asteroid
Nice.
using your jet wash to suck up little, scattered little meteorites off it, and they ding into his cockpit. Right?
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome.
That's exactly right.
Cool. Which one are you on?
We're on. Yeah, right here.
But you're going on. Okay, Gator or somebody.
Gator
Okay,
two.
only. Yeah.
All right. So if you could put Gator 2 onto the tail of Lab Rat. So onto the tail of Turo. So just push.
Try to
push Turo and sort of turn him down so he's above him and the
Got
arrow
it.
is facing him going down.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, it's it's a little hard with all the minis on the.
Oh, this
So
makes
you're
me want to
level
make a
5.
whole lot of little things.
No, I know. Are you doing the same thing? Because my brain is going, if you did this like this and you
It's
did
like,
the
oh, I
thing, and
totally.
yeah,
All right. So
it's awesome.
I can
All
do
right,
some
Turo.
things on my cricket for this.
you're going to roll your pilot to defend unless you have a stunt that lets you do something else. But I don't think it does.
No. Okay.
But I basically created an advantage for you here that you can take advantage of if you need.
Yep.
I basically drew debris between you and your opponent.
Nice.
So you can use that to help
Nice.
your dodge if you
Good
need.
work.
Yep.
You got this.
Okay.
Dang, not bad.
Oh,
Get your mic back on.
I'm getting there. Okay.
good job.
So I have a 6.
He's got a six.
So you got a 6.
I have a 6.
So, of course, you have a 6 because you are awesome. So, I have a +1 on my die. I got +2 because I'm on your tail, so that's
Right.
+3. My gunnery is 3, so I've got a 6.
Okay.
And you've got a 6? Mm-hmm. So we're tied. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Blood Razor Squadron, which is the Swarm. These guys do not have fate points. They don't have advantages. They have the Swarm. If you guys want to thin out the Swarm and take these away from me, you can.
Okay.
I cannot use these to defend, but I can use them for all other actions, and I'm going to use them to attack.
So Morgan's gesturing to like an aspect card that he has that has 4 boxes on it.
But since we killed
his
Gator
swarm.
1, wouldn't one of these boxes already be
No,
checked?
it's
No.
it's the idea of the swarm
Okay.
of the
Gotcha.
guys. That's their advantage, right?
Okay.
That's their
Sounds good.
So this gator's on it. Got it.
that
Okay.
gator's on you.
Okay.
So he's got a +2 on you. So he's doing 2 damage right now. What are your
You can
how many
invoke that for free if you wanted.
how
to
many
add a
shields do you
+2.
have?
I have. Am I still on the knock off? The
Yeah,
shield? So I
because-
have 2 shields at the moment.
So that would get rid of your
That
shields.
Get rid of my shields. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use up this one that he just gave me.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that one of
Nice.
those shots
Plus
hit a
2.
bunch of debris behind me.
Yep.
And then I have.
So we're done. I mean that's it.
Oh, I can't.
It's a +2 washes out. And then
Yes.
it's,
So
You were defending.
you're defending. So right now, nothing is happening because I shot that debris because you brought that into the fiction instead of shooting your ship. All right.
so the mirror's there for us, so they can easily see you flipping them off.
Yeah,
So, all right. So that happened.
I've modded my ship.
Now,
so it
if I had a weapon,
It's like a
like
neon.
you guys do, your Blackfish do have a weapon 1, and if we tie, a weapon is going to bump over.
Okay.
Right.
But I don't have weapons. Their guns are just pew 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 pew. They don't really make big booms.
Are these the only weapons we have? We don't have just added pew pew pews?
Look at your ship. You have pew pew
Yeah.
pew. You
Sorry,
have
we
a,
got stuff.
Sorry.
you have
Nope,
a
we
weapon.
got stuff.
No need to be
I like
sorry.
what you did here. This
It's
is
good.
Gain weapon 1 to gunnery attacks.
You, with your
Wow.
particle accelerator
Yeah.
cannon, have a weapon 2.
Yay me!
So, right now, he has shot up that debris. Nothing happened. Okay, so that was that round of initiative. Now we're going down to 3. Who's on 3?
Me and Lab Rat.
All right. So what would you like to do?
I am going to do Snapshot.
Okay.
And I also have a thing called One Shot, One Kill.
Oh, nice.
What does
So-
one shot, one kill do?
It's a +2 attacks the first time you attack any particular target in an engagement.
Okay.
But it has, and one shot, the snapshot thing has to be a ship at my level or below.
Yep.
So unfortunately, that means I can't help out my buddy Lab Rat, but I feel like the debris is in the way, which is why I'm not helping him out. So I'm going to take out Gator 3, since I don't like the gold color.
Okay. Now, do you want to get on his tail, or do you want to take a snapshot? Because if you take a snapshot, then you could make a maneuver. You could do something else.
Yeah, I was going to just do snapshot. If that's
Okay. And what else would you like to do? Because you get to.
I can do a maneuver off of that as well.
Yep.
So I will also do.
So you'll figure out your maneuver. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I just need to sort of.
Okay.
What are the
Okay.
two actions?
So I
you
didn't
can
have to say it before. Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Now, Turo, what are you going to do? You got a gator on your tail. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna fight back.
Okay. How are you going to fight?
Is
So
your mic still off?
No,
Oh.
that's what we don't understand because it's not,
Here,
and you put it back on.
Let me
But
do what every tech does and turn it off and turn it back on again.
I don't know.
yeah,
Hi.
because
Did you put it in a different place?
No?
Okay. Cool.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Can everybody
He's
hear
low.
me?
Well,
I can hear you in the room, but you are super low. So
Just be louder.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. Don't be louder.
All right, George Lucas, thanks. Great
fa-
direction.
no, faster and more
you
intense.
know what? It's it's not
Like louder wasn't one of them.
Have no emotion and be louder. There now, I'm George Lucas.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna fight back.
Can you just be a little wooden boy?
Oh my god.
I have the high ground.
Okay.
Sorry,
So,
dicks.
all right. Now
love you,
you've got a guy. You've got a guy on your tail.
Right.
If you do not want him to be on your tail anymore, you would like to shake the tail.
Oh, yes.
It's a maneuver you can do. Or if you'd like to get on the tail of people below you and don't worry and trust that your friends are going to take care of that gator, you could do that.
No, I'm gonna shake him off.
Okay.
Shake him off. Shake him off.
That never happens. Wow, you guys, that's cool. I never. No.
That never happened?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, what?
Like no one ever
Doesn't
ever
do that.
in the history of
Exactly.
gaming.
All right, so you're going to shake him off. So that is an opposed tactics roll.
Am I still using my pilot and not my tactics? For
No,
this one?
that is
Nope,
just
this
for
is
that.
Just for that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. No, die, come back.
You have like 5 million other
Dad,
things.
come back.
Like 5
Hey,
million.
These were a
T,
gift from the
Arturo,
Pope.
I'm gonna unplug you and plug you back in just a second because yeah, you're not coming through. I don't know why.
Let's go.
Mama needs a new something something. Uh oh.
I'm rolling like Jim.
Okay, so that takes that. So -1.
So -1. Okay. I got a 2, so I stay on your tail.
Yes, you do.
Unless you would like to invoke something to change it up. So what are you at?
I'm at -1,
So you're going to need to invoke 2 things. So this would be very expensive to try to do it.
and so it'd be 2 coins to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, F it. Why not?
Okay.
So
what
I'll-
are you invoking?
Modding my ship. So I use something that I've added to my ship to just kind of like help me jerk this guy off of me.
Sorry.
Are we not
nothing.
doing phrasing anymore?
No.
We never do face.
Yeah.
We just need that to be on the
Oh my
screen
God.
somewhere.
Said
Yeah.
Ripley
This
to
should be a
Bishop.
sound bite. It's like
Yeah.
phrasing. Just
Yeah. Exactly.
We don't. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Woo. Put you.
bless you.
I didn't get it fast enough. Sorry, I sneezed at the mic.
Mother of pearl.
Remember, you also have radio interference.
Yep.
Always short on supplies.
Also, you're the best bush pilot in the Outer Rim.
and you can still you
I'm
can
the
still
best
use these
bush
two.
pilot in the
Yeah.
outer rim.
I cannot stress this enough. Your high concept is always.
Yeah.
He's the best bush.
There are
and-
so many layers to that
Yeah,
phrase now.
I know,
for
right?
him. I
Yeah.
just got that. I'm sorry. I'm
Fuck
slow
you,
tonight.
Gator.
Woo!
Okay.
He's the best bush pilot.
All right,
especially
so what did you-
His
considering
call sign
bush.
should have been crotch.
So
Am I the only one who
How'd you know that was her last name?
here's the deal.
Nurse
So
Scott.
you have success.
Hello, nurse.
Sorry, we're done.
Morgan's so trying to.
You have
tell what's
successfully shaken the tail, which means both of your ships are going to be taken off the maneuver sheet, and you will refocus later.
Okay.
The next turn.
Nice.
So
Okay.
let's just set him here.
Okay, so now we are just left with our poor gators who can't do anything. So they're going to tactically refocus. They are also going to try to get on their wingman. So they're going to make a quick try to create an advantage. And wow, actually rolled +2, so they can. Yeah, they have a 3. They have gotten. They have formed up. So
Nice.
that is something they can use to defend because it's not one of their swarm.
That makes sense.
So now they're going to try to tactically refocus, which means they're going to try to get above where they are on their tactics roll so that they cannot drop down because it'll come up very soon. Wow, these guys are rolling well. All right, so -1 on that guy. So he did not roll very well, so he's going to stay where he is, right? Because he's at 2 or 1.
Okay. I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
Did I roll to hit the dude?
Yes, didn't you?
No.
we haven't done you yet. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I suddenly was like, did I forget?
You
that?
got skipped, and I am
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's my fault too. I didn't realize I was skipped.
No worries.
I started joking. Turo, you are a bad influence.
Yeah,
Right?
First of all, we just start talking about bushes and crotches.
totally
Completely
not.
distracted
Not the
us.
first time.
All right.
To me,
So you,
just like
you're your own person.
I am.
so you're going to
With a
snapshot.
card on her
Okay,
head.
sorry.
So let's snapshot at that gold guy who is Gator 3.
Yes, sorry. So, yes, snapshot.
I don't know why it's not working.
Ooh,
Oh, snaps.
that's not good. What am I? I'm rolling.
Gunnery.
Gunnery? Okay, so 2, and then I have +2 since it's 1 shot, 1 kill. So 4.
So 4, which is really great.
Oh, good.
Literally on the ladder, it is a success of great.
Fantastic.
I have a +1, so I've got a 2. So you're beating me by 2. You have a weapon 1. That eats up 2 of my shields. My shields are gone. That is Gator 3.
Yep.
Gator 3's shields are gone, and now you are doing a die of damage to him because 1 point got through.
All right. 1 plus.
Okay, so plus. So he now is gotten hit in his systems, which means he has to minimize one of his dice
Oh, okay.
for technology and gunnery.
Got it.
So minimizing is you roll the dice, and then you put put one of them onto a minus.
Got it.
You can keep your pluses, right? But you can't make a minus into a minus. You have to take one of the pluses or blanks. Maximizing, which is something that is cool, and some of you have stunts or missiles and things that do that. You can take one of your dice and make it a plus. So you can change a minus into a plus, and it's great. So he had his systems messed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool stuff is happening over there.
Yeah.
Now you're going to create an advantage. What are you going to do?
I think I shoot him. I think I'm going to peel off, and I'm going to go try. Oh no, he's gone now. Are they off the board? So they're
No,
on
they're still there. They just got to.
They're still there.
Okay.
They're going to
Okay.
have to. So if you want to create an advantage about them, go for it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like peel off, and the gator that's on Labrat's tail, I'm gonna try and distract him.
Okay.
So, or
You could just do some distracted flying.
Okay,
That
that's
could
what I'm
totally.
gonna do.
Yeah. Okay. So that sounds like a pilot
okay,
roll.
that's not good. 0.
0. Okay. So they have and then you're adding your pilot skill as well, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's what
okay.
the thing.
I'm just
Well,
dice are not going in your
I
favor.
rolled a -2, and I have a pilot skill of 2.
Yep,
So-
that's a 0. Okay, so I've got a +1, so I've got a 2. So he did not beat you
No.
with style, so he's not getting a boost against you, but you haven't successfully created advantage him at this point. If you'd like to invoke things and change your dice around, you can do that, but it's for creating an advantage, it's generally not worth it.
Yeah.
It's much more worth it when you're actually doing hits or really taking up damage. Okay, so now we have actually done that line. Cool. Let's move down to those gators. As I said, they formed up and they're in formation. Now they're trying to tactically refocus. So they're at a +2, right? Or +1? Okay. So one guy, Gator 3, is going to stay where he is, but if you could point his ship up.
Oh dear.
Not to bright side.
Don't worry.
That's exactly what.
Don't worry. Now, if you could move the other guy up to +3 and put his ship up.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now, what happens in a dogfight is momentum is used up, and then you start to sink. Right? You start to basically lose momentum. So
Okay.
these two guys who have tactically refocused are going to stay where they are now. So they don't move. They don't degrade. You guys who are still on the board degrade. So put yourself down 1 slot.
You were
3.
You were
was
3.
at 4.
Okay.
And you go down
Go
to
is
4.
4.
I think.
No, you,
No,
you
she was
went
at
down
6.
to 4.
She was at 6.
She was at
And
6.
now I'm at 5.
She was at 5. Now
Okay.
she's at 4.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now I go to 4.
Yep.
Because you went down to attack,
To attack
that
the
guy.
guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So now turn the gators so that they are on their lines and they're all equal. Now
Okay.
Gator 1 or 2. Gator 2 and Labrat are going to get back onto the
Onto the board.
So you're going
Okay.
to roll your piloting,
Okay.
right? Because you can do that because that's your special ability.
Right.
I'm going to roll my tactics, and we're going to try to get us back on the board.
Nice.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
All right. So I put my one gator at 3. Put that gator at 3, and put your wherever you go.
Uh,
Bunch of scotch.
I don't know where.
Just put him.
All right,
Yeah.
3. I'm at 7.
So put yourself up at 7.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you have tactically refocused and you shook off the tail. Now you're back at, and
Nice.
you have advantage over everybody. What would you like to do?
I want to fuck someone up.
How would you like to do that?
Nice.
Your
I'm gonna
mercy
go
is-
after Gator 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, like I
You're
flip.
You're flipping, and you would like to
Flipping
get on
and
his
I go-
tail.
Flip and burn.
Indeed, there's a very fun maneuver called the Pukachev's Cobra, which is a stunt.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
is there a list of those?
There is a list of those in the book. And,
Okay.
But
We're like, wait a second.
It sounds fancy. I want to sound fancy.
it is, because it's,
Who
the
doesn't?
It's the Pukachev's Cobra. Yeah, it's a neat one. Turned out like everybody in my last campaign was like, yeah, picking that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you not?
It's a pretty good one.
Just I wish I'd called my character that.
Yeah.
That isn't what you call. Anyway, moving on. Okay. All right. So you're on his tail. Eat it. Shoot him up.
Shoot him up.
Roll your gunnery +2
+2.
Yeah,
because you're on his tail.
On his tail,
Oh,
you get
that's amazing.
Yeah. That's why it's good to be on the
Okay,
tail.
so
Being on the tail is the best place
4.
to be. You got a 4.
Yes.
4.
Okay, that's with the +2.
That's with the +2.
All right. I rolled -2 on my dice, so I have a 0. You've got a 4. You've got a weapon 1, so that's 5. Who are you shooting at? You're shooting at
Gator 2.
Gator 2. Gator 2 is not taking any damage, but he has now, so his shields go away because you've taken 2 shields off, and now you've done the damage to him. So roll a die of damage.
Dun, dun, dun.
And a metal die.
Metal.
Nothing.
No, it's a blank.
Oh, it's a blank.
So you have shot up his engines, for one, which means he has to minimize his pilot and tactics.
Nice.
So there's sort of like a hit location chart.
Exactly, and if you look at your
Gotcha.
ships, that's your hit locations as well. When I shoot you.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So, now, who is next? Who is up on top? Who has advantage? I believe...
looks
I think
like Goat
it's-
is still
everyone's on
next.
the
I think
line.
Goat has
Goat
4.
is
Goat is on 4.
and we're
Everybody else
Oh,
is like
I
on
see.
3.
Okay, so Goat is on 4. Everyone
on
else is
2.
on 3, and I think the one of the goblins is still down on 2.
yeah, I'm on 2.
Okay. All right, so Goat, what are you going to do?
I attack.
How would you... Okay, what are you attacking?
Can I attack Gator 2? Wait, because who's on the board? Gators 3, Gator... Can I attack Gators 3?
Yes.
Okay, attack Gators 3.
Okay, so you are above him, so would you like to get on his tail?
I'm gonna, and I can still attack him.
That is what it's getting on his tail.
Yeah, it gives
Okay,
you a +2.
cool. I'm gonna get on his tail.
Do I need to move her?
Yeah, put her
Okay.
on Gator 3.
Because then I drop, right?
You'll just be above him.
Okay. I'm above Gators 3.
This is a mess.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry.
You dirty dog, the war is over.
Apparently
Pew,
not.
pew, pew.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're on Gator 3.
We're like,
So fire at Gator 3 with a +2.
okay. +2.
Hey, look at that. Plus your gunnery.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna. Oh, after a cold shot on a 6. I can do this cold shot before. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
So you spend a fate point to do cold shot, though.
Yep. I'm gonna do that because I want to create an advantage.
Okay.
So cold shot on a successful attack, if we see, so we'll see. But you spend it anyway. Spend a fate point. Okay.
Okay.
Situational aspect. Okay, let's see.
So
I got a 5.
okay, that's with the +2.
+2 and 2. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
My gunnery.
All right, so you get a 5. I have a 2.
Nice.
So you
Okay.
beat me by 3. You got a weapon 1. That Gator 3 does not have any shields anymore.
Okay.
And indeed, he still has piloting. His engines are not shut up, but his computers are. But you have beaten him by 3.
Okay.
So you're going to take 2 dice and roll those 2 dice to do damage to him.
I'm doing damage.
Yep.
I got a -1,
All right. No,
A
you get
minus and a
a minus and a blank,
a minus, and a blank.
which is enough to destroy his engine. He goes boom. So that's the second victory. I just want to
Boom.
point out to
By the-
Goat.
Yeah.
job.
And then I get
And now you create
situational aspect.
Situational aspect.
So,
Awesome.
Debris
I think
field.
you're cutting into your
Smoking.
Grab that pencil and
Yeah.
grab that pen and make a debris field.
debris field with 2 free invokes.
So we're taking off Gator 3?
Yep. Take off Gator 3.
Yep, 2 free invokes. That's my. How come it doesn't sound like I'm on, even though I'm on? Oh, because.
Do we
I was
take
doing that.
Gina's character, Gina's ship off the board?
No.
Okay.
Because Gina is still on, still above to on
That
4.
we can get back to.
Oh, so she goes back to 4.
She's on 4.
Okay.
She was always on 4.
Yeah. Did I drop to 3 when I went on his tail?
Well, no, because he was on 3, right?
Okay.
Or he was on. Was he on 2 or 3?
I don't know. Do we know what Gator's 3 was
He
on?
was on 3.
Okay,
Because he
so
was
then
right
yeah,
above me.
you're on 4.
Okay, cool. So I stay where I was.
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay, so who is next?
I had no idea.
Is Goat?
Goat
are you-
4, myself,
awesome.
and I believe.
Thank you. This works better when I have a slightly bigger map, but
Yeah,
I guess it works.
No, this is great. Because, then we can get on the lines.
Okay, so you are on 4, Turo. What is
Those
Lab
little-
Rat gonna do?
Pointer post-its would work.
They would. Yeah. Again,
Wait, I go back to 7 because
no,
that's
no.
where I started.
So
or-
okay, so you've already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
already
already you already went. So
Yeah,
You're done.
good.
Because you were the banana
He
sandwich
just
6 or something.
right, but you were above people, but I just wanted to keep.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, so I believe Gator 4, myself, and Gator 2 are all on 3.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Gator 4 is going to try to get onto Brightside's tail.
Oh.
And Gator,
Come at me, bro.
Just try.
and which is Gator 2 is there.
Yeah, Gator 2 is this guy.
All right, Gator 2 is going to try to take a snapshot at you.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Try to evade that, I guess.
Yeah, but what else? Because you're on the same, right? It's all the same
Right.
turn. So
But it's basically.
and once this is all done, we'll have to make new ones for the other ships because that's going to happen
That's
later.
okay.
I'm just numbering
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
let's go.
generic.
I thought you was just doing generic arts and crafts.
All right.
Not completely unlikely with me. It's a possibility.
So
This is gonna take time to come to me. All right, generic arts and crafts.
is Kimmy on 2? Is that where
Yeah.
you're at?
I'm on 2.
So you're going to shoot the guy.
I am going to attempt to push Gator 4
Okay.
down to 1 so Kimmy can shoot at it.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, nice.
Can
All right.
Can you push multiple levels or you just do one?
You push. So you push them down the maneuver chart. So I think can't remember if I'm going to go with yes. You push them down 1. If you succeed with style, you'll push them down 2.
Okay. All right, so that's an overcome action with what skill?
Or come at me, bro.
Pilot versus pilot. Gotcha.
Pilot versus pilot. What would you like to do for your first action?
I'll take a snapshot at 2,
Okay.
and I'll do the push for my second action.
Okay, so you're taking a snapshot at 2. Mm-hmm. Let's do that. Now, unfortunately, he's got his engine shut up, so he has to minimize a die, which sucks.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Yeah.
He has a 0. So you've
Alright.
hit him.
Cool.
You've hit him for 1. You've got a weapon 1, so that does 2 damage. His shield's already knocked out. Roll 1 die of damage.
Blank.
And you hit exactly where you wanted to. You knock out his engine, blow him up, and you get a victory and take him off the board.
Woo! Oh, I'm the only one that hasn't shot up a
Did I
ship.
get a victory last time?
Yes,
That was my, because I got him out. Okay.
you've got 2 victories.
Yep. All right, and now for the push.
Okay.
And that's pilot versus pilot. Cool. All right. But I haven't. I'm. He's in the debris field and I'm not. So
Okay. You
I'm
can
gonna give myself a +2 at the beginning.
Okay, you can hold them off until the end, but
But I know how I've been rolling. So there's a 4.
Realistic balance.
okay.
There's a 4. Yeah.
There's a 4. Okay, I rolled a 3. You got a 4.
Okay.
You have pushed me down 1.
Okay. So now 4 is down to 2.
Cool.
Nice.
Now, was that the guy on somebody's
He's on,
tail?
Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
my tail.
Here's the second
He's at the
set,
same
so
level as me now.
You can switch
Yeah.
back and
That
forth
does not
if
work.
you want.
Okay. Cool.
Want.
Cool.
Okay.
Does that affect him being on her tail?
I don't know. That's the thing, and that's
I am sorry.
That's one of those slightly edge cases that I have yet to see, because people don't often look at the maneuver list. They say, "Oh, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to get on tail." And they go, "Ah, yeah, I'm going to push." That's a bold move, and that's a good one. I'm going to say that you push him off her tail. So not on the tail.
Because I was going, I'll either push him far enough where she can get on his tail, or I can get him off her tail.
There you go. Nice.
All right, so he's off your tail, and now on the same level, and he's done acting because, that was his turn. So what would you like to do?
I am going to get on his tail if I can.
Well, you're on the same level?
Same level, so you
Yeah.
can. Okay. Then I'm going to take another snapshot.
All right.
And with one shot by one kill, again, which is +2. Yes.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
Let's see. That's gunnery. So, wow. It's 8.
Okay.
Nice.
I have a pilot of 0.
Okay.
You have an 8.
Did you say? Wow.
Now, that's
Well,
an
because I
8.
have 4 in gunnery. I have +2 for one shot, one kill, and I rolled a 2.
Yep, that's what that character does.
Yep. I shoot things.
Shoot things very well.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
you shoot him nicely.
So, that's an 8. With your weapon, that's a 9.
Okay.
9 shifts. I have no more shields, so that takes away 2, so you've got 7. So 7 dice divided by 2 is going to be round up to 4 dice. So roll 4
Holy,
dice,
how many I have?
and there's probably no way you can't blow them up.
Blank,
Yeah.
blank, minus plus.
Yeah.
All right, so blank blank minus, boom, he's gone. So mark yourself off a victory on your ship,
Woohoo!
and you have successfully defeated all the gators, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yep.
This guy's gone.
Goodbye.
There's no
Great
more.
shot. Bright side.
I wanted to shoot me one.
You're
All right,
gonna
so let's
get
keep
us
keep
killed.
that one down there.
Gonna have to be faster next time.
Oh man,
Alrighty.
I'm never gonna hear the
She
end of it.
told you.
Cool. So, that was an engagement. That was an engagement against
Yeah.
very easy
Really?
opponents, and
Uh-oh.
Thanks for that, Morgan.
look.
It was good.
Look.
I had all this wind in my sails.
No, you guys
It's
were
suddenly
awesome.
gone.
You guys were awesome, and you did awesome things. And I don't want to take away from that. I'm just
We're
letting you know.
fantastic against fighting 5-year-olds.
I'm just letting you know it could
Yeah.
potentially be tougher, right? If
Okay.
you notice, most of those guys were below you
Yeah.
That's
in the
true.
intro.
Yeah.
Other people might get above you and might own your lunch, right? So I'm just telling you.
You're
Yeah.
talking to a vet.
What's the challenge of fighting 25-year-olds? There's
Right.
20 of them.
And they all think they're right. They know everything.
That statue of a guy fighting babies is one.
Yeah, I know.
I taught kindergarten. I'm not afraid.
Fear is the mind killer. They can smell fear.
They can smell it, yeah.
Fear.
No lie.
All right, so let's get back to now. You guys are still in the Kripke belt cluster, out in that asteroid belt, and you've got a ship, an old mining ship, listing in space. What do you do?
I'm gonna go to it and help fix it.
Okay, so you're going to approach and
Oh,
just
yeah.
dock with it, and
I get on the comm saying,
okay. So you get on the comm, and there is no answer because their comms are out,
oh, okay.
and it's one of the things that got shot up.
Your ships have anything where you can search for life forms?
Totally,
Yeah, I
you
was
got
gonna
sensors.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do sensors to see if anyone's still alive.
So
on
roll
the
your
ship.
tech.
Tech. Oh, ooh. All right. 2.
Okay. Yes, there are life signs, and there are also dangerous readings coming from the fusion plant.
Okay.
Are you telling everybody
Yep.
this? Because I'm going straight to the fusion plant.
Okay, so you're docking with the ship. What are other people doing?
I want to try to either get in, recover from the debris field, or if there's still a shell remaining of a ship, it's got to have a black box or something.
Okay. So you're going to try to get a black box from one of the gators. Is what
Yep.
okay.
Because I want to know what their orders were.
Okay. So that is going to be a significant. That's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to find, but
Hell
it's
yeah.
It is a black box. It is meant to exist, but
Yeah.
but it is a small little thing
Okay.
in space, and it's harder to find. So,
Cool.
but you can roll your dice.
Tactics.
Try technology.
Technology. I'm super.
I'm
good
going
at.
to fight the black box.
No, I didn't.
In the
No,
face.
I just thought, tactical. I'm moving through the
Tactics.
debris field. and
Tactics
looking.
might be reading and figuring out the tactics
Okay.
of like where they came
No,
from,
cool.
but finding the thing is going to be a technology.
I
roll.
pictured your ship all of a sudden become Chuck Jones, and it just like starts to sprout legs and go.
Okay, roll the dice.
Okay. Well, I got a nil in my, so I'm a +1 with my technology skill.
Okay. So, you're +1 with your technology skill.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
Yes.
All righty. So, you find a black box of one of these gators. However, it is attached to an ejector seat, and there is a pilot hanging out in this ejector seat. What do you do?
I did get him out of the seat.
Okay, so first off, so your ship comes across basically a black box, right? It's following the thing, it's finding it. And then you see somebody strapped to a chair. They've got the black helmet and the black visor.
Oh, and then they're floating in
space.
In the blue abyss, the black
Yeah,
abyss.
what do you do, Mr. Battle-Scarred Veteran? What do you do?
leave them floating in the abyss. They signed up for that fucking mission.
Okay,
and
that's pretty hardcore and grizzled. I would say
Thank
that's
you.
pretty battle-hardened.
Thank you.
Okay, so leaving
And fate point.
leaving Dominion Pilot 1 to die
Yeah.
in the cold, inky blackness of space.
I trust the technology more than I do that goddamn Dominion filth.
Okay.
Piece of scum and villainy, except for
What are you up to?
Beth.
But you're okay.
Yeah.
Basically, while all this is going on, I'm going to fly Cap, and I'm just keeping an eye out for more.
Okay. Cool. So you're flying Cap and keep an eye out. That's
Yeah.
cool. So far, your view is clear. Except you saw, your wingman go over there and.
I saw nothing. I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Fair enough. If you have an aspect about that you'd like to compel, and
He holds
No,
me
I think
the
that she
highest
can do no
regard.
wrong because she is my hero.
They are-
well, but I'm saying,
amazing.
right? Is that what you're learning? Is that what you've learned? Is that you should, no mercy?
They should not look, or we should not look at what they're doing.
Pay no attention to what they
Oh yeah,
do.
totally. I've totally bought the Kool-Aid and I'm backing her play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Pay no
F that
attention
guy.
to the man behind the
Yeah.
curtain.
Their play, yeah.
Leaving
Okay, cool.
People to die.
Alrighty, so
Are we still in turns for this, or are we just saying
this
what
is
we're-
this
okay.
is just saying what you're doing, and
Cool.
yeah,
I'm gonna.
this is much more the actual role play,
like,
and
yeah. Well, after I scan, I'm gonna also dock my ship behind my wingman. Except while he goes to handle the technology, I'm gonna go pick up, try and find the people who are surviving.
Okay,
Can I add something?
Sure,
To
what do you-
the world building piece?
sure. What do you want to do?
Can all the Dominion have Russian accents?
Sure.
So when I start talking to people,
Oh, no.
kind of
No,
are you Dominion?
So
or are you?
the way that would work is you would compel your high concept of
Okay.
mysterious enemy ace.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they'd say, "Shit, a Dominion pilot has just boarded us and is talking to us."
Yeah.
Right? That's how you do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right? So that is
Cool.
compel that you would get
Okay.
fate points for.
Okay.
If you want to declare an aspect about it, because hey, I'm an enemy ace, I know stuff about this, that would be you could invoke to
Oh,
create an aspect, to create a thing.
Expensive. Okay.
But because this is giving you a complication, which is what it sounds like you want yourself to do, that's
me.
fine.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna make things so hard on me. It'll be
That's
great.
one of the great things
awesome.
about Fate is that you buy complications.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
It's
Right?
what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, so all right, so you two are kind of flying cover. You're going to be breaking into the black box and figuring that out. You're running towards the
Fusion core.
fusion core back in the engineering.
Oh yeah.
You're running probably towards the bridge because that's the place to coordinate and get all that stuff back up. And I love that you are now the Dominion, and that's going to be very clear from just the way you stand and the accent and everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be what the heck.
But I've also got the symbol of it.
I
Yeah.
It's so confusing. It's
Well, it's like the flag that we know is not the flag that's really the
Yeah.
flag. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, that looks awfully like.
But I figured
okay.
we have uniforms.
You do.
Okay.
But if your uniform is like very much you've chosen touches that would be Dominion,
Yeah.
Everyone, you can see you're wearing a different uniform, but no one can stop seeing the black visor.
Yeah, I have the black visor still.
It was a choice.
Okay, so
Practical.
It
Yeah.
fit my head. I broke it in. Why do I want to get rid of it?
Stylistically
Exactly.
speaking, it still suits my idiom.
Yes.
I mean, sure, there is drawing on it.
The
It's
dark
great.
soul appeals to me.
I love.
but that'll link. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So tune in next week for Tachyon Squadron, or
Tachyon.
How I stopped worrying and love the ship.
yes. All right. So let's do Turo. So Turo, you are running towards the fusion bottle, running through. You come to a little airlock door, right? Inside is a engine room that is severely. There are lots of angry red lights flashing. And they're very angry and they're very insistent, and
Ooh,
there
wait.
is a potential fusion core meltdown that is about to happen. Right, the bottle's going to break, and it's going to all sorts of badness is going to happen. There are a couple of miners and mining ship people.
Oh.
They're in very bright caution orange spacesuits. With one of them has a little gear and a lightning bolt as the chief engineer.
Nice.
And on her thing says Lee, and she is the one main, and she's directing other people. There's a guy. There's Riley and Tanaka are there, and they're working on other parts of the thing. But you are a awesome bush pilot, and you are all sorts of about tech. So what do you do?
So I run up to her because I picture her at this giant control panel. I run up to her and it's like space. So obviously there's chairs on they're like hover chairs. So I like knock her over. And I start looking at the panel. I just start like figuring out the details of what's going on.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's a way of calming the ship, as I call it.
It's
Disrespect.
ship whispering.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's tidying up, it's like, let's thank our house.
Okay. So out of curiosity, does this engine give you joy?
This is
Does it spark joy?
yeah.
It does for the half second that I don't realize how pretty this woman is.
Well, I was going to ask. So
Oh,
how did you leave it with Lee when you broke up last time?
Who says I broke up with her?
No, it was a
Well,
text.
this is my compel.
Oh, okay.
You didn't return the calls. She expected a call back.
It could have been a nice break. I mean,
No, the breakup was, dude, I got myself checked. See you, doctor, soon. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We're on the same base.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like going nowhere.
Thank you.
So,
Part of you is in my face.
see, I want the one that looks like cheese, but it will not be cheese.
It's
No,
butterscotch.
That's even worse.
No, it's awesome.
Out of all the scotches, it's the worst.
Out of all the gin joints,
Okay.
So how did I leave it off with Lee? I say it was one of these things where I kind of just ignored it and hope. I do what every male does at
you
my age.
ghosted
You
her.
ghosted.
I ignore the problem and hope that it goes away.
Okay. Well, it's back. So there you go.
Ah,
You ghosted Lee.
So
Ouch, she kicks you in the nads.
all right.
Hard.
Yeah.
So
right.
we know that you have broken up with this woman in a bad way. She probably has some enmity towards you, but right now you're trying to fix the ship. So let's roll that technology and see how it goes.
right.
You're trying to help stabilize the ship.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you call it? Not ship whispering. What did you call it?
I try calming the ship.
Calming the ship.
Ooh!
The stink.
Ooh! Ooh!
We're looking at
I'm gonna reroll.
two negs
I'm
and
gonna
two
give that
blanks.
back to reroll.
All right. What are you invoking?
I'm invoking, what's it called?
I don't know.
Modding my ship.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be like, no. This is all sorts of backwards. I can fix this, and I'm just thinking through the problem logically.
Okay.
Well, at least it's broke even. So 4.
So 4. Okay.
That's better.
Yeah.
That is better. The engine, those warning lights are going from a angry red to a subtler orange, and now they're going to maybe a pissed off yellow. But
That's how we describe the Google traffic colors. The wife and I. It's like, that's an angry red, dude.
exactly. Okay, so it's not quite fixed yet.
Yes.
Because you didn't get this awesome successful style, but it's definitely not in danger of the mag bottle collapsing and all the systems going completely.
How many successes did I need for that? For
You're
the success?
you are tied right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
you have succeeded, but there's still stuff to do,
Cool.
which is going to be fun because now there is tension between you and the main engineer. But we're going to cut away.
Sexual tension.
Yes, indeed, that's the one.
You're subtext. I'm all text. Oh, hey, I wrote it right here too.
Okay. So Gina, you are
Yep.
gathering information about the black box. What would you like to find out?
I'm totally going to try. I want to know why they were on this mission. The war is over. Like, why are they
Okay.
attacking a?
If it wasn't clear,
No, it's a mining ship, right?
No. Okay. The Draconis System
Yes.
is fighting the Dominion. They're at war. You are
Okay.
on the Draconis side.
Oh.
If that wasn't clear.
No. Okay. That's okay. I still want to.
You're fighting
know.
you're fighting a proxy war against the Dominion.
Okay. But the other war is over.
The other big war is over.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
This
then
is a little tiny piece of
The
war.
only question that is changed is where did their orders come from? Then I think
Okay.
is where I want to find out,
All right.
because then maybe we can
Or
go.
how they found where this
We can-
crater was going to be at any
Yeah.
given time.
Because maybe we can Vulcan's hammer some base station or something.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna try to figure out their mission parameters and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yep.
this would be a tactics roll,
Okay.
because you're trying to go through the tactics of what they were doing.
Okay. I'm gonna tactically roll here. I have 4.
You got a 4.
I got a 4.
Okay. So you have
Mostly because of my skill, not my dice.
so you have
Thank you.
successfully cracked this black box,
Oh,
and
cool.
you have found out the information. So they have come from. They were sent here to harass mining and commerce in the Draconis system. So that's what they're doing. And
Do
they
I know where the orders originated from, though?
well, the orders originated from back in Dominion Base, but where they are
Okay.
located is they have an assault transport that they have in the Draconis system that they are basically flying off of. Because starfighters cannot jump in through hyperspace, so you can't go to another
Okay.
system. You need a bigger ship to carry you to this system.
Tachyon Squadron.
Yep.
Do you want another notch in that?
So
Belt.
the
It's too far out into the system.
a
to be scaled to get out
DA-99T
of nowhere.
assault transport, also known as this one is known as the AT-4882.
AT for whatever
Yep.
stuff.
So there's an
Okay.
assault ship that has
4282.
a couple of squadrons of fighters that have been sent in here to harass shipping.
This is why we're here, Tachyon Squadron.
This is exactly why you were patrolling the
It
Krypka Belt.
is. Let's go nail that ship.
I still have fuel and I still have bullets. I'm
Right?
game.
Sure you do, but you also have a ship that is in danger, and its
I'm gonna
crew's there.
nose tip you. Hi.
And
High five.
What's up, bro?
No, I know. We don't want to jet out this second, but yeah.
so,
Split the party.
all right.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So you are
fan.
you are up there, up and getting up to the bridge. Again, little airlock doors as you walk through. There are again a bunch of guys in the and gals in the hazard orange mining spacesuits, which are kind of armored and beat up because they're and dirty.
Yeah.
And one has a captain symbol, and inside his bubble helmet, he has wearing a little baseball cap with a short rim, and he's got a handlebar mustache, and on his shoulder is the little captain symbol, and on his breast is Captain Kozlov is the name.
Great. The best name to say
Coleslaw.
ever in.
Coleslaw.
Oh,
Coleslaw.
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 That's his cool name.
So he sees you, and what do you say? Does he?
Like raise my hand in greeting first.
Sure.
Captain, it is imperative that we get as many of the crew into safe chambers as possible. When I scanned your ship, I saw there were many areas of damage. My comrade is working right now on your engines.
And so he heard Dominion, right? He's hearing Dominion.
Yeah.
The Dominion attacked his ship.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's been very concentrated on making sure his ship doesn't blow up and getting the radio back and all sorts of systems and keeping his crew alive. So he has not really paid attention to there was another dogfight outside.
Right.
So he reaches behind him and is pulling out a blaster pistol. And he's like, "You damn Dominion are not getting my ship."
No, not the Dominion. She points out like her uniform.
That looks totally Dominion-ish.
Well, but I mean, only the
It's
logo
different.
on my helmet.
Yeah.
Is.
Yeah,
Like
of
the rest
course.
of it.
Dominionative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's confusing, but I am fighting with the Republic now, or I'm sorry, with
Yeah.
Yes, the Draconis
The
volunteers.
Draconis-
Yeah.
You're
Draconis
totally
volunteer.
Squadron. You can call down to your engine room, and my comrade is there helping there as well. They will not have.
Okay, well he's holding his gun on you,
Yeah.
and he's like
He
reaching
just
over.
kind of keeps like talking to keep him busy.
Okay, he's reaching over and he's gonna hit his comm system, and Lee.
All he hears is just two people bickering at one another while they're pushing buttons.
Okay,
I told you I tried calling you, but my phone won't work.
you never called. You never called. That was the problem. You never called.
I was trying really hard. I was in the middle of fight.
Of course, you couldn't type a message with those
Anyway.
small ass hands.
Lee.
Yeah, like even outside, you can kind of just see like,
Yeah. So.
guy.
So he is willing to be convinced, but
Yeah.
it's going to take a little convincing.
Sure.
So if you have a personal skill, so you
Social skills.
social skills,
Let me look at my thing.
yeah,
I make small children cry.
Rapport.
Now-
Social skill.
rapport
That's fun.
or provoke if you want to just intimidate him.
Provoke. I feel like she doesn't necessarily want to do
Nice.
that.
Hey, I'm here for your safety.
And your
Can I use
children.
discipline to like inspire in him his own leadership as a captain?
Yeah, if you want to be serious and do
Yes.
discipline.
Yes. But right now there are many things at stake, but you have to think about the lives of the people in this room, and right now I am your best chance no matter what I sound like.
Okay. Give me that discipline roll.
2.
Well, you know what? It's okay because he rolled -4
Alright.
on his roll.
See, I like this game. I don't have to roll well.
I know.
I just have to roll
Better
less
than you.
badly than you.
Yeah.
I do not want to get into the conversation about fudge dice because I fall into this conversation every time. So.
All right. So he has scored abysmally. He has a -3.
Okay.
You have a 2.
2. Yes.
So you've beaten me by 5, which is success with style.
Did this guy just become the leader today?
He's like, I am the captain
No,
now.
Is
he
the
just
ca-
he
Oh,
just literally rolled a very
Starts
bad thing.
crying. And he's like, whatever you say.
I'm sorry.
I never wanted this job.
Susan was right. I suck at everything.
I
So
wanted to be
you
lumberjack.
have a boost. So a boost is basically a aspect, but we're not going to name it, and it's just it's sitting around, and once it gets used, it goes away.
Okay.
It's basically like a freebie.
Yeah, and
Nice.
boosts are pretty much for that character.
There,
Yeah?
yeah, for the most part.
Versus the other stuff.
All right, so he's like, fine, whatever. Yeah, the ship's gonna blow up anyway. It doesn't matter. So yeah, sure, help us out with what you're going to help us out with.
The first thing she's gonna do is go over, hit the comm button to the, and sorry, Labra, stop with the vagina chasing and start fixing the engines.
Who's that?
Yeah, who's that?
My co-worker, if you must know.
Get him, Lee.
Okay.
Don't let him loose like that.
All right.
I'm just playing an NPC for fun.
People. Oh!
All right. So I think we've got the ship under control.
Cool.
We'll cut. Kind of cut to. You have information. You've got that. Yeah. With that, I mean, he's very happy that you're here. Once it's kind of become clear that you guys are, they get the sensors back on, they get the radios back on, they're able to
My
contact the guys.
partner
in
will be
black-
showing up. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
How's you doing?
able to contact the other 2 blackfish that are out there, and she's part of the Draconis volunteer group. So yay! And he's like, well, thanks for actually rescuing us. I thought we were goners.
Oh, not a big deal. I mean, once you take that, I want to go jargon and just be like blah 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 blah. Hey, pretty much, it fixes itself.
No, it doesn't. There's a bunch of things you have to bypass after that, but I suppose it is.
Lee, I'm telling you, all you had to do
All
is
right.
bother
So
me.
yeah, bicker, technobabble.
It's important that we not let you all die because mining ships are important.
Yeah.
They're an important resource.
Yeah. You guys should go.
Right. Why do we need to go?
Oh, no, what? No, I'm gonna be more than happy to help.
Yeah, you didn't tell him, did you, Captain?
I'm sorry.
No, Lee, I did not tell them. And they don't need to know. So, thank you.
Wait, what? I'm not there, but I'm just curious.
Well, you can now actually the comms are back on, so the comms
Oh.
comms can be fed through you guys. So,
It sort of
You wanna ask?
or you
what does
could
that mean?
or you could have landed. You know, it's up to you.
Hey, hey! What does that mean?
We have loud voice and ear yelling about what you
No,
Yeah.
the comms are up. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
We don't need to know what. Tell them what. We don't need to know what.
What don't we need to be knowing?
I meant Fess. You're gonna get us killed. Just keep your mouth shut, rookie.
happens all like I feel like
Yeah.
you're the talker of the two of us. Like you're almost like
Like you're the techie one, and Stephanie's like, "Shut up, let Fess
Honestly,
talk."
he's got a good rapport too. He's
Yeah.
a people person.
Oh, for sure. It's just my grizzled, like,
All right.
shush.
Well, we found something in the asteroid cluster that we got to make a big bit of money on. So, but if it goes into a report, that could be bad for us. So maybe we could bribe you for that.
Show me?
Okay. So this is also kind of going off your really good roll and your boost.
Okay.
Basically, he's like, now, okay, I guess we'll play nice. So he takes you down into a hold where he shows you a bunch of Dominion munitions crates that he's got in one of his holds. Now I know what you're thinking. But we found a Dominion ship in this asteroid field. Left over from the war, had a hyperspace problem, all the ship got squished.
Squished.
That's what happens when an
Technical term.
yeah.
when
For
a
sure.
inertial compensator fails.
Yeah.
Other technical term, crump.
Yeah.
Jelly,
Canning.
jelly, pasting. There's a whole bunch of words.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a leftover fleet collier, a munition ship. It's been out here since about 3 years ago.
I have a question, just clarifying.
Yep.
Is this like a private mining vessel, or is it one that's like for this?
It is.
planets?
It is owned by the Chernikov Mining Ventures. So that is its own company. However, that company is trying to mine this area to give money to the Draconis government so they can pay you guys and fund the war effort.
Okay.
However, this guy is very much trying not to let the company know, so that he can keep this ship and sell it on the black market and do all that. Because if he tells the company, they're going to take it from him.
Oh, so he took the ship.
No, he took the munitions.
He took munitions
yeah.
off the ship. There's an entire ship full of munitions out there that he is willing to cut you in on. And you guys are always short on supplies.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Well, these supplies obviously must go to the fight of the Draconis.
This is right.
One second. Let me speak to my partner just one moment.
Hey. I know what you're thinking.
Come off.
I can tell what he's thinking. Tell him to shut up.
Listen,
What this is right.
I have no problem
Good.
getting some.
Override into the ship's comms.
Okay.
I have no problem.
Let them. Yeah,
No,
they're-
no,
Another
no,
thing,
I
yeah.
know.
the
Yeah.
ducats
For sure.
for what they want to sell. Wampum. Other like sale dollar bills.
So, like moolah.
Dollar
Rubles.
Rubles. This I know.
Copex. Anyway.
I don't know why I know that, but whatever.
Sweet
Russia.
cheese.
Sweet.
Sweet cheese, the
Give me
cheddar.
your cheese.
Flow the cheese.
But,
Flow.
we are speaking same language.
Okay. Goat's milk. Anyways,
Goats.
let's cut into it. Take some crates for now. Okay? I just want to know where that ship is. Maybe take some technology from it. I don't know, do a little modification of my own. And then we'll figure out the rest later.
Well, it's important for the fight that this go to the government so that they can continue their battle against the Dominion.
Or, since we're part of the fight,
Moonshine, your comms
we
working.
need it. Right?
Yep.
Smack, smack, smack.
We'll just take some of it. They sell the rings.
Okay.
I
So-
feel like this
so-
is going to continue.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm just saying, let's cut in, take some crates for now, so we can add in
Okay.
more ammunition.
Yeah. He does not want you to take his crates. He would like to keep his crates or be cut in on the bigger deal.
He said that there was more crates on that ship, right?
There's an entire ship full.
Okay. How about we just take some crates, not all, just some, just enough for our ships, so we can at least add in extra weaponry.
Okay.
I can do some modifications on it.
Yeah.
So it'll work on our ship.
And that's like awesome. And if were we doing a campaign, right, you could really do that.
Chad.
But the question is, do you want to cut the Draconis, the guys you work for?
Yeah.
Do you want to cut them out of ever getting this ship and the munitions that they desperately need?
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is never going to be.
No.
Because she's
Okay.
trying to prove herself, too. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
All right. So
everyone
so it sounds like
yeah.
it sounds like 3 of your comrades are not going for it.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to pocket some stuff off the ship later, that's perfectly fine, and
Cool.
we'll get to that. But it sounds like they're not going for the let's not tell anybody plan, right? And also, you don't really have. Do you have any aspects that are about your character that really like make that a thing about your character that you would be that greedy that you're wanting to do that?
The one
I
you
would
didn't
say
write in.
I would say best bush pilot because I didn't come from a wealthy thing.
Sure.
So it
And
would,
bush pilot is just another word for smuggler. I mean, it is that, but
Right.
you know,
I mean, like, there's money to be made here.
oh, there's a ton of money.
Yeah.
That
so
is a-
why would I not want to make some of that money?
Okay.
And it's not like we're doing it for the. It's not like we're helping the villains
Right.
in this one.
No,
We're helping some miners.
unless he sells it back to the Dominion, but that's okay.
Yes.
Or unless you do, but you know.
But if that's the case, at least I'd like to know, and then maybe do modifications on that.
Okay, so it sounds like you're not willing to sell out your friends and really
No.
go big. Okay, it's just cute. But that's the thing, right? You could want to do that and make things hard.
I want to be enough of a criminal where it benefits me, but I'm not going to hurt innocents in it.
Okay. Best kind of criminal, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do
I'm a
the,
petty robber, not a drug dealer.
the space equivalent of taking a snapshot of Warren in Empire Records, and I'm taking a picture of the ship with their identification numbers, and I'm beep 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 back to base where they are, just because then they might need some help when
Yep.
we
Well,
go.
they obviously probably need to get towed out of here or
And
something.
that they've
No,
got
I think I fixed their ship.
they've got
All right.
a deal. They have some knowledge about Dominion munitions.
Yep. Totally.
And they can figure their thing out.
Yeah.
All right. So you get back in touch with VJ Skipper Karan, the lead guy of Tachyon Squadron,
Awesome.
about the information that you have found a Bonanza, a ship full of munitions.
Is that
floating
what
out here
the
in
ship
the-
Gold Rush.
Yeah. The
Love that show.
Ooh, I want a cookie.
the mining ship guys have called it the Bonanza.
Skipper what? VJ Skipper
Skipper Karan.
Correct.
Yeah.
Who made the oatmeal cookie? It was really good.
Yeah, whoever did all this stuff is awesome.
They're mystery food.
Yeah.
Someone in some game brought
We,
them.
we don't
and,
even
like,
know what's in there.
How long have they been there? Who knows? It's a mystery. It's an adventure.
It's been a week.
If
Yes,
you're the
you
one
said
who did
Monday.
this, good job.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
So.
A bonanza.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get that information,
Right.
and I'm gonna
Yeah.
go take a little break, and you
Okay.
guys can talk amongst yourselves, and I will be right back, and then we'll continue.
You gotta turn off your mic. Are you gonna do that?
No, he's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're gonna continue kind of back and forthing for a while.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna start like using my, like, I know you feel like I'm a mentor, so I think I'm gonna like bring that a little bit into the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen what the Dominion is, and my mic is not sorry. I have seen what the Dominion is, and we don't want that to happen. We have to stop that at all costs, and these supplies will help us defeat that.
Out of character, I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that it's wrong for them to do what they're doing, or are you asking that we don't like we try to see what their plan is?
Like
What are you trying to say?
basically like I understand like money's great for them, but
Yeah.
the bigger fight, the bigger picture is what takes
Squashing.
precedent.
Squashing
Like
the Dominion.
these supplies are necessary for this larger fight to defeat the Dominion, and that in the long run that'll be better for these people too.
So, okay, well, if you want to make a roll that convinces them to sell all this ammunition to the good guys instead of just to the highest bidder,
Am I still on?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
and you're glowing too.
Great.
If you want to do that, I'll back you up. But if you're I'm gonna say, hey, if they're willing to try something, I have no problem with them taking all of this, selling it to the Dominion, but we completely fuck over every single piece of ammunition, just so it like completely like destroys some of whatever they're trying.
So I'm going to tell you,
This is a plan I can get behind.
the situation is they would the Draconis Volunteer Group would much prefer working missiles on their side rather than potential sabotage on somebody,
Yeah.
right? So that's kind of where you're at.
6 1/2 other dozen. Like, I can never get that right.
Well, they are under contract with the mining company, so these people generally would not get direct funds
Right.
from what they've salvaged.
Listen. I don't know. I don't know. Is this on anymore?
Yeah, I brought
is
you
this
back.
on?
I brought
Can
you back.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
They're gonna know that we hit their goon squad. We need to get on attacking that. What was it called? Assault.
The transport.
The transport. Yeah. We need to get on that transport before they reinforce
Well,
with more.
So-
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
so
Let's do it.
all right. So the report, you set this report in. They would
Yeah.
like you. They would certainly like you to go secure the ship. But if you would like to go try to find out where this assault transport was, you can totally try to do that instead.
So otherwise, they want us to secure the munitions ship.
Yeah, that's the primary goal. Yeah.
And if we look at where where in space those two items are, is one on the way to the other? Are they in?
We
opposite-
don't know where the assault ship is. do we?
Well, you have the black
You would have
box,
to,
so
yeah.
you could possibly, if you want to, backtrack the black box and get a ping off a Dominion ship, you could totally do a technology roll to make that happen.
So
Okay.
it's either fight the Dominion ship
Yeah.
or stay with the mining ship and then take it all the way across to wherever it needs to go.
No,
No, not the mining ship. Go to the ship where they were salvaging.
go to the munition ship. Go to the
I
banana.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the stuff off an abandoned munition ship.
Yep.
What is a tech guy to do?
Well, that's why I was wondering if there's a way that somehow we could do both, but.
We could, but we
make
have about an
a-
hour left. Is
Oh.
basically the thing. I was trying to look at
Are
time.
you shitting me? Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay. Hour
What
and
time
a
are we
half.
ending?
Okay. About 90 minutes or less.
All right.
So
Okay.
doing
so,
two would be,
Well, let's figure out what's closer then, because we were given orders.
Oh, I have if we're given orders,
Yeah.
like Thess is gonna follow her orders.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
she's already doubted,
Yeah.
so she follows her orders and proves that she's
Yeah.
a good soldier.
there you go.
But I have a question about provoke.
Yeah.
Is provoke always like threatening, or can I?
Provoke is also it's any sort of social that's an attack, right? It's basically a social attack action. So if you might,
Actually, whenever you're trying to elicit an emotional response, whatever
Got it.
that emotional
Yeah.
response is from someone else, that's provoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what?
Which
okay,
works
I
out
have,
as it-
I have
which
an
works out-
idea. but-
okay.
Okay.
what's your idea?
Well, she was picking up her dice like she wanted to do something.
No,
Did you
that
wanna-
he had told me to roll to find out in the black box where the
Okay.
Dominion ship was, or
Why don't
this
we do
was
that
the
first?
other one, though.
Okay, so situation as it stands.
Yes.
You have an assault transport that you would like to go and get the munitions from.
Yeah.
They would like you to go find it and guard it
Yeah.
and keep anybody from getting it.
Yep.
That is your orders.
Yep.
You also have a black box that could maybe be used to, if you worked on it, could find the Dominion assault ship and go after that. But we really don't have time to do both,
Okay.
just system-wise.
I'll just.
But
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. We're on comms.
Well, it's a Dominion freighter or transport ship.
Yep.
It's abandoned, right?
Yep.
Probably has a distress signal. Wouldn't a Dominion ship close by come and answer it? We could just take it and use it as an ambush.
yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
set up an ambush, that could work.
Let's do it. Yeah, because I was gonna
Bring
say
him
I
to
would
us.
just take the black box with us because if we got orders to go guard that ship,
Yeah.
unless the other one was like right by it, I would follow orders.
Okay.
But let's do that.
All right.
I
So
winged
let's
tip
follow
you
orders,
again.
but you'd like
Tip
to.
our wings.
But you'd like to do that. So nobody took any actual hits, right, on their ships? Nobody got damaged, right? As I
Except
said?
for the
Shield hit.
the shield
Yeah,
hit.
shield.
Okay, so shields will regenerate. Your shields regenerate during combat. So
Okay.
basically, it's every...
already fixed.
Yeah, it's already fixed, so your shields are fixed. Anybody who took hits on
Did they-
shields are fixed.
Did they take personal stress in addition, like you were saying, when your ship gets a hit?
Well, they're bad. Do you really care if the bad guys are taking
No,
stress? or
did we take any
No,
actual...
did we?
did any of you actually get hit? Did anybody take a damage? Sorry.
No.
So
No.
it's
So shields don't count.
shields don't count
Oh,
enough for
cool.
that.
Okay, cool.
But
Cool,
when
cool,
you
cool.
when your ship actually takes damage, that's when stress comes.
Okay, sounds awesome.
Because if it was just shields, that'd be rough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before we go,
Yeah.
I am going to try and provoke the captain.
Okay.
I want to provoke his sense of duty, and so I risk my life to leave the Dominion and join the Republic, and now I fight for you. These supplies could help in your battle here in Draconis, and I am ashamed that you would think that your personal profit is more important than the lives of your crew and their families and the people of the system. It is shocking. I expect more of leaders.
Okay. Well, let's see how that goes, I guess.
Guilt.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Two.
Go suck a dick.
Two.
Sucks.
I'm like sitting here going, he wants to make a buck. What's wrong with
What's
that?
wrong with that?
So
He rolled much better.
he has a no. He
Oh.
actually he got a 0.
Oh, okay.
So
This guy is the worst.
no, it's just he's not particularly good about being self-reflective and reading people in that way. He has a very high provoke.
Ooh.
He has, that's what he is not. He is a rough and tumble captain. He is not a good at dealing with people and examining himself and emotions and what is his real life goals.
Yeah, I'm
he's not
sticking with my
good about
original
that.
statement.
So anyway, also he's not rolling very well.
As a
So
captain, I just want to see you as a person.
Yeah.
right. Also, he's been working for the goddamn company, and it really sucks.
Yeah.
And he doesn't own his own ship. This was a way to get his own ship.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I am looking out for my he's he realizes that he was kind of a scummy thing to do, but it's not his system. He was trying to look out for his crew. He was trying to basically buy his own ship so they could go and mine free. Maybe buy a small claim somewhere and mine it there. Get out from under the company heel. So there's that.
Okay.
But
That's cool.
he is chastened.
Nice.
He is chastened, and he's perfectly willing to. He's very happy that the munitions are going to the Draconis Volunteer Group rather than going to the company, who would then sell it to the Draconis Volunteer Group for a fucking way more.
Markup, yeah.
So there's that. All right, cool. So let us cut to. What's up?
I want to get some cases so we can have extra ammunition.
Okay.
So I'd like to talk to Lee.
All right. What do you need? Also, none of your ships can hold extra ammunition. You
Oh,
could
we can't? Oh.
Well, because did you fire off any missiles?
Firecraft.
No, I didn't.
So you haven't fired any of your missiles, so
No.
you're done. If you would like to change out your shield booster for missiles, you could totally do that. But or your haymaker.
I just thought we could add extra ammunition to our ships.
You have 2 equipment bays, and both of them are full at the moment.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I don't. Then I just go to Lee and I'd be like, and I'm just trying to charm her
Well,
before I get dragged away to go back to.
and that happens. Yeah,
Splice.
there's a little scene, and maybe we'll hood up later. All right, cool. So let us cut to another part of the Kripke asteroid cluster, where a ship is listing in space. Although this one is huge, it is a big, gigantic Dominion auxiliary fleet carrier. It is the AFC, and again, it sort of rotates in space, and we see the numbers come up, and it is the AFC 7394H7, or as the captain of the Tupolev called it, the Bonanza. And it is a big ship, and again, it is perfectly fine. There are no laser blasts. There are a couple of minor asteroid hits and things like that, and it's been rough. It's been treated rough for the past, but there is no damage. It's been relatively pristine, not attacked by anybody. But you guys are there. You're keeping up station. Now you were going to try to get a lock on this thing, so
Yeah.
or you might want to let the guy who's really good at tech
No, I will totally do that. Let him.
try to see if he can.
Yep.
Set up a thing to
'Cause
track the
I
track
would
the Dominion ship.
Right.
Let's roll
So
that.
Totally know that.
5.
5.
Super awesome.
Farmer wanted to drive. Good.
Yeah.
I studied at ITT Technical Space Institute.
I worked on a moisture farm.
Yep. All right.
That's what I call the ladies at the
Catalytic
bar.
The
converters.
moisture farm. That's a good name for a bar.
Yeah.
Ladies drink me for free. I'm a can.
That's amazing.
I gotta put that in game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call a bar that. You would call ladies' night that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Moisture farm.
Hi, everybody. Can you do it? I don't know who runs Happy Jacks, but can you guys have one game where everything, like everybody in the game is ladies, and you call it the Moisture Farm?
No.
Star
No.
Wars.
It'll be a Star Wars game. And
That's the person you're gonna offer your dollar to.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I get a second dollar.
No.
Still no.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Great joke.
All right.
Where's that
No.
X card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're
I
just
know
gonna
they
do it
were
as
right
a-
here and here.
Done. So, now we're talking about it.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, let's get those, also those two,
Gators off.
no, the two things there. But yeah, also
Oh,
if there are
okay,
gator
cool.
ships
Oh,
on there,
right.
take them off.
No, it's
Oh,
just
it's just us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
cool, cool.
But, so, you've rolled a 5. I rolled a 2. You have beaten me.
Wha-ching.
So you have set up an ambush with a success with style. So you have set up an ambush. So it sounded like this plan was send out a Dominion distress signal. These guys will come and investigate, and you will jump them. Right?
Yeah.
I'd like to add something. to
Brilliant plan.
Okay.
that. I'd like to take a couple of crates.
Yes, I get that you want to take a couple of crates. Please stop saying it.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Sure.
I'd like to get a couple of crates, and what I'd like to do is I like to add a proximity mine to them.
Okay.
So if any ship that comes next to them, they explode, and then they extra explode.
Great. This sounds like a much more interesting plan, and
I love the fact that you jumped on my tits before I had a chance to.
How many
finish.
fucking times did you say it though?
But you just told me you can add more stuff to your ship.
Right. But I thought you were taking crates because you wanted to take them
Sure,
later.
I get it.
Well,
I
you
get
are
it.
kind of contrary,
I get
so I
it.
see where he's coming from.
Anyway, this will require time, and it will require a roll.
Okay.
So, let's make the roll.
Nice.
With style, yo.
Ooh, 6. 6, yo.
Okay.
So,
All right. So,
The only problem with this beer is they don't fit enough of it into one can.
Yeah.
I mean, is there
Unless-
ever enough in any can of beer?
Unless they make a TARDIS.
It's a universal
beer.
for all.
Yeah.
yep, it's bigger on the inside. Okay.
That's why it comes
So-
in kegs.
Sounds like you wanted a minefield.
Right?
Okay, you got a minefield.
Nice.
Sounds like you also got an ambush. So, we can do the ambush two ways. You could either have the ambush as an aspects out there that you could invoke and basically use that to do that, or we could just start you all off and undetected and put all the guys out there on their moves.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like keeping us all undetected and start there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. And I am going to warn before I go back to my ship, because I'm sure you guys said over comms what the plan was. I want to make sure that I warn the captain of the mining vessel so they can GTFO.
Okay. Yeah,
And
no,
not
they
be
they
there.
are they're
Yeah.
not going to be at the
Yeah.
place that are
Yeah.
they're going.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's more stuff the enemy can shoot at.
Oh, it's just I saw the hot pocket thing again.
I wrote her name thinking that I was going to add something, and I was like, well, I'm not going to erase it, so I might as well add some dude I shared a hot pocket with.
That's so funny.
Okay.
I'm not going to tap it.
Yeah, no, I get it. So,
Pocket aspects. Are
So, a assault transport arrives, and breaking off from it are a bunch of frontline Dominion starfighters, and these are goblins. These
Okay.
are the top lines. These are better than your ship in the
Better
in
than
the
the Gators.
certainly better than the Gators.
And
Okay.
better than ours.
Better than
Okay.
Blackfish.
A fleet?
Well, a squadron.
So that's
Specifically,
Okay.
Death's Head Squadron.
Ooh.
That's Head
We're all
Squadron.
up in undetected right now, right?
You were all up in undetected.
Yeah.
I moved the thing.
I think you're good.
So we're gonna put some ships down.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Those are the goblins.
Okay.
Where are they?
Los Goblins.
Loose goblins.
Well, we're gonna figure out where they are.
Okay.
We're gonna put assault transport down on the bottom, down in special.
Okay.
All right. Goblin 1 is going to go in. Is going to go in 2. Goblin 2 is going to go into 4.
Okay.
Goblin 3 is going to go into 4.
Okay.
And then the leader of the Death's Head Squadron, the notorious Red Spectre,
Ooh.
an
Oh.
enemy ace.
We need a 5?
Well, we'll find out.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, rolls kind of crap. And is going to actually invoke the Death's Head Squadrons to get a +2 on that. So I will then have a 4.
Okay.
So that is the Red Spectre. That's the...
The Red Spectre.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's number 4. Here, I'm gonna
What
put
are they
in
called
R.
again? Death's Head
Squadron.
Death Squad.
Squadron.
Yep.
Okay.
The Red Spectre
Is
has a-
this okay? So this is a super bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the,
That is an enemy ace. That is a dangerous, dangerous foe. But you guys are all undetected, and you guys are in, hiding on asteroid fields, powered down, and ready to jump in and totally own them. So what do you guys do?
jump in and totally own them.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
fantastic description.
Right?
Well, I'd like to see if any of them are going after the bait of the crates.
Oh yeah.
Well, they are going to take station on this ship and let their assault transport get there and fix it up, and then fly it back to the Dominion. Is their plan?
Large
Oh,
target
man.
strike. Do we want to do that?
I actually,
So,
Oh no, that's
so is
large
this thing
target.
going to the minefield? Because if that
area.
is, I'd like it to just like, boom,
Okay.
If what thing is going to assault?
the assault.
Okay.
Because
So-
once the minefield blows up to this one, I
I
think that would
actually
be
love the idea of just blowing the crap out of the assault thingamajigger and leaving.
Yeah.
Well, except you want to stay here
Oh,
to
yeah.
keep it right, because then they
Yeah.
would land on it, and
Oh, yeah,
it's,
because
there is that.
Wait, you got
Can
somewhere to be?
Can we shoot what's in your crates?
The mines. So you set up a mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So can we wait till are they? They're of course strategically placed.
yeah.
So that as they approach,
Yes.
we can go ahead and shoot the crates with the mines. in
If you
them
want to, if
and-
you want that to be the case, sure.
okay.
But I think we want to. I mean, it
Or
sounds
you-
like we wanted to wait for the assault
Yeah.
transport. Like that's
Yeah.
going to be our main
Yeah,
defense against
got
the
it.
assault
Now,
transport.
I figured once that thing got, at least hit a couple times, then we could come in and just go.
Okay.
So what you
Okay.
could do, though, is you could make your gunnery attack, make your large target attack against the ship,
Right. I was thinking.
and
that.
then use that as to when they blow up and hit the minefield, right? The way Fate works is you're adding fiction, you're adding things to the thing,
Yep.
but really you're adding to an attack roll.
Right.
Right. So if you want to invoke that for +4 to your attack roll,
Sure.
that's something you could do. But you'd have to say, I'm going to attack that large target, and I'm going to use that minefield. And right as soon as they hit the minefields,
Yeah.
the mines go off, and then I fly in with my rocket pod and I blow them up with my rocket pod.
Then I'm saying that's what I'm doing. I am attacking the large.
Okay. Awesome.
These still are on the scene. The always short on
Yeah.
supplies, definitely, but
Yep.
radio interference and
Absolutely.
Okay,
We're
cool.
still in the minefield.
Okay, cool.
You're still in the Kripke asteroid cluster.
Okay, cool.
So that is what you're doing.
What are you doing? I'm sorry.
I'm blowing this thing up.
Oh, you are gonna get assault on the assault.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
Okay.
that is what your character's intended to do.
Yeah.
You are really good at it. You have the equipment to do it.
That's why I'm here.
Making large target attacks is what you do.
I'm on a sneak attack, so I want to get on somebody's tail.
You guys are all sneaking
Yeah,
attack.
'cause we're-
I cannot
Yeah.
emphasize
Yep.
this enough.
We
Yep.
are coming
You
from
have
the sun.
all the
we get it.
advantage.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Yeah,
and let's
on
make it
their
happen.
tail.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what I
so
said.
whose tail are you getting on?
I'm gonna get on. Sorry, I'm trying to find me. I am here. I'm gonna get on the tail of
The enemy ace, one of the
one
of the goblins.
enemy and ace,
That's
which
the
is
sun.
number 4. So I go like this.
yeah,
Right.
5. There we go.
Okay,
Bloop.
All
I'll
right.
get on his tail.
So you're doing that.
Move
Yeah.
on up, yo.
What other people want to do?
Um,
Now, no, you actually just can drop down to 9 and do it.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
Roll.
nice.
because it's in the special.
Cool.
Yeah.
cool.
I'm his wingman, so I guess I'm going to be with him.
Okay. Do you want to get on one of the goblin's tail and do that, or would you like to make a large target attack as well?
I think I'm going to make a large target attack. I think that's a good, like, you guys keep them busy
Yeah.
and the dogs.
So,
Okay.
no, you and me will keep the. We'll
Okay.
basically go into the dog
I like
fight.
it.
Let's both go after the main ace to see if we can just stop their leadership,
That is a good plan.
That's
and
nice.
then we can deal with those other guys. So
Yeah.
we'll focus on that dude.
Okay.
Good
That
job.
sounds like a plan.
I
All
like
right. So you guys up on 9. I mean, this is again kind of all going simultaneous, but let's deal with the large target attack first. So, large target attack is a full attack on the target. You're going to be using your gunnery, or if you have special missiles or something like that that does a different thing, which you do.
Yes, I'm going to do that. So. Oh, this one's the one that's the.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to
Where's-
use this one. My weapon is 6. Then I'm going to use both of these,
Right.
which makes
Or
it
do you,
10.
or do you want to see how you roll first and then leave those open? And
Okay.
if
Yeah.
All right.
if
You don't have to
Brightside
follow.
might want to use those,
Okay, I'll do that then.
so
Cool.
So 6, and then my gunnery is 2.
Yep.
So it's 8. And let's see how I roll.
Cool.
now you're also rolling a different skill, I believe. If you look at the
your
missiles,
Stunt or missiles?
Missiles. Warheads make single attack against a single
Cool.
target pilot. Max 1 die versus.
so you're going to roll your pilot
Okay.
and you're going to max one of your die.
What is max one of my
Which
die?
means you can turn a positive or a blank into a
Yeah.
plus.
Okay.
Oh.
A negative or
Cool.
blank into a plus.
Negative. Yeah,
Cool,
negative
cool,
or
cool.
blank into a plus.
So I'll turn this negative into a plus.
And then you go
6.
from a 1 to a 3.
So I got 3 plus 6
Right, plus your
plus 2.
Right.
So
y plus
11.
2. Y plus 2.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I was pilot is 4.
Yep.
So 4 plus 3,
7.
7
Yeah.
plus
Okay.
6.
Well, the 6 is the weapon afterwards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So the way big ships defend is they fire off little point defense cannons,
Ooh.
and also the way they attack is they often have turrets. This one is actually small enough that it doesn't have big guns that can fire at you, but it does have point defense guns that are shooting little lasers at you to try to defend itself.
Cool.
So you go in for your attack run. Holy shit!
Oh!
Wait.
4
Four
pluses.
plus.
Ah!
Right? I
So-
know. It hurts.
So
It hurts.
I've got a plus 4.
It burns.
My gunnery is 2. I've got a 6. But
And you had a 6?
No, I have
7.
7.
you have 7, so you beat me. And then you add plus 3 or plus 6 because your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Okay.
a big friggin' nuke.
Yeah.
Well, because it's actually a bunch of missiles that fire out of a
It
big
is.
pod, so it does the whole
The-
contrails thing.
It's a bunch of lasers, but it's a bunch of missiles.
Call it the Macross effect.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so they got a 6, you got a 7, you beat me by 1. You then add 6 to that for your weapon damage, so that bumps it up to 7.
This one's been used.
Yep. Would you like to do more? So, would you like to invoke something to add more damage?
Yes. I will invoke.
You can invoke radio interference for free because their point defense guns aren't working that well because of
Did
the
you
radio
ever?
interference.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or you can.
Ooh.
Or you can use your minefield, or you can use a personal aspect to spend a fate.
Right. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. But you did 6, so
I did 6.
Yeah.
that's going to be ding off its shields 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do 6. So that is you're going to roll 3 dice.
Let's use these pluses again,
Do it.
which is a negative, a plus, and a blank.
Okay. So, boom, boom, boom. Basically, fires have been started by these missiles. Its systems are bad. It's on fire. So, this is a consequence that it has that you guys can invoke. So, it's on fire. Not good.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And then, did you invoke? Radio?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you
Nope.
didn't. Okay.
All right.
It's on
So now-
fire.
There ain't nothing better than this than a brown Betty in summertime.
Am I allowed to invoke my aspect as a mysterious enemy ace in this too?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna do 1 shot, 1 kill.
Okay. This is the first time you've attacked
I've
it, right?
attacked it, right? I'm also gonna use my mysterious enemy ace because I feel like I've been on these ships before. I know exactly where to hit them. So that's
You have to
plus
spend a fate
4.
point to
Yeah,
invoke
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Here you go. There. And I don't know. And it says well-armed gain weapon 1 to gunnery attacks. Is that a +1?
So it's weapon 1. So you have cannons on your ship that are better than the average laser cannons.
Got it,
Which
okay.
means that it gives weapon 1. It gives you +1 if you hit it.
If I hit it, so it's the damage. Got it. Okay, cool. So +4 to whatever I've got.
Not nearly the cool roll I rolled last time.
No.
So 6. Oh,
I mean,
7, 8,
congratulations.
9, 10.
10.
Nice.
Okay.
Both the highest rolls in this game.
So I rolled a 2. You have an 8
Okay.
over me, and then you have weapon 1, so that is a bonus of 9.
Nice.
Would you like to use on fire or the minefield or anything like that, or would you like to save the minefield for these other guys that you're going to still have to deal with?
Yeah, I mean, if the ship's going down, then I'm not going to use
Might
the
as well
minefield.
use this
I'm going to,
because-
use it on fire because that's not going to
Yeah.
be able to help or to be used after the ship goes down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do I spend a thing for that?
No,
No,
because
when
you.
the box is free.
Oh, got it. Okay.
All right, so. All right, so how many points is that now? That is 13, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Because I had 8.
So it's 9 and
9,
then
10.
11.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 11 divided by 2, round up, that's going to be 6. So roll 6 fate dice.
I'm going to borrow some. Is that okay?
Yes, by all means.
Something's swirling.
Yeah, something's causing some mic noise.
Yeah.
I think it's me.
2 pluses, 2 minuses, and 2 blanks.
Moving.
Very even.
Okay, so it's hit all around.
Spread out across,
Yeah.
evenly across the ship.
As damage
Rake the entire
Wow.
side
Yeah.
of the ship.
That
as
is
damage
very
goes all
nicely
over the
done.
place.
It's like all
It's so
Babylon
symmetrical.
fighting.
I love it so much.
All right, that's a little weird.
No,
All right.
it's
No,
not.
it totally makes
it's
sense.
totally
No,
me.
yeah. You obviously don't hang enough out with enough people to have OCD.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that assault ship goes kablooey. So,
We're no longer needed here.
Firecraft. These things shoot back.
It'll happen.
all right. So that
There's an
was
ace hole.
definitely well
Nice.
spent. All right. So you guys are both on the Red Spectre's tail. So he's going to defend. You're going to attack.
Okay.
You both got +2 because you're on
Yep.
his tail.
Bye-bye.
Oh, it's like delicious barbecue.
Yeah.
By the way, take a victory.
Victory!
Nice.
It's almost like kill stealing is a thing.
Wow. I'm going to spend a fate point and reroll.
What are you invoking?
I am invoking my crush on Fess
Okay.
because I cannot roll 3 blanks and a negative.
Okay. If you say
'Cause-
so. I rolled
yeah.
3 negatives and a plus. So, that's fine.
I still want to reroll.
That's fine.
Okay. Maybe not.
It's worse.
It's totally worse. I rolled 3 negs and a plus.
That's why you only do it when you
Yeah.
got 3 minuses or all
I
4
know,
minuses.
but I was like, I don't
It
roll
can't be worse.
blanks.
I mean,
Exactly.
So you don't do rerolls on a net sum 0. You do the +2. It's
Yeah.
It's just good game theory.
It is.
Yeah.
Mechanically, it's the way to go.
But I
But-
will invoke my high concept of Hot Shot Academy Ace
Okay.
to give myself that +2.
All right. So what did you get?
And
And are you still happy with that, or would you like to re-roll again?
I might re-roll again because I have a +2
Okay.
instead of
Might as well.
yeah. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. What are you invoking this time?
This time I am a goddamn mother
Battle-hardened.
effing battle-hardened veteran ace, and this
Okay.
is not the kind of role that you're retired for now. And these guys
now.
are coming out for now. I know they've been just fine. It's not their fault. They were just doing what they're okay.
There you go.
That's better. That's better. I got a 6.
You got a 6. Awesome.
I got a 6. Yeah.
Okay.
See, you see why I got a thing for her.
Sure.
Though. Like she's only +8 and +10.
Yeah, it didn't help you
She
enough, but your
looks
battle-hardened
awesome.
veteran, that pushed you over the edge.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. So I have, on my roll to defend against you,
Okay.
I have a -2 on my dice, so I have a
Okay.
1.
Okay. So I'm +5 to you.
So you're +5 to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're doing 5 points of 5 shifts. How about you?
I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Can I
What's
Can
up?
I post make that a cold shot with my stunt, or do you have to do that? Because you have to actually make the hit before you can a successful attack
Yeah.
and spend a fate point.
Now you would spend the fate
Yeah.
point. That's the way it works. You
Okay.
make a successful attack,
Yeah.
then you spend a fate point to make also.
I'm going to spend my last fate point to put
Okay.
a situational aspect.
Before you do
okay.
that, let
Okay.
me explain something.
Yeah.
So, if I shoot your ship up
Yeah.
and you don't have any fate points,
Yeah.
you can't punch out.
Ooh.
You die with your ship.
Okay.
If you have a fate point, you can punch out. And punching out is fun. Punching out is interesting. It's actually an attack on you as a character because you're getting rocketed at 20 Gs out of a thing, and basically, if you don't break your back, you got lucky.
Yeah.
There was an entire whole book about punching out that got read
Damn.
to make this game. So, punching out is a thing, but you can't do it if you don't have a fate point left.
Okay.
So, I just want to let you know that. I'm perfectly happy if you want to hit him more.
I kind of do. But I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
Because it's my one stunt.
All right. I'm just letting you know.
I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So I'll stay with my +5 to you.
play with your +5, and is that also adding now in your weapon?
No, that's +6 then.
So 6.
Yep.
So we've got 6 coming. And how about you?
Are there any more and buts?
I don't think so.
4.
Yeah. Exactly.
Against my piloting of 2, so that's a 4 plus 5, right? All right. So you eat up our Red Spectre's shields. 1, 2, 3 go away. You have 3 left over. That's going to be 2 dice of damage to him.
2. So what's with this Vulcan's hammer precision missile? I can use that once, or
Yes,
can.
you fire the
Okay.
missile and it gets you.
That's what I thought. Okay. So I'm gonna roll 2.
And it rolls a different attack skill, and it's a special thing. You're right. You're
Yeah.
using that thing to attack.
Yep.
Mine's super easy.
Yeah. Neg and a plus.
Neg and a plus.
Yep.
Okay, so hit. Did not take him out. Not causing damage yet,
Okay.
or not causing problems. Well,
I'm sorry, I
No,
forgot.
that's
Easy.
okay.
This adds 1
I'm
to
not
my ship's
complaining.
attacks made, so I got a 5.
You think
so
it's
you got a
easy?
5. So yeah,
Why not?
no, it bumps it up to a
I
6
know.
Oh, okay.
because you had a 4,
You
and then
have
you.
to bust the door open and kick him in his teeth.
All right, so that's a 6. So that's going to be a.
Where did this door come from? Why is it in my ship?
Oh, my teeth.
All right, so you got a 6. He rolled a 2. That's 4 points. So shields are gone. Roll 2 dice.
Plus blank.
Plus blank. Okay. So, the Red Spectre is now, his ship has been damaged in the propulsions and systems and has to minimize every time he rolls because all of his skills are now minimized.
Okay.
We'll spread it all around.
Well,
Yeah.
Yep.
Red Spectre. Take that.
all right. So, you both concentrate on the
Nice
Red
work.
Spectre, no problem.
Sorry.
The Red Spectre.
Ring.
I know, sorry.
The Red
That was
Spectre
the
is going to
pointy
try
one, too.
to. Now we get back to. What is that?
4, I believe.
4? Yeah.
4s?
Yes.
Yeah, 4s.
Okay.
All right. So, the Red Spectre is going to try to shake your guys' tail
Okay.
because that's really.
What specters
Just
do.
try.
That's a dogfight term. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I saw Top Gun.
Shake your tail.
I didn't. Wink. I did.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We're leaving right
So it's a-
now.
so it's a
I
tactic
don't, no, I
roll?
don't know you, but you're coming to my house and you're watching this movie. It's gonna be
Yes.
weird.
So it's a tactic roll.
Yeah.
Tactics roll from both of
Phone
you.
calls to me. There you go.
I'm sorry. Tack rolls.
Yes, tactics rolls from both of you.
Okay.
Nice, Gina.
I think it's about as good as I've gotten. I'm satisfied.
Okay.
I got a 6.
So,
Nice.
unfortunately, I have to minimize one of my die.
Oh yeah.
And then I have to minimize this die.
Yeah.
So, that sucks.
Uh,
All right.
Suck on that, Red Spectre.
So minimize. I'm sorry. I know you said explained it earlier. It's to make it the next thing down, or goes all the way to
It
negative.
goes all the way to negative. So, you
Okay.
turn,
Oh,
turn a die into a negative.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
So it maximizes automatically with plus.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
So,
Just trying to get that like mechanically.
yep. This is also specific to this game. It's a new,
it
it's
is. Okay,
sort of
so
a new
it's
thing.
Not like a fate.
No, it's not a standard fate thing. This is
Okay.
it's good tech.
Yeah.
But so I have a 0, so I have a
Okay.
4, but you beat my 4.
6. Yeah, but
Okay,
2.
you beat my 4. Okay, And I have, for this side, I've got a -1, so that means we have 3, and you've got a...
Since I have my pilot stunt is I get a +2 to tactics to stay on someone's tail. I actually got and it's a piloting.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
Yeah, you basically, you get a...
-2, which is 3.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so you have tied me,
Cool.
so you are still on my tail.
Okay.
Nothing I can do. All right, those other 2.
Hey, so was that the first round of us being on his tail?
Yes.
So now we're going to get a +1 if we say, because we'll
Plus
say
3.
yeah, +3 instead of +2.
Yep.
Cool.
However,
Uh-oh.
okay, so here's what's going to happen now. The other 2 on that line are going to make a desperate attack.
Dun, dun.
So,
Desperate attack.
so they use their swarm bonus
Okay.
to desperate attack. So I'm going to spend a fate point, basically use this thing to climb 2 slots on the maneuver chart, and then attack a ship on or below your new slot. So
Gee, I wonder
move
who
those
that
2 up
is.
to 5,
Okay.
Yeah.
and yeah, they're going to attack you guys who are on their ace's tail.
Is that technically 2 slots? Just. Oh, yeah, they were on 3.
Yeah.
I thought they were on 4. Okay.
They were on 4,
Nice.
They were on 4.
so move them up 2 slots. So yes,
Yeah, so
sorry.
6.
Sorry, I'm just
No,
reading
that's
from
cool.
very far away.
That's cool.
No, I'm blaming you, Morgan.
Yeah.
'Kay.
And upside down, by the way.
Yep. So all sorts of fun.
Far away and upside down.
But Brightside and Labrat are still on 9.
Labrad and
Okay,
Brightside
cool.
are still on them.
Okay.
But we're on 5.
Yeah,
Now.
exactly.
Here's the thing.
And this guy is lost.
He's like, oh, shit.
With the
Does
fight,
the one
bro.
on 2 also go up?
No,
I thought
not yet.
the-
He's
I
gonna
took
do his
left
own
where they
thing.
told me to,
Yes.
and I lost.
To the left at the asteroid. It's not my fault that
Communications.
there's 8
Is
asteroids.
that,
Communications. What
2
am
and-
I?
Sorry, that's 2 and 4.
Communications?
Or 2,
Hello?
which numbers are those?
Those
Sorry,
are
those
2
talk-
and
3.
Crossed out.
Okay. So, in order to do this, to desperately attack, you are going to make yourself an easy target. So, these guys, 2 and 3, are easy targets. You'd like to invoke that against them. But they're going to make an attack now. So, make an attack at you, make an attack at you.
Okay.
Roll your pilot to defend.
Okay. Toilet.
Well, at least you're not taking anything away from what
I
you have.
know.
Gotta give it that.
All right. So, Goblin 3
Yeah.
is
Gobble.
going to attack you. And
Okay.
he
and
has...
that would be me boost. Okay.
That would be you boost. He's
Okay.
got a
Goat.
he's got a 6 to hit you.
Well, take my 3.
All right.
And who's the easy target? Us?
No, they are easy targets,
Okay.
but you can't use easy target because it's not.
Okay.
It's just been created and it was just this certain. So yeah, and also
But I
you're
think-
not shooting at them, so it's a little
Yeah.
hard to justify an easy
Oh
target.
wait, what's
You
my?
can do
I have
radio
a-
interference.
You can also do mine.
Yeah.
You can also do minefield,
No, and I think I
or you
have,
can take a hit.
Yep.
There is that crazy notion of
I'm
not.
defending though. I'm not overcoming.
Right.
So
Well, you'd be taking your shields,
I-
not hit, right?
Well,
Yeah, let
depends.
me take a hit.
Yeah, it
Oh, I
depends on
see.
your target.
I'm gonna take a hit.
that's true.
Let's see how taking a hit works.
Yeah, let's see how taking a hit works.
Okay, so I've got a 6. I've got a weapon 1. That's 7 against
Yeah.
your 3.
Yeah.
That's going to be 4. So I'm going to
Okay.
take away 3 of your shields, and then I'm going to roll a die of damage.
Okay. And I only have 3 shields.
Right.
Okay.
And now
so
1 point of damage is getting through.
1 point is getting through because I took out all my
Yep.
shields. Okay.
And you'll take
Got
no
it.
stress.
And you're taking a point of stress to your actual character because you just got hit.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Now what you see is the hologram that made my ship look like all badass chrome is not. It's totally like a little hollow field over my,
All right.
and it's really beat up.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at your blank on your spaceship. On the bottom of your spaceship, your blank.
My blank.
So there's a plus, there's
Yeah.
a minus, and a blank.
Yep.
What is the blank?
Oh.
Propulsion
Yeah,
system
propulsion
damage.
system.
Yes.
So go down to your
It's in
propulsion
the
system
middle,
damage
down here.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
and mark off the first box of damage on the propulsion systems.
Dun, dun, dun.
Minimize
One
one.
die, tactics
Yep.
Okay.
maneuver.
Yep. Minimize 1 die on tactics maneuver actions.
So- Right now, that is a point of damage to that.
Okay.
It has a 2 in the box, so it could have
Yes.
actually taken 2 hits there. But
Okay, but I
because
only
you
took
you
one.
have to take at least 1, so you're
Okay.
taking that. So
So otherwise, a full cross would take out both.
yes. So
Okay.
it's because it is doing damage to that box, you're going to have to get rid of that box. But
Okay.
it could take up to 2 if 2 hits happen to go.
I gotcha. Cool.
Sorry.
Okay, so you
Oh,
have
I
been
see.
hit.
This one's closed. This one's.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hope that was clear.
No, I was looking at the 2s and the. That's why I was like, this one's blank. This one's blank. But nope, you're good.
Yeah, that bottom blank one is the one you really don't want to have.
No, I know. I was like,
That's
wait,
the punch out
what?
box.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't seem
Structural
so bad.
disintegration.
Yeah, it's a little weird. So,
Cool.
yeah, and this is
I
also
want
weirdness
all
of
my
thing.
shit integrated. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I've got for you to hit you.
I got Cinco.
You got a 5, and I got a 3. So I have missed you.
Sweet.
So, bunch of blasts, and they stitch you up as your propulsion system gets hit. Well, that happened. I mean,
Yeah. No, that was good.
Description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
We can
I
do
like
that.
it.
We can do that thing where we describe what's going, rather than just
Yep.
dice rolls and numbers and shit.
No, I like it.
Right.
That's why I said I actually had a little hollow field over my
Madness,
ship
Martin.
that made it look
Right.
All
prettier.
right. So, our last goblin down there is going to tactically refocus. So, he's going to try to tactically refocus. He does pretty well. He has a 5, so let's move him up to 5. All right, and also turn him sort of. Well, actually, all 3 of those are facing up. So, now we're going to degrade. So, let's move you 2 up at the
Oh.
top line, down.
Everybody
So we go down.
The guys who tactically refocused and also desperately attack do not move down. You 2, who and also the ace, move down 1.
Okay. So Moonshine and Goat and the Ace
And the
went
Ace
down,
went down.
but the guys who attacked
stayed,
us did not. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And
They
one
fiddled with
one
their
is
initiative.
still like one is just like chilling,
No, one moved up.
One moved
Yeah,
all the
he
way the
moved
hell
up.
up.
but he hasn't really done anything yet,
No,
right?
his
Well,
action was
he,
to move up.
he
Cool.
refocused. He's also going to
Okay.
try. He's also going to try to form up. Is his
Intention.
intention, but
Okay.
he doesn't roll enough to actually form up.
Okay.
So he did not create the advantage he wanted, but he did move into a tactically advantageous position. So it is now Brightside and Lab Rat. It is your turn.
Nice.
I want to point out something to you
Yes.
on your other missile.
Uh-huh.
So your other missile, as I said, can attack a whole line of people. So if there's a bunch of people all on one line, you can attack them.
Cool. Okay.
Nice.
So I'll go ahead and do that.
first
I'll attack
Yeah.
2 and 3.
You don't have to move. You can just
Oh.
fire the missile.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's just an attack.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So I'll attack 2 and 3.
Okay,
Um,
so check out your missile.
Any matter of warheads attack up to 4 targets in maximum of 2 flights. Share the same slot on the maneuver chart. Attack technology.
It's like you're designed to do this.
I know.
What?
Maximize 1 die. Weapon 2.
I don't know if that was Clark's, because these are basically, these characters were designed by a couple of fake designers in a off-the-books
Nice.
game, and I
Really?
just have used them as NPC, or,
Oh.
pre-gens ever since.
They
So
were.
I have a technology of 3.
Okay,
I have 3
Oh.
pluses. So
Okay.
it's a 6.
Nice.
And then I'm going to. Where's that?
is there anything about maximizing or anything like that?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay,
And then, ooh, here we go. Because of where I am and where these guys are, we happen to have done it in one of the minefields.
Yeah.
okay, do you want to do it in both of the minefields?
Sure,
Oh, nice.
sure.
Okay, so what is the total number?
+2, right?
So 10.
10? And then is the weapon, did we factor the weapon in
Weapon
that?
is 2.
Weapon's 2. Okay. So that's a 10. I'm rolling to defend. These two poor guys are rolling, and one of them rolled a -2, which sucks. So he has got a.
Not for me, it doesn't.
He's got a 0, so he's got a 10. All right. So he's going to take. Yeah, his shields get knocked the hell off. So that brings him down to 7. Then you are going to be rolling 4 dice of damage to him.
They're all blanks.
I believe in you.
You rolled not
all
on
one
us,
thing. Yeah.
bushwhacker.
2 pluses, a blank, and a negative.
2 pluses, a blank, and a negative. Okay.
What is Sinead O'Connor's address? Ew.
Well, that's topical.
No, right?
So the gray hair isn't a joke. I got it.
May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your underwear drawer. All right. All right. So, cool. So,
So confused.
I know. I don't
Johnny
know
Carson.
that.
Is it
Oh, okay,
is
I'm
it
like, I
the
don't know
time
that.
of day, or is it the fact that my joke was really old?
Yeah.
That.
Yes.
Was it the voice?
Yes.
Was it the voice that?
okay. So you have basically successfully minimized all this guy's dice. He's gotten really messed up. The other guy,
Which one? That's
He's
one
fine.
of the 2 or 3. Okay.
it's yeah. It
Okay.
actually was 3.
Okay.
So 3 got taken.
3. Bye bye.
No, he's still here.
He's just messed
Oh,
up.
okay.
He's just gotten really fucked up.
Okay.
Number 2 has rolled even on his dice, so he's 2 against your 10. That's 8. Take away the shields, and that is going to bring you down to 5. So you're only bringing 3 dice against him.
Only 3?
Oh.
Oh no! What am I to do? A blank and 2 negatives.
A blank and 2 negatives. That is really good because that hits him in both of his.
Exactly.
Basically, that hits only his engines. So you have messed up his engines. You've also caused severe damage.
I got him right in the goat cheeks.
Rookie, you got something there.
Well, they didn't explode, so someone else is gonna sweep them up
Maybe you
and
won't.
get the fucking kill count.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steal all your
Yep.
kills.
Yeah, I know. Don't you hate that?
And we can write number 2
That's
on
our
that.
relationship, though.
I don't like that.
Right? Is that number 2 or number 3?
You tell
I
me,
think
man.
it's fine.
I don't know.
I think
I
number
can't.
2.
3 is here.
Yeah.
That's 2.
2 is here.
2.
Because before was 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's 2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So number 2 is severely damaged.
Okay.
They're also easy targets. All that fun stuff. Basically, that is the antimatter missile where it's kind of the Jango Fett
Yeah.
and blows up a big bunch of groups. So that just happened. What are you going to do?
I have a question about the boost thing.
Yes.
Can I use it to do another action?
Technically, that was for when you
Oh,
were
it's
talking.
only for that.
Well, it
encounter.
was for that encounter, but
That's fine.
basically dealing with that guy is where you got it. So
That's
yeah,
cool. That's fine.
it's gone away.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh.
All right. So
So yeah,
I'm going to. I want to do 2 things.
sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna snapshot so that I can do 2 things.
Okay.
Cool.
So
What's your second thing?
I'm gonna push.
All right.
Is the second thing.
That sounds like a plan.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do snapshots with, let's see, I've got my 1 shot, 1 kill, and then gain 1 weapon to generate attacks. Number 3, because he's got less damage, right?
3 is the most damaged.
He's the most damage, but this guy, but 2 has the severe damage checkbox.
Yes.
That I will use next.
Yep. And he's
So-
also got easy target.
Yeah. So I want to do it this way.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot the dude. Number 3.
Yeah, it's a little odd. He is technically his engines are more damaged, but if you rolled pluses, you wouldn't hit his engines, right? So that's kind of the
Yes.
weirdness of it. But
Okay.
the other guy is more evenly damaged all around.
Okay. It doesn't. Huh. All right. Well, I've got 4, 5, 6 because of my plus 1 kid. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So you've got a
Easy
6.
targets, too.
Now right, you're attacking him. Both of them have to minimize a piloting die, which this is. So I go from a +2 down to a 0 on my dice because he has to minimize because his propulsion,
Nice.
his engines are all blown up by you. All
You're
right.
welcome.
So that is going to be
Teamwork.
You're taking the kill. It's not really teamwork.
It's teamwork.
It's
It
teamwork.
is teamwork.
You'll set it up, and I do what you say.
And I take
Shake
all
and
credit.
bake, baby. Shake and
You
bake.
set
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
all right.
You pitch it. I do the home run.
Okay.
No, that metaphor doesn't even work. You're on opposite teams.
Yeah. Just
You
It
hit
sort of
ball.
works.
Just work it. Okay.
Just
So
hot pocket.
Hot pocket it. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
so I've got a 2. You've got a to
What
hit.
did they say?
6,
6
was it?
Yeah.
6 to hit. Do you want to invoke anything, or are you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna do an easy target on him.
Okay.
Can you still tap minefield if you pay for it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll pay for minefield too.
Might as well. You got the coin.
Yeah.
Okay. Invoke
Oh,
mine.
sorry.
Got it.
Boing.
Okay.
No,
All right. So that's what's your total now?
Oh God. So what did I say before?
10 now.
10.
right?
Yeah.
10.
Plus 2, plus 2.
All right.
We were
To the
6, 7, 8.
Well,
2 and 2.
2 and
right?
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. 10.
So 10. Okay.
Brilliant.
So it's 10.
Exactly.
All right. I'm not paying attention to the math either. I'm just desperately trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was 10. So I got a 2. So that's 8. He doesn't have any shields. So that is 4 dice.
You know what I thought you were going to say? I'm desperately trying to keep these guys alive.
Woo!
I am.
3 pluses and 1 minus.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Okay, so
sounds
here's the
good.
funny thing, right? So if you just hit those pluses, right, he would have been basically, yeah, you're going to take this guy out. But you would hit those pluses, it's damaging, and then you're going to have to do that, and then he goes down there. Okay, so you stitch him to pieces, and what does it look like as you take him out?
And then it just like it's like the slow motion thing where like the front of his plane starts fire, and then there's just the fire that slowly spreads, and you just see is like you can't see because he's got the sunglasses because he's evil.
You can
But,
tell though.
Yeah, you can
You
tell.
can totally tell.
No,
And
the
it's just like,
intensity of the fire is so hard you could actually see through the smoke.
Like
of
it
the glass.
slowly melts the visor off of him.
Well, if we can melt a fascist face, I think that's a good
Yeah.
night. So
Yeah.
let's do it.
He did that.
Fascist
Why
babes must
not?
take it fast. Okay.
And then there's that moment of like us fly by and me just like nodding at Labrat. He's like, "Oh!"
Yeah,
Son of a bitch!
and mark a victory.
He flips me off, and I kind
Oh
of
yeah.
Mark of
Mark
victory.
victory.
And mark a victory.
yes.
Well, I want to know what victory's going to do a thing. Does victory do a
I
thing?
hope you wet your pants.
Victories
I
basically,
will not.
when you get back to the base, you get bonuses for kills. Right, so every 5 kills, you gain extra money. You are paid very well,
roll
but this
in
is
the money.
extra money.
Fuck this game.
Yeah. I got 2 victories.
So they're actually one of my other players played as a sort of had been sent to prison and was basically trying to like buy years off of the prison
Yeah.
sentence,
Nice.
and so basically could get money or could get years taken off the sentence, and and also was built to be an absolute beast, and so
Nice.
was the highest kill count or what?
Is some Mike's cutting out. I don't know why.
Oh.
Okay, was it still cutting out?
I don't know. I still have my other thing though.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use push.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oh, this guy's gone, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna now use push on number 2 to push him into the minefield.
Is it still
Okay.
working?
Can I do that?
Yeah.
It's quiet.
All right. So he's got severe damage, and he's easy target.
So the one that you blew up was severe damage.
Oh, okay, never mind. No, this is number 2. That was number 2.
Okay.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be the other way. Okay, it's never mind.
I mean, it's
We'll say we added it to the other one.
you really blew up
It's
the other guy.
fine.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. So then he's
That other
easy
one is still an
target,
easy target. Yeah.
and I'm going to spend another fate point to use minefield on him.
Okay. Cool.
So that's 4.
Now, one thing is, again, spending ahead of time is a little bit weird because you may roll all minuses, right? And you want to have one as a reroll, right? So it tends to be better if you roll the dice first and then have the conversation.
Okay.
Sorry, this is just good fate play.
No, it's totally
is
like me
how to do
doing
it.
that. I wanted to do the thing before
Oh, yeah,
the
I
thing,
should have
and
waited.
then I was like re-rolling before I knew what you rolled.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this is the start of the conversation, and then this affects the fiction.
Okay.
All right.
So
So I have rolled to. I'm getting pushed. I'm rolling my pilot. I have to minus one of my dice. So this guy is really not having a good day, and has a 1.
okay, I've got a 9 altogether,
9 altogether. Okay.
including the things I did.
So you have pushed him. What that means is you have pushed him down. Certainly.
Flight of stairs.
Oh, so I can't push
2
him into the
levels, I
minefield.
believe, yeah, because-
Well, you pushed him into the minefield. Fictionally, that's what happened, right?
Okay, got it.
You pushed him close to a
he's-
mine. He
he's
gets
dead.
blown off of space, right? He loses all that advantage he had because he was going to totally attack his friends. So actually, you've succeeded with style.
So it goes down
So
to
it goes
4.
down, but it goes
2
down another.
steps.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
And then does the minefield do damage to him?
Not in this instance because
Okay.
what you were doing was pushing him rather than attacking
Okay.
him.
All right.
So
That makes sense. Okay.
Right.
Let the mines explode him or something.
So it didn't die. Oh, so you didn't get the victory.
Oh.
not yet.
What the is that?
Not yet.
Oh.
It's not a
Yeah.
no, it's a yet. It's growth mindset.
It's
not
growth
yet.
mindset.
Okay.
Did
Sorry.
they get a victory for the assault?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's so awesome.
I know the cool
It's freaking
maneuver.
hilarious.
She's the one popping the bubbly.
What they say, we make it rain.
Well, how about you let her shoot first
Yeah, but you're
once?
borrowing other people's money.
No.
Hey, let me borrow that stack of bills you got. Never paying it back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now
Moonshine? Is it?
no, it is. I believe it is
One of
Goblin 2, right? Or Goblin 1.
Goblin 1, yeah.
So it's
Oh,
Goblin 1's
shit.
turn.
Okay.
Because Goblin 2 is now on your level.
Yeah.
So, Goblin 1 is going to get on your tail.
Okay.
Goblin 1 has just been like a half a step behind.
And this is
everyone.
And this is why he's still alive, right?
and this is also, right, this is dogfighting, right? This
Yeah.
is very much,
Yeah.
but now he's actually got the advantage, so he's on your tail, so let's pop him
It's
on.
like-
I kind of picture
Hey.
him like trying to communicate with the big ship, saying, "Hey, I don't know where I am."
No, I
and then he's
think-
like, "Oh shit, there's no big ship."
I think he's totally listening to Janelle Monáe. And he's just like, hey, dude, hit pause. Dogfight. Like,
Okay.
play the music
So,
after.
I've got a 5 on my
guys
roll on
up
my
my
skill,
shot,
and
yeah.
I've got +2 because I'm on your tail, so I've got a 7.
I got a 2.
You got a 2, so I'm beating you by 5. I've got a weapon 1. That's going to be 6. So let's take away 3 shields.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll 2 dice against you,
Okay.
unless you would like to spend to defend.
Nah.
Okay.
Make it dramatic. Some of us
Yeah.
have to get hit and.
Yep.
Ooh, 2 negatives.
Okay.
Now remember, it has 2 boxes. It has
Right.
2 in the
Life
box.
support damaged, and
But-
it's a 2 in the box.
2 in the box, so it can actually take both of those
All right.
hits. Now you're also going to take a point of stress
Right.
as your physical stress.
There's my character. There it is.
And so, can I just take a quick look at your ship sheet? Okay, so your life support is damaged. Okay, cool. That is an aspect that I can invoke.
Yes. That's cool. So it isn't actually a mechanical minimization, but it gives you an actual
Yeah.
like condition.
Yes, these are basically conditions. If they hit you, right, it's the minimizing one.
Cool.
So you are life support damaged. So yeah, you are leaking atmosphere out of your ship.
Not cool.
Uh-uh.
Luckily, I have bottled
flashing
water.
flashing red lights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I kind of always thought of you as like someone who's got like a pressurized suit. Like it's all just one suit with like one big zipper in the back, and then you got like this apparatus on your side that like constantly is flowing water.
Yeah,
that just
kinda
happens
like,
to be inside your entire suit.
Abe's thing from.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's the situation as it is now.
Okay.
We've gotten to, that was on 5s, now we're on 4s.
Yeah.
All right, you two are still on the Red Spectre's tail.
Yep.
However, you've got a guy on your tail. So if you want
Yeah.
to shake the tail, you'd have to break off from the Red Spectre. Or you could stay on the Red Spectre's tail until he's dead and then help your friends deal with the guy who's on your tail next round.
Okay.
And
So
We
that's
could
your
take an
decision.
extra,
And then number
like,
2, who's pretty
box that we could
damaged,
check.
is
We just-
on.
Number 2 is on damage, is on your level, so he's going to actually take a snapshot at you,
Okay.
and he's also going to try to maneuver to try to get himself some advantage.
Okay.
Okay? So that's what the bad guys are. That's what the bad guy on that level is doing,
Okay.
and that's the situation. What are you going to do?
I'm going to. I'm on his tail.
Yep, and there's nobody on your tail.
Red Spectre. So snapshot, attack him.
No, you can. If,
Or
you-
stay
you're
on
on
his
his tail.
tail.
if you'd like
Plus
to stay
three.
on his tail,
Okay.
+3.
Stay on his tail.
Okay.
And
What are you up to?
I'm gonna-
I am going to attempt to thin out the swarm
Okay,
and see if I can get rid of that last little box that they have.
sounds good. Sounds like a plan, because he was totally going to use it.
Yeah.
All right, so spinning out the swarm is a step 1, and what would you like to do for your step 2?
I will take a snapshot at 1.
Okay, snapshot has to come on 1.
Oh, okay. So then I will do the snapshot first, and then I will do that.
Okay, he's going to take a snapshot
And then
at
you're
you, so he may get to use it before you get a chance to thin out the swarm.
Exciting.
So
Yeah.
choices, tactics. Oh my God, dogfighting.
'Cause what did you want to do? You wanted to use snapshot and then.
And then I was going to thin out the swarm so he doesn't have
Oh.
little. But
What's that extra box that we're allowed to tap at any point? You can just write in. You said
You have an extra aspect that
Aspect that we can fill
You can
in.
add it in.
no, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
On step 1, I'm going to thin out the swarm.
Okay,
On step 2, I'm going to try to put some gum in the hole in my cockpit
okay.
and do repair. and see if I
okay.
can-
Sounds fair.
Cool.
Sounds good.
I just
Okay.
wanted to bring it up so we could use it if we needed
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really are like desperately, I need
Yeah.
another aspect, that would be the time. Okay, so you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
and so sorry, you're thinning out the swarm. So let's
Yeah.
thin out the swarm. Let's roll that.
Nice.
What kind of roll is that? Hold on. That is a gunnery.
Okay, so he's 2. He has to minimize a die, which sucks. So he has a 0.
I have a 4.
You have a 4. Okay, you have totally gotten rid of Death Head Squadron's swarm advantage.
Nice.
Nice.
So you have basically fired off enough rounds and got them all
Nice.
out of whack, and they're not fighting information anymore. And you have taken their advantage away. Okay.
Cool.
You're firing on the Red Spectre, so why don't you do
Yeah.
that?
Do
I'm
I
going
have
to fire
to-
at you.
Okay.
Do I have to declare my Vulcan's Hammer ahead of time?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to use Vulcan's Hammer
Okay.
on the Red Spectre
Sounds good.
with my on. So they're going to go after Red Spectre.
Okay. So you're firing the missile. Does the missile use a different skill?
Yeah. Using technology.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I am so awesome at technology. Not really.
That would have been a really nice thing to be able to re-roll that, but screw you and you're screw you and you're looking at the actual rules and figuring out the maneuvers and like figuring out how the game works.
You're
Man,
welcome.
why would I want that? Okay.
Why would you want that? Because it does extra damage. It's a bigger.
No, it does, but yeah, technology not my jam.
Also, let me
but-
see the. What does it do?
Why? Because I'm a miniatures war
No, it's
gamer,
totally
you
an
know?
awesome thing,
And
but
it also maximizes the
Nice
die.
brag.
but it's
bro.
not likely that I will succeed
Yeah, it is.
with my +1.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm gonna be okay though. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a +4, so I have 4.
Did
Hold
you
on.
Did you maximize one of those dice?
No, 5. That's right, because I got a max.
And remember, you're +3 because you got his. You
No,
bit on
I
his tail.
believe me, I use
Yeah,
that.
okay.
That's why my tech sucks.
I just want to make sure.
Okay.
So,
And your weapon is 4.
well, that's if I hit.
Yeah, that's the damage.
That's
If
yeah.
you got to
Oh,
hit
I
first,
see.
and then you can use it.
All right. So, the Red Spectre had to minimize dice. So
Okay.
he is at unfortunately, a 1. And you have.
Red Spectre.
Red splotch.
I have whatever I had.
Find red mist.
2,
Red
3,
space asphalt.
3, 6.
6.
Yeah, because I was on the tail 2 rounds.
So plus your weapon.
10.
All right.
Total.
Minus 1. So that's 9.
Okay.
I don't have any shields.
Bam.
That's going to be 5 fate dice of
okay.
damage.
Woo!
Wow.
I don't even have 5 metal dice.
Well, you
What
don't.
the hell?
You do now.
I'll use. Oh my god.
So much metal.
So much metal.
So much.
Too much metal for one hand.
Space metal.
All right.
That was very,
Lame.
very.
Fuck.
And my best roll ever.
Nice.
4 pluses and a blank.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
So 4 pluses and a blank. So he takes severe damage to his engines. But
He takes severe damage to his rectum.
so the main thing that he did
Right?
though was he took his system damage, got
No,
shot
I
all to
wrecked him.
hell as he only had 1 box left on the plus column.
Yeah.
And you hit him 4 times in it. So what does that look like as you take out the Red Spectre?
I know. I think it actually does. I gotta go slow mo too, because you do, right? So, but I think it does an implosion where it kind of all crumples in.
Yeah, because it's
And
a
then
weird
for,
missile, isn't it?
Yeah, and then for a brief, microsecond, and then it goes and explodes outward, and there's all sorts of crazy debris.
Okay. And I rolled really crappy to hit you, but what did you roll to defend?
All right.
Thank you, Vulcan's hammer.
You're welcome.
Now, as we can see, missiles are awesome.
Yeah.
Right? I think we've all
Which is
made
why
that
they're
clear.
expendable.
But that's why they're
Yeah.
expendable, and you don't have a lot of them. But you guys just scored a big haul. You've got this munition, so you guys will be flush, and you can just keep going. But in the normal game, you would have just done an entire week's worth of of missiles in 2 encounters. Right? That would be
Yeah.
Bad.
yeah. So that's the
So I got a 3 to defend.
that's the
that.
that's the payoff.
I got a 3 to defend.
And we're
You got a 3 to defend. Okay. You have succeeded with style, I believe. No,
Oh.
you have not.
Oh.
You only beat my 1. Yes. So even with that, haha, I just miss you.
So now on my second step, I'm going to try to repair that damage.
Yes.
So it's an overcome action technology versus fair +2.
Yep.
My technology is +1. Yeah.
All right.
So there's a 2.
Have you used any of your weapons?
I don't have any missiles. I just have a gun that's more shooty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got a big haymaker cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, make a cannon.
So yeah, I got a 2.
Just
on
like
my
the
repair.
just like the Red Spectre had if he was actually able to get in front of an enemy and fire. But he's not, and he's off the board. And did you mark a victory?
Bye bye.
Maybe-
Oh no, I didn't.
Maybe he should be less
More
of a piece
money,
of
more
shit.
money, more money. I'm
Okay.
gonna have such a night of singing Whitney Houston songs in the cantina.
In the karaoke bar.
Yeah, in the canteen. Sorry.
Okay.
So I rolled a
Karaoke bar.
2. On
Well, that's
my-
your thing, right?
Yeah.
It is.
All right. So that's it.
I'll
So
be singing
okay.
it's
So
a
you rolled a
hard knock
2.
life.
All right. And what were you doing? Sorry.
I'm doing my repair, overcome action versus
my wingman. I will
with
buy you
technology
drink.
versus fair plus 2
Alright,
to
that's
clear
one
1
drink.
damage instance.
That's
Okay.
what?
So you have.
Sweet.
So
So,
you clear off an instance. Your
Nope.
life support is no longer leaking.
yay.
Yay! With your gum.
Yeah.
I
How
should have
many
used that.
Rocketeer?
Would have helped, but I should have used it. But it's fine. Okay. So let's degrade everybody. So everybody goes down a section.
I don't like being degraded.
Sorry.
I want a new word. That's okay. It totally works.
Sorry, that's
Nicely
literally
done.
the word in the text.
Oh, I know. I believe you.
Okay. So
Let's get faded. I like that.
Yeah. We're gonna fade. Fade to black.
okay. So we still have you two who are up on your advantageous position because you guys did that cool ambush, which has messed up my normal tactics for this. Normally, I would be doing all sorts of damage and doing. I feel like I've done at least some moral victory and did some damage, but you guys.
There is no moral victory
like to get a
in the
couple
Dominion.
There's no morality there.
Yes.
There can
Anyway.
be no
No
morality.
morality.
You still have Goblin. Which one is Goblin?
2 and 1 and 2, I believe.
Yeah.
is what
All
it
right,
was.
so you got Goblin 2 still on your tail.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Goblin 2 down there on the same level as these two. So what are you guys going to
Yes.
I'm going to kill.
I go first this time.
Yeah.
So
do?
that,
I can have a chance.
yeah.
Thanks. Unless you decide to fuck over these guys. Like,
Kills them all.
Let's
See,
like kill
maybe
it
you
in
get
one
the killing
shot.
blow. Maybe you get the killing blow.
Missing the death blow.
So just hit 15
right.
more seconds on the hot pocket,
Okay.
and you got it.
So
Always a bride.
I just want to point out that the guy who is
Yeah.
on the tail,
one.
Number one.
number one,
Yeah.
is
Chanel Monáe
has
fan.
not.
Taking any damage?
I think has not taken any
Yeah, he
damage.
hasn't done any.
And number 3 or number 2,
Two.
sorry, number 2 is severely messed up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I just want to point that out.
Well, Labrat, I will make it rain for you. I go help Moonshine. You shoot the dead rat.
Oh, you shoot the dead rat.
She's throwing you a bone,
She's
you know?
basically giving you roadkill.
This is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on his tail.
It's fine. We used to eat possum all the time.
Okay.
Can I change my call sign to 2 Crates Johnson?
2 crates. Johnson.
Maybe after this run,
That's
you
a
will.
roadkill. No roadkill.
Yes,
Kill.
it's totally roadkill.
Vulture.
Yeah.
Vulture.
You're always scavenging our kills, man.
What do you call
Yeah.
him, Vulture? He came in with a possum, like half dead, and we're like, what? And we're like, I'm gonna make me supper.
Yeah.
So I'm on his tail. So I get +2 bonus.
It's a half pound of scrap, rancid
And it's
scrapple
one shot,
on a dead
one
raccoon.
kill. So that's 4.
Yeah, that one shot, one kill is pretty deadly.
0
Yeah.
+4, so 8.
Trying to see what you want to spend
So
that
8.
last coin on.
Yeah, punching out maybe. But, this is... Okay, so
Yeah.
I have a 1.
Okay.
Defend. You get an 8. Plus your weapon.
+1 weapon, yeah.
So, roll 4 dice. Actually, wait, sorry. Roll
Oh.
2 dice. Or, because I have shields.
I
forgot this guy has shields.
Oh.
So I take away 3 of that, so you only roll 3 dice. Sorry.
dice.
2 dice? 3 dice.
She was rolling 4, take away 3,
yeah,
so she rolled
now
1
we're
die?
2 now.
Yeah.
1 dice now.
1 die.
No.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
hold up.
Because I get a
Yeah.
+1.
Hold up. It is 8.
8.
8 was the difference. 8 was the difference
Right.
in the stuff. Take away 3 because shields actually take away the stress boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you are actually doing damage to the ship, so it goes from an 8 to a 5. 5 divided by 2.
Round up.
Round up is 3
3
dice.
3 dice. Okay.
So yes. Sorry.
It's okay.
Add your birthday.
1 of each.
1 of each again.
Yay.
It's a potpourri.
It's my favorite
Although
dice.
oddly the worst result. I mean
Oh,
it is. Yeah. So
You're spreading the damage.
Really?
You're not concentrating.
yeah.
It's better to get all in one area so that you
Yeah,
damage.
there is
the
actually
Joy.
a stunt that you can actually change the dice to a specific area. So if you rolled like you rolled like a minus and 2 pluses, you could say, no, I'm going to make that minus a plus.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah.
there are ways to do it, and yeah, it's better to get all in one go.
So yeah, I basically like stitched across the side and hit a little bit of
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, he has to minimize his unfortunately minimize his pilot and tactics, which is not good for
Cool.
him. But
And his shields are done.
and his shields are down. Yeah, that's the main cord, and you're also on his tail. Yeah. All right. So, what would you like to do? Who are you going?
I
after?
think I'll go after Goblin 2.
Okay. Do you want to go after Goblin 1 because he's messed up now as well?
What are you
You
spoiling me
could do
with
your.
choice?
You could do your
I
own
thought I said
thing.
2.
Are
I'm
you
going
your
2.
own person?
I'm my own man. I might go 1. No,
Okay.
no I'm going after 2. 2.
2. Okay. Go for it.
I'm going after 227.
All right.
Okay. So, just gonna fire. I'm out of.
Yeah, you're out of missiles, so you're going to
Anyway.
just be on his tail
Yeah.
and get a +2 to this and roll your gunnery.
Okay. Damn. So 3.
And I have to minimize a die.
You have a gunnery of 1?
I have a gunnery of 2 plus 2. Sorry, 4. I thought this was 2 negatives, not.
Okay.
It equaled out.
Okay. He rolled a -2 on his dice, so he has a 0. You have a 4, +1, 5. I have no shields, so you're rolling 3 dice of damage, and he really only has 3 boxes left, so you probably will kill him.
2 negatives and a blank.
2 negatives and a blank. So actually, you didn't even hit his systems. You just went for his engines and blow up and take a victory.
Yay! Thank you! I'll take a victory.
I'll buy you a drink. In the
Never
bar.
say that I'm not the good
You know what?
partner.
Here's the comical thing about it is because I'm the only one who hasn't. I don't know where the victory part is. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. There we go. I got a victory.
Well, I'm glad you could learn at the very
Yeah,
Okay.
right at the end of the game.
All right, so here's a fun thing. I'm still up.
Yep.
I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm still on your tail, and I'm on your tail for the second round.
And that's
So that's a +3.
All right.
wait, which one are we talking about? Number 1?
Yeah,
Number one.
because he
Janelle Monáe.
didn't want to kill the guy that was
Okay.
actually on my tail.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to suggest,
Right?
but he was like, nope, I'm going after that 1.
I'm glad you got your allowance for the week, Labra.
Boo!
Okay,
Boo!
so
I'm gonna play Hank Williams extra loud.
so unfortunately, I have to minimize, and so I have only got
God, sad cow. Please shut
all right. So I've got a 4 to attack you, but I've got +3, so I've got a 7.
I think I just got a 1.
You got a 1. Mm-hmm. All right. So take another
come
point of
with my own
stress because I'm gonna
Oh.
hit you. Do you have any shields left?
Nope.
Okay, so 7. That's gonna be 4 dice.
4 dice on shite. On moonshine?
No, yeah.
4 dice on moonshine. So 2 pluses
Uh-oh. And you have no shields left.
Nope.
and a blank and a minus.
Blank.
That's
and
good,
a
though.
minus. But I got rid of
Okay.
the life support damaged,
Okay,
right?
Right?
Good.
Yeah. You can
So
erase that.
I go back to that again. Damn it! There's another hole in my cockpit.
And I'm all out of chewing gum.
All right. So that's what's happened. So
Yep.
what happened to your ship?
Uh,
Well, I mean, like, what is it mechanically? So
let's see. I minimize 1 die in technology/detection actions, and I minimize 1 die in tactics/maneuver actions.
Okay. And you're also bleeding
And my life support.
Okay. So now we know.
Yep.
Well, hopefully, Brightside will take him out next turn.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh.
So, would you like to shake his tail, and what would you like to do? Or well, you can do something else.
I might be able to do that. Can I?
But
I
you're
can
below
do a desperate
him,
attack.
so you.
You're
Okay,
you
fate
could
point.
you could fate point, desperate attack, and
I
fly
can
up and kill him.
Flip and burn. But you have a thing first?
I was going to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, do it.
honestly.
No, I
Well,
think you should go
you're on your
first.
tail, so you can't.
Oh, I have to break the tail
have to break
first.
the tail.
So, add an aspect to
I know. Well, except I'd have to tag it with the non-existent
No,
fate
because
point I'll have.
no, it's free. You just add in whatever you want, and then you can tap.
Well,
it.
yes, but you have
There
to
are no
spend
free
the point.
aspects.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Swap that
Yeah.
in.
That's
Right.
super old school.
Boo.
That's what I asked in the beginning.
Hiss.
All right. So desperate attack. You spend a fate point to climb 2 slots.
Yeah, so no
And
more punch
make an
out for me
attack.
unless I do something that earns me a fate point.
Right.
So flip and burn, make an attack.
Well, do you care about moonshine in any way, or have any aspect about moonshine that you want to invoke or compel?
Yeah, that boy's gonna get us killed. And if,
Moonshine, not.
Oh yeah, no, Jeremiah Moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's his call name.
he's well. No, I don't have one on here, but I wrote on this. Yeah, no, he's
you have
my
a
buddy.
Don't you have a relationship?
No, I have my written
Oh,
ones
yeah,
are
when I cross them
Laszlo
that way.
and Thus.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
I don't.
well,
Nope, it's all about, you know what it is? I want to get to goddamn karaoke, and I'm tired of fucking around.
okay.
So that's why.
Tap aspect
Yeah.
karaoke.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. So I am just no more plus tail stuff. Okay, here we go. 3,
3.
she says inquisitively.
Okay. Unfortunately, I have to minimize.
Oh.
So I went from a
Oh.
+2 all the way down to a 0.
That's crazy.
Yep. Isn't
Wow.
that? It sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That minimization really makes that pendulum swing hard.
And maximization is even better. It's like, yeah. Okay, so I've got a 0. My dodge is a +2, and you've got a...
3.
So you hit me.
Yay!
You add 1 for your weapon. I have no shields.
Okay. I was just remembering last time. 1 for my weapon,
Yep.
2 for the show.
2 for the show.
3
Yeah.
get ready.
I think I'm only doing 1, right?
Right? Is there anything
Yeah.
free that you can tag?
No, I don't. Oh, radio interference?
How's that helping? I mean, I'm all for it, but
No, I know. I want to think of how. I think I'm going to jam his comms in a way that makes like a really unpleasant noise. with
all right.
the
So you're
radio
trying to squelch his
interference.
radio.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to squelch his radio.
Let's pop it off.
So I get to add 2
No,
to my
well,
weapon.
you add 2 to your roll,
2 to my roll, so 5.
so 5. I hit a 2. You're beating me by 3.
Yeah.
I have no shields. You are rolling 2 dice of damage.
Okay. That's where we're going. Okay.
So this was where he
Thank you.
could have had a very bad problem, because what you want is a blank and a minus. Because if you hit him in his plus, he's going to be okay.
It just sounds cute.
I know. Don't hit me in my plus, lady.
I don't want to hit you in your plus. I'm going to hit you in a blank and a minus. I literally rolled a
Nice.
blank and a minus.
All right. So his propulsion
I should
system
have had my arm that straight.
goes kablooey as you mark off another victory and take that guy out.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Okay. So what time is this supposed to end?
Oh my kill.
Right around now.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Man,
So that was
we can do
Tachyon
our
Squadron.
Debrief. Yeah.
Debrief and all that fun stuff. But one of the things about this, right? People have been taking stress. People have been getting their ships have been
Yeah.
hurt, right? So there's a procedure where you go back to the station and you first roll your discipline to try to get your stress relieved. If that doesn't work, then that's where that whole decompression comes in, right? And you would have to have if you had a fate point, you would have to use, if you want to do it positively and nothing bad happens, you
Let's
just go into
go ahead and roll our discipline. Can we all do that
All right,
together?
sure.
Just
How
for
many
fun?
people have actually taken stress?
I took
I
one
took
stress.
I didn't take any stress.
Nope.
Okay, so
Okay.
you two are fine. You go back to base. You're just cool, hanging out.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Do you have stress?
I got 2
Moonshine?
stress, yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
All
All
right.
right. So
Roll
roll
your- yeah.
roll your discipline.
Yeah.
No, I got a good discipline. Great.
Yep. I got a 2.
I got a 5.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
have both beaten them.
Oh,
So you have
awesome.
get your stress back from space combat. No
Cool
problem.
beans.
If you hadn't, right, that's where, again, if you wanted to positively decompress, you would spend a fate point and get the stress back that way. Or you
Okay.
could negatively decompress, and I would give you a fate point, but something interesting and
Oh, I
complicated
like
would happen.
that.
And then basically there is a whole sort of downtime round where you can sleep, right? You can if you keep fighting again and again and again, that can stress you out as well.
Yeah.
And so you have to actually take some time to sleep. You have to take some time to
Neat.
worry about that.
That's cool.
You can do shopping. You can do all sorts of stuff, and you fix your plane. 'cause your
Shopping is the best episode.
because your planes, I
So
think
interesting.
because your plane is really messed up.
I think Stu's ears are
Who's
burning.
playing Moonshine?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Your ship is really messed
Well,
up.
Yeah.
So
I'm
your ship would
kinda messed
basically, and there's a limited number of how many
I have
repair
shield
boxes
issues.
can the repair crews can make.
Ah.
So if you all get shot up, then again. This was, you guys played it very smart, and you said, hey, wait, let's
did we?
do that tactical thing and set up an ambush. And that was like, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, did we?
Thank you,
That's pretty smart.
Bushweed.
And then you've got your
Blackbird
awesome...
Black
you also enabled this by letting a guy die in space.
Yeah.
So there was that.
Cool.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I know. Well, and you stayed on.
I saved the crew.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. So it's all good.
Yep.
All right. So that...
I have how many kills?
right.
Not that we were counting.
Like,
I have
all of them.
Bragging.
4 victories.
You were literally counting.
Yeah, no, I was counting.
You're supposed to be counting. It's part of the game.
No, but I was. If I wasn't already in charmed,
If
with,
I wasn't
with
already
us,
so badass, I mean,
they would be totally like
All right.
she's a.
So that's Tachyon
amazing.
Squadron.
That is a really fun
Awesome.
game.
We for those of you who
It
are,
makes me want to make a thing.
Yes.
It really
yeah.
does.
Well, no, that's what I was
very
gonna
cool
say.
technology.
So for those of you who haven't been able to play with us before, we usually try to do like a little bit of a longer debrief, feedback for the game for Tachyon Squadron for the game. What were you thinking about, Jim?
Well,
as far as
I was actually thinking about sort of making little tiles, like sort of like Scrabble tiles, and then with like different
The
icons.
pull
And
tags.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
or something.
Or whatever. And I have a little Cricut, so I can actually cut it out of vinyl and put it on little
oh, you got
tiles.
cricket.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and just making a little board for it,
Nice.
or something like that. Also, something like paper, those little like arrow post-its work really well because you can write little things on it and then move them and
well,
restick
and
them.
color coded,
Yeah.
like we ended up being,
Or
as
simply make a
characters.
laminated thing like that and just write on it. It would be
Yeah.
easy too.
So there is also a collection of paper miniatures that are actually they're little tri-folded,
Directional.
so you can actually direction and point like, okay, I'm pointing
Yeah.
down or pointing up. Yeah.
Nice.
So those are available, and yeah.
Better
So
living through office supplies, man.
Yeah.
Would you be willing also, Morgan, because there's a lot of, you make a lot of the like kind of medium heavy lifting in Fate easier. It's like playing GURPS with Stu or Mook or something like that where you can kind
But I
of,
mean, Fate is Fate. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a lot. I mean,
No, but there's some really
No,
kind
but
of neat
there's-
little new aspects to
Yeah.
Fate
Yeah.
that like
well,
the
to Tachyon Squadron.
yeah
Yes.
the minimizing and maximizing of the dice is a really neat element.
No,
it's
it
a cool
is.
thing, yeah.
Well, and I was just, there's a lot of invisible stuff that Morgan was doing in his book that would you be willing to post on the forums just so people could see kind of your little jam
Sure,
notes?
but I'm not. I'm actually not sure that I did that much invisible stuff.
I don't.
I don't
think-
know. I just think
There's a lot
having
of-
your little,
Yeah. I think a lot of it was more like painting the scene stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also facilitating the whole tactical combat, and
Yeah.
how this maneuver chart works, and how the knowing what the game steps are, and also it's helping you. Hey, pick this maneuver, and teaching the dogfighting and teaching how to do this.
yeah.
The sheets you typed up were super helpful and very clear. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
pick one of these, and if you didn't use your whole turn, pick one of those.
Right. Yeah. And that's sort of the best advice, and that's from me having run it a lot and played it a couple of times. But yeah, basically, and I have played a campaign of this now, and if you put out other ships or enough ships, and also you don't get that whole ambush advantage, basically, you guys remember how you were sort of above all the gators.
Yeah.
In this situation, I would have rolled my tactics, and you guys would have rolled your tactics, and chances are I would have had at least one or two guys above you,
Yeah.
and most of the rest of the guys would have been in and amongst you.
Yeah.
So it's a much more of a oh crap, as opposed to the gators where you have their advantage and you're just like killing the hell out of them. These guys are actually either above you or and basically also the Red Spectre is a neat little thing because it draws fire, or you guys are like, no, let's ignore the Red Spectre and go after everybody else and clear the board, and then we'll deal with the ace, and then the ace does bad things to you.
Yeah.
So it's a neat tactical, and there actually are ways that you can. There's advice in the book for setting up the opposition, right? Like figuring out how many guys, how many opposition planes there, and how many do. And there are also some other spaceships, not planes. I keep saying planes. Spaceships that have armor and missiles and can have turrets and do things that are funky and So there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, and that was a cool moment when you gave us the choice of, hey, what do you want to do? It's like,
Yeah.
it became very clear in that first fight that being higher on the chart was the number one mechanical advantage in the dogfight.
You weren't expecting us to be badass bitches.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you play a Fate game and use your miniatures wargaming brain.
Yeah, you have a bunch of tactic.
You know, because if you notice, I actually went through and I poured through all the different maneuvers.
Oh,
trying to-
for sure. I could tell
You
you.
know, and
yeah.
I'm going, no, I want to figure this game out, and I'm going to frustrate the crap out of more.
It was like this perfect thing. Like you had like we want that piece. You Turo, you set up the mines and like the trap, and then it was
Yeah.
like, oh no, like I brought in my teacher skills to be like, let's organize this into even numbered groups, and then we'll go. All right, go.
Yep.
And you just killed
Well,
everything.
she's the one who set up the fact that we were able to do of ambush in the
I
first
don't
place
even
from
know
her
how it just was. It was where you moved and when you moved,
Yeah.
because it was like my rolls weren't even extraordinarily high. But like you
Nope.
said, it's like that's the hardest thing for me about Fate. Sometimes is remembering not to fuck with my dice and not to play before I play.
Yeah.
Like roll the dice and then I wanted to re-roll before I even knew what you had on the
Yeah.
on the dice. So it's like, oh no, hold back, wait.
Yeah, because I could.
Wait, he got a -2 and you had a 2. That's
But-
fine.
I was actually thinking about using Cortex Prime to run Mech Warrior with.
Yeah.
And it was a very similar idea where you had a character sheet for your mech and you had a character sheet for your
Yeah.
pilot.
Nice.
And there was some cross mogination, but you'd use one in combat and one in the other. And
So-
this is very similar.
Cortex
idea.
does that really
So this
well.
is actually one of the nice things about this is I have normally in Fate, right? I feel a little bad if I'm really hitting you guys hard and really like doing that. So it tends to be sort of a little bit of an easier fight or an easier thing, right? You guys are heroes. You're kind of pulpy and capable. And in this, because you can literally punch out, I do not kill you if I kill you.
Yeah.
Or it's very rare that I will kill you if I kill you, right? It's something. So I can destroy your ships, and that bad things can happen to you, and and then you have to make a roll to defend yourself from the violence of being punching out. But I feel no compunction to not play as hard as I can.
Right.
To hold back.
You guys,
One of the unique elements about Fate, though, is that the GM has less control about crappy shit that happens to the characters than
Yeah.
any other game that I've
Yeah.
ever run. Because they either choose to compel or the dice turn against them. But usually and when I'm running Fate, I really don't have to worry about it because bad things will just develop and I don't have to really put too much work into it.
What was punching out? What would punching out be like?
so punching out is you're going to
because I
make.
saw it on my sheet.
Yep, you're going to make a discipline roll against an attack of 5, and the difference is stress to you, and therefore potentially I have a base of 5. I'm going to roll dice.
Okay.
You're going to roll your discipline against me, and the difference, where I'm probably I have a pretty big advantage against you, is going to go to your stress. And
Okay.
if you've already been hit enough to actually have to punch out, you probably taken a lot of stress. You're going to probably take some consequences, and that's where punching out gets.
And there was also a maneuver where you went to pick up a pilot that has already ejected. There was actually a
I
flight
saw
maneuver, so,
that.
yeah.
The rescue.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was cool. No, great job running
And that
too.
was I think that was Jason Morningstar telling Clark about the book Punching Out, which is all about punching out and the fun stuff that the
That's awesome.
military did with ejection seats and what it is all about.
Yeah.
So
It's not fun. It's a terrible thing. But
yes,
Right?
It pretty much means your career as a pilot is over if you
Yeah.
have to punch out at
It's
any
a
point.
very
so.
it's a very bad thing.
And destroy a bajillion dollar.
Well, it's better than cratering into the ground
Yeah.
and blowing up in fire.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
But
for
only
sure.
just.
But
Yeah.
barely. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, yeah. All right.
Exactly. Thank you guys
thank you,
very
Morgan.
much. Thanks to Morgan for running it,
Bye.
everybody for playing, and everybody for watching.
Tachyon Squadron, it's Evil Hat Productions.
Yes.
Yeah, pick it up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and check
Probably
us out
will
in a
be
couple weeks.
purchasing
And check out
this soon.
check out the calendar when we pop it up in just a moment.
Happy
so,
Jacks at org/schedule.
Word.
Yes. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness, my feet. Your feet?
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say.